Yo, hello guys. Welcome to the stream, hey guys. So welcome to the stream. Yeah, welcome here, Alu, King Kong, welcome to the stream. Sukinas, Bunny, welcome to the stream, hey Sabala. Oh, what's up, guys? Here, YouTube links are here now. Sabala, welcome to the stream, hey, get out, get so. Um, as a Geek fan versus BTR, guys. जो जित्छ जो जित्छ प्यारिस जान्छ प्लस भोलि ओनिक आइडीलाई फाइनलमा फेस गर्छ एमपिएल आइडीको सो यो गेम लास्टै इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ भन्नु दुइटै टिमलाई किनकि थर्ड भएको फाइदा छैन सेकेन्ड नै हुनुपर्छ क्वालिफाई हुन एमएससीमा सो लेट्स सी कुन चाहिँ टिम क्वालिफाई हुन्छ आज थाहा हुन्छ एमपिएल आइडीबाट बसेर डिमन गाइड त गड बेन्च थाहा थियो बेन्च हुन्छ भनेर मलाई किनकि लाइक लास्टै नै खै हल्का रस्टी पर्फर्मेन्स दिइरहेछ रिसेन्टली डिमोन काइटले असासिन नि खेल्दैन डिमोन गाइडले अब ट्याङ्की जङ्गल मार्क हानिदिन्छ डिमोन गाइडको सो त्यही भएर बेन्च गरिदिएको होला प्यारिस or प्यारिस किप टकिङ आइम अलमोस्ट अन 3 मिनट ढिला भयो भएन यस्तो गेम हेर अहिलेसम्म स्टार्ट भएको छैन गाइज को गयो हुन्छ तिम्रो विचारमा म त बिटिआर भन्छु अभियसली किनकि बिटिआर अहिलेसम्म एकचोटि पनि जान पाएको छैन इमान आएदेखि सो अनि आई थिङ्क गिक फ्यामले भन्दा राम्रो पर्फर्मेन्स दिन सक्छ बिटिआरले इन्टरनेसनल स्टेजमा अहिलेसम्म देखेको त छैन बट त्यही हो राम्रो टिमको अगेन्स्टमा राम्ररी खेल्छ त बिटिआर सो त्यही हिसाबमा भनेको हो बिटिआरले राम्रो पर्फर्मेन्स दिन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ राम्रो टिमको अगेन्स्टमा स्लो मोड आउँछ 20 सेकेन्ड मात्रै हो गाइज अब 20 सेकेन्ड मात्रै हो कमेन्ट गरेको 20 सेकेन्ड कुल डाउन हुन्छ ए साउन्ड सुनौँ न यहाँ कहाँ इन्ट्री कहाँ मिस हामी बिगेट रनको गीत सुनेर गाइज
Upon us, I'm gonna throw it over to the stage.
Initializing.
Today, the Jakarta International Velodrome is red. Eman and Finn, the two pillars who've held the team strong, making it to the lower bracket finals. Day after day, year after year, choke after
Moreno.
Is it time for the Maestro to finally make it to the international scene, a step away, a full 7 games away from home? Paris is waiting.
Paris.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Bigatron by Vitality.
Let's go BTR. Bigatron.
Robots, can they wipe away their nightmare in season 12? Can they bring back the season 7? Can they go back once again to the MSC?
Bro, what are the agents of Nepal Singapore tournament? Can tell me please? Gone hybrid, Gosu Toya,
Everything on the line.
Dorlamizi,
But of course, we do also
Chawarudo, and
recognize
Lilim.
their foes.
They are representing Nepal in Asian
System's
Games.
been hacked.
Geek fam, guys, Geek fam. Let's go.
Jakarta International Velodrome is red, but it's not just for BTR. It's here for them too, the Kingslayers. Nazara, Marcel,
Ooh.
the two new rookies made by the man you see on your screen.
Best of 7, guys, best of 7. As of lower bracket final.
Never made it to an MSC before, and this fated stadium has always been a nightmare for the Geeks. A third place finish in season 13. Another third place finish, falling barely just short in season 15. Could this season be the difference for the Kingslayers, for BBB? Can he finally make it to MSC. Ladies and gentlemen, Geek
Fam, let's go guys. आज अति हुन्छ यिनीहरूको गेम
Can the Greek Slayers
त्यो क्रिसियल गेम छ यार यिनीहरूको लागि त
bad dream? Will they repeat a three-peat of third place in Jakarta International Velodrome? Or
म यो
can
डोनेसन
they
पर्दिनँ केटा हो
dream over the
Yum's
Red Bull
KO by
Boots?
Yahiko tipped 20
Save
rupees.
April ID
Have you
season
ever
12.
seen an elephant riding a horse? If no, watch
Those are the questions
Yahiko play Lamerd.
that need to be answered, and that will be answered in this
ओ
upcoming
यार
best
यस्तो पैसा पठाएर यस्तो
seven.
बिल्ला हान्ने यार
We've said
प्लिज
goodbye
यार
to the
केटा
best
हो
of
मेरो
threes
साथीलाई
in the
केही
regular
नभन न
season.
यार
We've said goodbye to the best of five
नाम पनि युम्सको भाइ
earlier on
आएको
in
छ
the
यार ओ
playoffs.
माई गॉड
And now
म केही
they
भन्दिनँ
will have more chances, but even more will be put to the test because strategy.
नेपाली स्पोर्ट only good in PUBG नेपाली स्पोर्ट अहिले त PUBG को लागि मात्रै हो PUBG को मात्रै राम्रो छ भनौँ न नेपालमा अहिले को पुग्ला त I think BTR guys for me BTR 4-2 or 4-1 मेरो prediction चाहिँ आजको है 4-2 or 4-1
I think Niall's nickname throughout the season, he's been cold-blooded. He's just been going up against everybody and doing well against them, even in the regular season against Kyrie. But in the playoffs, it's a bit different. When you're up against these big teams, when you hear those fans chant after every mistake you make, yeah, there are going to be some moments where you jitter, where you shake. And I think Nazana finally felt, for the first time in his career,
Alter Ego चाहिँ आउट भइसक्यो
The last red tree battle against
Yep.
प्लेअफ
Kyrie.
पनि पुगेन अल्टर इगो त
three battles
The last
against
year.
Kai.
I mean, it's more apparent.
बस टेक याइको टु द जिम विथ यु
So early.
याइको मसँग जान्छ जिम
The Lord was still in the golden hour.
आज शनिबार हो आज गएन आज गएन भन्दैन आज बिदा हो
If you have Baloy, we have
नभए त हामी दुईजना गइरहन्छ रेगुलर जिम
it's how they always bounce back from every
कति
loss.
2 केजी घट्छ याइको
Comes back better.
These bands, they're gonna have to be very special, brothers. We've seen so many different teams try so many different takes at the bands. The Marcel,
अब ENC मा याइको blow up भएर हुन्छ केटा हो Fit and fight.
I know it gets confusing,
Whiplash.
but Finn, when he gets on the Marcel,
Guys, make sure to like this video, like and subscribe हानु अनि make sure to join the Discord server as well अपडेटको लागि खै मोडरेटरहरु Discord server हाल त यार
Speaking of that, we're looking at his stats right now. What is that? 15 and
Discord को
8,
लिंक हाल त
53.33% win rate on the Jushin.
That's pretty bad.
That win rate
I-
is cap, you know.
That's regular
It
season.
तीनटा
That's
ad
regular season.
ad हेर न केटा हो
Because the Moreno
Ad
we
मैले
saw yesterday.
medium मा राखेको छु medium मा
What is that? Like, what
Medium
happened
ad.
to Moreno?
Well, he's like a man possessed. He wants to go to Paris. He really wants it. Never
Perry
seen Moreno
Perry
his entire career plays this well.
And now, technically, we also
केटा तिमीहरुको
have
हिसाबमा
seen
कहिले जित्छ गिक और BTR
and in
Score
an
predict हानु
upgraded
guys
skills
comment
from
section मा
Avoy. But when we compare, what do you guys think about the
जिम
two
गएर
lane
ML
of
खेल्छ
both?
याइको
Definitely, because
याइको
we've always talked about the
जिमै
top
हान्छ
two
केटा हो
players
कस्तो
in Indonesia,
ML हो
the Suns, and the top two.
अहिले हल्का लक
Avoy
दिन्छ
or Moreno for so long. But
7
Avoy has
सेकेन्ड
been
अँ केटा आज हाम्रो
Moreno
7 सेकेन्डको म्याच छ बाइ द वे मैले लाइभ गर्न मिल्दैन रे सो सुदन सरको च्यानलमा हेर्दा हुन्छ गाइज भ्युअरशिप राम्रै आओस् हैन लाइभ गर्न मिल्दैन अरु सुदन सरले गर्नुहुन्छ राम्रै टिमको अगाडिमा छ आज म्याच हाम्रो कति 9 बजे होला
You agree?
9 बजे हो गाइज
I don't know, man. For me, it's like, for me, a boy, he's amazing when he gets his picks. But the thing is, a lot of his picks aren't meta.
डिस्क्रिप्सनमा छ डिसीको लिंक जाउँ न अरे यार कमेन्ट सेक्सनमा हाल्दैन यार यति गाह्रो यार ओ माय
Boy, we've
गॉड
seen a couple of different things, and I think it's also the same for Marcel
Ah,
and for Nazara.
मेरो मोडरेटरहरुलाई
They
त
are very strong when they get certain picks.
झन् मैले मोडरेटरहरुको लागि
A lot of heroes in
छुट्टै
their arsenal.
स्किनहरु दिन्छु भनेर सोचिरहेको थिएँ अब यस्तो अब चाहिँ मेरो मुड चेन्ज भयो
The picks, or this is
यस्तो
just the
कामचोरहरुलाई
that
त
we'll
दिन्न
be
यार
expecting
स्किनहरु
from today onwards?
But I feel like maybe they still have thing out under their sleeves. But again, this is the
बलैको भाइ
battle
ओ माय
for
गॉड केटा किन यस्तो नाम राखेर हो
So I think it's the best way to let everything go. You know, if they have anything up under their sleeve, just let it all
Beloy
out. Let it
KO
all
by
out.
Yahiko
Let it
tipped
all
20
work out so
rupees.
that
Release the beast.
Lamutio Asti 2 kilograms. Hagera weight Napera 2 kilograms. Gacho Vanka K Suke Masarap Jatha Mute Baz.
Interesting one because both teams have
के
also
टोनी छैन यार
found similar success.
बोलेको भाइ यहीको लामो त्यो अस्ति 2 केजी हगेर वेट नपाएर 2 केजी घट्यो भन्छ सुके माछा र जाठा मुट्ठी बाज
A very, very mean Harley. So,
के हो यार यो
one of the things
डोनेसन
that we're gonna have to look out for on top of
calm down bro
Antonio.
calm down
What about the
thank you so much for 20 NPR right, by
That's
the way
true. Another pick, yeah. So yes, a few utility jungles work, but the Fanny has worked specifically against one team, and that's TLID, right? So I don't know
Ouch.
if these two teams have a Fanny problem. If they, I mean, are scared to deal against a Fanny. because it
Skin
looks
for
like they're very
me.
comfortable leaving Fanny
केटा हो
out there.
एमआरओ कहिले आज स्याटरडे हैन ओइ आज एमआरओ नै हान्नुपर्छ यार
And they pick right
स्याटरडे सन्डे हुन्छ कि एमआरओ फ्राइडे र स्याटरडे हो गाइस
the success that they
एमआरओ को
had
टाइम
yesterday's draft against Onyx and build that up. Oh man, it's gonna be very interesting because again, in the first pick you can ban out a lot of
के यत्रो टाइम ए साच्चै मैले बाइ द वे ब्यान अलरेडी मैले सोचिसके
template ban, I must say.
जुक्सिन ब्यान भनेको छैन जुसिन फ्रेया फ्यानी गुनिभर फोबियस र पग्छ जुसिन
Man, the battle is not
Freya,
all of them, but it's also
Fanny,
fast-paced.
गुनिभर फोबियस पगि त कतिवटा मिल्छ हेर मे 6 वटा मेरो
China
ब्यान
has shown better drafts throughout the playoffs compared to Geek Fam. Geek Fam against
तिमीहरु याइकोले जति हेड गर्छ याइको त्यति लक इन हुन्छ यो बुझ्यो नि
hard and
So hard.
you know, to
बुझ्यो नि
compare the two teams.
त्यो चाहिँ क्रिस्टियानो मेन्टालिटी हो क्या
I think wipe the floor against Onyx.
इट्स मेक हिम इभन मोर स्ट्रङ्गर हो क्या त्यो भन्नु बुझ्यो नि
We can charge them. Hopefully, in this match, they don't show their big choke DNA.
आज किकले जित्यो भने 1k है त अरे ओए यस्तो नभन बिटिआर भन न यार बिटिआरले जित्यो भने 1k भन न यार
I was like, yes, this is the moment.
ल लेट्स गो गाइस दिस इज द फर्स्ट म्याच है बेस्ट अफ 7 हुन्छ है यो लास्ट क्रुशियल म्याच हो रिटु टिमको लागि
And I think they've learned
अब
no
प्यारिस त
matter
जसलाई पनि
what
जानु मन छ हैन
they roll
जित्नै
out
पर्यो
there,
गेम
It's baguette drawn, all right? No biggie choke.
Okay, we'll hope the third time doesn't come here, ladies
ल
and
लेट्स गो
gentlemen.
गाइस फर्स्ट गेम मेरो
Into
ड्राफ्टको
the
चाहिँ के मिल्छ
draft
रुमै
through
Ban.
dangerous grass. Presenting
जुक्सिन फ्रेया
by
फ्यानी गुनिभर
official
फोबियस पग्छ है
Infinix GT50 Pro. With the dangerous grass now picked up
Oh, एउटा
by
मिलेन यार
Sway or Impact
मार्सेल
Grass
एक्स्ट्रा एड
in a
भयो
certain way.
I think
गुनिभर मिल्यो फ्यानी मिल्यो
pull out the lowest
के मिल्यो
match
फोबियस
and
मिल्यो
also the dangerous grass, more grass,
तीनटा मिल्यो एउटा मिलेन
ambush people.
अब
like,
दुईटा
again,
के हुन्छ
in the high
जुसिन
speed,
र फ्रेया पगिदो जुसिन फ्रेया पगिदो तीनटामा एउटा
I
ब्यान
feel like I doubt it.
तीनटामा दुईटा ब्यान
Again, though, see, the first two bans for Bigatron,
मार्सेल एक्स्ट्रा ब्यान भएछ
very good Winifred player, and also Phobius, and for Geek Fan, respect. It's a template ban. Fanny ban if you want to pick it up, and also Marcel, in which we know Finn has played it amazing.
That's true.
जुसिन
right
फ्रेया
now,
पगिदो
Phobius ban
तीनटामा
is-
दुईटा ब्यान
Actually don't see a lot from Bigatron, right? Just pure respect onto Marcel, but also a setup.
पगिदो ब्यान पगिदो मिल्यो
Akito.
But nope.
चारवटा मिल्यो पाँचवटामा चारवटा ब्यान मिल्यो
We have seen
अब फ्रेया र जुसिनमा एउटा
in
ब्यान
the last 2 days, we know that there's
अनि
only
पाँचवटा
one thing in
मिल्छ
their minds.
Tushin or
Yeah.
Claude?
I think it's the juice in, dude.
जुसिन ब्यान हान्नुपर्छ है बिटिआरको यसमा ब्रो रिक्स नलिए है गिग फ्याम गिग रिक्स
Remember,
नलिए
Flair's still open as well, and that's the game they're
ओ
playing.
माई गड जुसिन ओपन गरिदियो मरेर घाटमा फर्स्ट पिक जुसिन फर्स्ट पिक जुसिन
They picked up the
First pick
Harley
Jusin.
first pick one.
Yes, they have.
And it's
फर्स्ट पिक जुसिन है मेरो प्रेडिक्सन
so,
मरेनको हातको जुसिन
man, come on. You're coming on after 22 kills
जुसिन फर्स्ट पिक
performance, you know.
मेरो ब्यान्ड 6वटामा 5वटा मिलेको हो देख्यो नि आज लक इन हो ड्राफ्ट प्रेडिक्सन
The Claude.
फर्स्ट पिक जुक्सिन
Just
अब
Tushin.
रोकै
Traded for the Claude, for sure, right?
Yep.
Kenzie
क्लड आउँछ एउटा क्लड
Playoffs is the Claude. He's been playing
क्लड
well.
अनि
Yeah, Claude Baxia. Big set. Or Claude Frederick.
क्लड र फ्रेड्रिन भन्छ यार म क्लड एन्ड फ्रेड्रिन
Again, for both junglers, they've been more successful.
क्लड र फ्रेड्रिन
The utility jungler.
पुरै दिमाग लगाइरहेछ यार मिल्छ
Maybe
नि
red 3 Baksha, if they really want to save that, go for the
Claude or Fredrin. Claude त मिल्यो
They reveal their cards first, and then you get a safe pick into red 3. So we'll see here. I don't know about leaving Marcel's pick into the second phase,
Fredrin.
though. I really feel like they need to pick it up here. I don't want to see another Kinse situation where his heroes get completely taken out of the draft before second phase.
So let's see what Mr. Max Moore
Fredrin?
and BBB are thinking right now. Is
Yep.
it the jungler or is it the mid laner?
Yee.
Yes, this is a straight up mid laner pick.
बिटिआरको साइडबाट ह्यारित पिक आउँछ जस्तो लाग्यो
So if you're
ह्यारित र के आउँछ
you just want to go a full trio mid with
ह्यारित
the
र
Khalid, or maybe a Fredrin Khalid or a Baxia Khalid. Just control the mid.
Harith
and
र कालिया?
also control.
I think so.
ह्यारित र कालिया
Good idea.
कि त जङ्गल लियो भने बाक्सिया र फ्रेड्रिन
Already banned
बाक्सिया कि
Focus, right?
फ्रेड्रिन
With, enable the Khalid, and we've seen that Geek Fam actually they
Bugs
don't do
are
too well
Kalia.
when they are on the ropes early on.
Eric र
Big Tron
कालिया
get the
लिन
lead, I
सक्छ
think it'll be very tough for
अब
Geek Fam
जङ्गल
because
ट्राई
again,
गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ
references
फेरिन
last
होला
night. Onyx game 1, they went for a full early game combat.
बाक्सिया भन्दा नि मलाई अहिले
From the
फेरिन
start,
स्ट्रङ
Geek
लाग्छ हौ
Fam had no
जङ्गलमा त किन
counterplay.
The hero that
वाइ
chooses
फेरिन
well is the-
फेरिन र हेरिक ओए लभली यार
And Harris,
A bit safer.
a bit
बाक्सिया
safer.
पिक यताबाट बाक्सिया पिक
Again, if you don't pick up your gold laner here, then
Baxia
it means
pick,
the Harris will be banned
Geek
out
Fam
on
को
second
side बाट।
phase. So it makes sense. But do you go to Baxia here though?
That's the thing, right? The box has been
ए केटा हो होइन हो छ्या यार कमेन्ट पढिरहेको क्या यहाँ हेर कसको थोपडा छ यहाँ माथि हेर कसको थोपडा छ अनि यहाँ लेखिरहेको छ
we saw
यार
yesterday for Nazara, it was the Baksha winning.
बाक्सिया पिक देख्यो नि केटा हो
Picked it up. I remember
Oh,
back in the
dude.
day, I had a conversation with Niall in season 12, actually, you know? He's like, no, Fredrin is the best pick. Anyone, you put him right in front of me, I will win out the retry battles, even the Baksha. So it's
Blue
kind of
ban.
a signature pick
तिमीहरूले गर्दा मैले
and
ब्यानै
a
फेरि गर्नु
comfort for Niall. I get why they went for it,
Atlas.
but now they have a lack of shred, coach.
रोक गाइस के ब्यान हान्छ रोममा के छ र
We've seen this draft before from Bigatron. Is this a Benedetta XP that they're going to try to go for?
Ooh, interesting one. But again though,
रोमै ब्यान हान्छ जस्तो लाग्यो
the
के कालिया ब्यान
Baxia is the early
कालिया
player.
ब्यान भन्छु म
If the Baxia keeps
कालिया ब्यान
and
Yeah.
gets a snowball early, the
That's the
Fredin
thing.
will have a very hard time entering even the turtle pit, right? So maybe that's what King Fam's thinking, but for Bigatron there, thinking about
आर्न
late game
ओ
versus
त
Fredin,
बेसी आएर
that's
आर्नट
a
फेरि
very good
कम्बो
one. We've seen yesterday how devastating a Fredrin Arlet
Mumma के छ
combo
अरू?
in hands of Onyx.
Yep.
Oh,
Hylas
I think
ban.
this- I think
Hylas
it's still
हान्न
gonna
सक्छ
be
सक्छ
either
Hylas हान्न सक्छ
Marcel
होला
last pick though. Balo will pick up fourth pick,
I agree.
or if they pick up Marcel hero here first, we can
Sylvain हाल्ला
expect
त?
a Hellcat from below his team.
बलेको हेलकट नै आउनु सक्छ यार तर यो कममा त गाह्रो छ हेलकट
Back
खेलाउनु
to it.
हाइलस त ब्यान होला है केटा हो
What is the
म त
final ban? I'm
ब्यान
100%
फेरि गर्न
for
सक्दैन
the
यो त
Atlas.
हाइलस
See Beloyski do
50-50 भन्छ
crazy
हाइलस
things on the Atlas.
कन्फिडेन्स चाहिँ भन्नु हाइलस
Final
ब्यान
ban.
They want to eliminate the X.
क्यारी क्यारी किन ब्यान हुन्छ दुइटै साइडबाट मार्क्स बनाइछु
Yeah, a deep ban
Cheap
there.
ban.
Chip,
म
something
त
that
predict गर्न
Beloyski
सकिन्छ
has
यार
done
यो
a lot of early on in the season.
एक्सपी लिएर होइन सुरुमा
Game 3 Dewa, that too.
के हो
I think the safe choice would be, yeah, again, like we could see the Helker last
Hylas
pick.
pick?
We could also see the Kalea last pick, coach. If they really
Yeah.
just want to escape from the Gatakacha threat, right? But they go
Khalid.
lead
Yeah, go
instead,
to
just
Khalid.
mid Ryo, so it's the opposite.
They pick up the Khalid though.
बिटिआरबाट
Also
कालिया होला यार
pick
कालिया होला
Khalid,
रोममा
doesn't take the Khalid, and I think below it
रोममा
is
कालिया
thing or
कालिया आउँछ होला
yesterday, man,
Yeah.
when Kiwi just run around ranking
फिनको
half
कालिया राम्रो छ
So this should
अनि
be
एक्सपीमा
risk it by going Kalea, though. There's not a lot of damage straight up, right?
Actually, yeah,
Not
Benny.
initially, you're just gonna have to rely on base damage, and you're gonna have to
फेरि
go for
गाह्रो छ यार
damage
कि लाप
here.
लाप
So Kalea Benny,
Still
is
like
that what
actually.
they're thinking
Kalea,
about?
Bene, or-
16 होला यार एक्सपीमा नभए
That's
16 र
true.
कालिया
I
16 र
think I
कालिया
like Yuzong a bit more.
16 एन्ड कालिया
This
गाइस
one is not only for
मेरो
pick up
prediction
the
चाहिँ
heals and everything, the sustainability is
16 र
one
कालिया
of the factors why it's one of the strongest roamer right now. Or you can go Asura, just
उही के हो बेनी किन गएर छ
Wait.
they're looking
Wait.
with it.
Yeah, it
उही
is Kalea.
पर्साइतिर कस्तो लास्ट पिकमा यस्तो गरेर किनाले
So this should be the
16 र कालिया केटा हो मेरो आज के हो प्रेडिक्सन ओ माई गॉड केटा हो कोच मासरा भने मलाई
He's played
कोच
Valentina
मासरा
before
भने
in XP, and he's
लास्ट
very,
पिक लास्ट
very
पिक
well on the XP Valentina against Asura.
भ्यालेन एक्सी
Twice and 100% win rate.
This is tough. Bigatron by Vitality.
तेरिजला पिक महाकसम यो मिल्यो भने त
Again, though,
अति
if you have
अति
the
हो यार
Fredrin and the Fredrin doesn't get
तेरिजला
the game, he
तेरिजला
can
पिक
stay for
केटा
the XP lane and can poke the Valentina early. So maybe that's the plan of picking up the Sora. But I think Geek right now is really thinking about picking up the Valentina or a Lapu.
I agree. I think those are the two
तेरिजला
choices.
और लापु ल
I was gonna say
दुईटामा
Lapu.
एउटा आउँछ होला भ्यालेन त नहोला
Would be a choice if they don't want to go
Terizla
for
or Lapu?
Valentina. Obviously, though, you are going to be losing out in Cryo, so there you go. It's an easy
Oh
choice for
my.
you, though, right? Like, in between those two, I think the
My
Valentina
bad.
just
My bad,
makes it
last pick.
more- With the box they'll be able to rotate up top as well. So
गाइस
I think
कसको
that's
ड्राफ्ट
a
मन पर्छ
good
तिमीहरूलाई
for
ड्राफ्ट त धेरै
showing
मिलायो यार
this
अहिले
is
ब्यान्ड
just-
पनि मिल्यो धेरै
This is a bit of ego from Bigatron.
Let's see how this all
के
unravels.
बोका मासरा
Ladies and
भन्छ मेरो ध्यान
gentlemen, game
ड्राफ्टतिर
number
चाहिँ फुल
one, as we throw it over to our cast.
अब केटी यसरी अगाडि देखाइरहेको छ भने अब के नहेर्नु म ल हेर्दिनँ नि त
Girlfriend
भए हेर्दिनँ थिएँ
single
सिङ्गल पारे
and now that encounter happens again in the lower bracket of MPLID season 17. It is Geek Fam against Bigatron, but this time it's a ticket to Paris. It's a ticket to MSC.
केटा कलेज त यो गेम प्रेडिक हान गाइस मेरो त obviously BTR. BTR को draft के थे यार मैले बिर्सेँ फेरि.
In the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen, it is again the Red Robots against the Geeks.
The same crossroads, the same stakes. Only one team will fly to the city of love, while the other will watch the lights fade before the journey ever begins.
खै BTR ले जित्यो भने पैसा हाल्ने कोही छैन केटा हो.
Once a monster forged by Beloyski, now clad in
Geek
red,
fan मा मात्रै हो.
he is rebuilt as a machine of destruction.
मरेको हातमा जुसिन्छ ए म त BTR भनिहाल्छु है.
Bigatron against
So let's go guys, this is the first match है BTR versus BTR versus Geek fam. Let's go. मिडमा पोक खाइसक्यो बलैले.
Again, no trigger.
धेरै पोक खाएर बलैले.
Just yet as now will be able to clear the orange. Just close call there as Beloyski was hovering around.
Yep, that Valentina XP.
तिमीले त पायो नजराले.
Well, we have seen him
इनबाट आयो नजरा.
in the regular season, but he is not known for that Valentina.
We nice Ariman.
The hero is everything. Beloyski. That's gonna be a heal.
अरे फिन त के हो?
Because one has the surge of life, the other with the quicksand guard. But the Khalid at least helps.
Ui!
Ooh, that was close.
बोलै त के हो?
But
अति
at least
रिस्की
kinda
खेल्छ
helps
त.
deteriorate that mid pressure that the Chusin will bring to the table. That's why up against the Kalea, I think it fares pretty well. And now they want to go for
Fin,
a
Fin.
Green camp.
फिन मर्यो नाइस पनि यार गिगबाट. त्यो गाइस बाक्सी र खालिदको रोटेसन लास्टै छिटो हुन्छ क्या त्यही भएर इन्भेट गर्न गाह्रो छ यार. मरेन?
Moreno.
टिकर गयो. ओइ काउन्टर हान्दैछ यार जुसिनलाई.
Spell from Moreno.
Okay.
Let's see if that will be able to, convert to the turtle.
लेनिङ फेजमा त राम्रो खेल्ला छ यार अब बलैले.
Just a kill between them. That's Mal finding the taunt onto Beloyski, but I don't think they're
जुसिनलाई काउन्टर गर्न सिकेर आयो क्या हो गिगले.
here as both teams are preparing for the neutral objective stage.
We were given a teaser of what it looked like. Baxia against the Fredrin yesterday.
प्लिज
But
त्यो
yesterday
क्लाउड
was a
फर्म
different
चाहिँ
time.
नहाने ड्यामेज फर्म हाने
It was
दुईजना
scary with
सोरा.
Baxia winning the retry against the Fredrin. Now Marcel has the ship.
Oh my god, cloud form nahi kya yaar, please. Marcel, why are you doing this, man?
Nazara in a back spot, still able to
यसले पनि मार्शल अल उति नै हाने क्लाउड वाला.
big one, as Nazara will be the first one to fall here in this fight.
Flicker गयो
Boy
अबको.
now isolated here.
ए फ्लिकर छैन अबको मर्यो.
No spell able to save up
GG
for
यार.
another kill on the board for BTR.
मार्शलले खै यार 16 मा चाहिँ हल्का जस्तो परफर्मेन्स चाहिँ दिन सकेदैन यार.
But at least the kills were able to go their way.
ड्यामेज आउट ट्राई गर्यो भने त यार यिनीहरूले
And then you have
यत्रो ड्यामेज हान्छ.
right? We saw what he was able to do yesterday. 22 kills, 0 deaths, 80 Sky Piercer stacks, and an outplay to go with it. And this is a top prediction by GoPay with only going Geek time. Okay. I'm backing my boy Chefin.
Wow, you're repping Chefin indeed, as it is still, again, a 4-0 from Mirko. Not surprising.
It's the best
Geek
of
fam
seven,
हार्छ
Ronnie.
क्या यार.
Remember that?
That's true. That's
I
true.
want to help Chefin out.
The Geek
Chefin
fam
was
to
only
beat, yeah.
2 fans. Now he has like 3, so a total of 4, you know.
Wow.
ए प्लेअफमा जहिले गिग फ्यान भन्छ BTR पर्दाखेरि जहिले BTRले गिग फ्यानले चाक हान्थ्यो क्या
We're
BTR को.
gonna find a random bigger trooper maybe to join in.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but so far everything is quite low tempo. Obviously, you wanna only center around that neutral objective as the Fredrin, the bug tip is rolling in. That's where the Sora also is very strong. Eman again goes to the Eman. Of course, as 3 Eman to Kenjiski. At least he gets the
तर
gold
अल्ट नहाने भने त यार अल्ट
That's where
वेस्ट भइरहेको छ.
Parrot excels as well in lane.
यो तर अल्ट आएर चाहिँ हेरि.
Kill one. The synchro vision is so good at taking these crabs. Tazara gets one for himself as well. And this matchup up top, at least the Valentina will have to hold that ultimate first because the one
सोगुनले केही गर्नु पर्दैन क्या अहिले जस्ट वार एक्साइज 1 वन जुत्दा हुन्छ.
lower disadvantage, right? Because
अहिले त हल्का चिलमा खेल्ने हो सोरा.
once the ult expires, you need to wait for the other Sora, or the original Sora to go in.
ओ अल्ट फर अल्ट.
This is bad.
हिमालले पेले छ लेनिङ फेजमा त.
One. So far, Iman has been
सेकेन्ड रोड कसले भयो गाइस?
at least seems like, and now we'll see the turtle. That's gonna be a stun. That's gonna be.
Oh my god, Geek fam.
Oh, Tsunami stun will not save Finn. Actually,
ब्रो वाइल्ड खेल्यो यार गिग फ्यान त्यो भर्खर. जुसिनलाई अल्टी र फ्लिकर केही हान्न दिएन यार. सोगुन मर्यो. ओ माय गॉड, गिग फ्यान ब्याक अन ट्र्याक. कस्तो पनि छ यार मरेनलाई बाफ रे बाफ.
Every single machinery they
बलैले फ्लिकर अल्ट हान्यो त्यसपछि इपको अल्टले अड्कायो अनि बाक्सियाको फर्स्ट किलले अड्कायो. पर्फेक्ट खेल्यो यार गिगले.
something of a collapse.
नाइस खेल्यो.
that door and will clear that wave, but look at Marcel up top. We know he's playing Valentina, but at heart, it's the Sora that he's gonna play with the ultimate, and we have seen his Sora very well. The fact that he took blue form in that fight, Bigatron were just pushed back with the amount of damage he's able to create. Moreno down one death, and Azara gets the cursed helmet as the first item priority. This is the trend we've been seeing so far in the playoffs. Skipping entirely the most essence, not keeping it, and just completing the whole item. And that was Iman, I think, with the golden, or rather the gold crab.
Warren 0 death. Actually मार दे अब केटा Geekले. Counter हान्न सिकिरहेछ Geekले. Jushinलाई.
Getting that mid prio. So far it hasn't been looking very clean.
उही ड्यामेज क्यों इमानको आम्मा इमानले यो गेम क्यारी हान्छ सर
applying pressure towards Aman as a ball with the RWM locking him in place.
मेरो केही दोस्त छैन केटा
An important one for Geek Fam
I'm just supporting
This
Iman.
is a dream start for them. The fact they're able to get 2 neutral objectives with the Baxia in play and a few kills.
Late
as well.
game.
3 for Baloyski, by the way. He's the one sealing
Late
the
game
show.
चाहिँ नर्कै राम्रो छ
And I like
Geek
that
Fam
confidence
पे
from Kenzies. Guess if it's communicated, they're gonna go in for more because that flank and that gank was coming from the riverside. Item builds by Dunia Games. First item Oracle for the Valentina. It's all about the extra shielding, the regeneration as well, and then you have the survivability. And so far 8 in armor for Beloyski, knowing that Moreno is always gonna be the beacon of light for Bigatron Vitality. He can always turn things around. But this time, it's a different monster
Hold on.
facing.
बोलेको फ्लिकर अल्छ बोले 3 किलमा बसिरहेछ what the fuck knife in so good damage वाला auto so good damage वाला
That's going to be Geek Fam collapsing again.
Oh my
Marcel
god.
finds a triple. They move onwards as BTR. They run for the hills and
किन
again,
सोरा प्लेयर ड्यामेज वाला अल्ट हान्दैन यार अर्लीमा
members up and running. They want to target the mid turret. They will get it.
Geek
अतिकै
Fam are
Geek
so
Fam.
clean on the team fight so far. Yes, that was a neutral objective finally in the
सेट को
hands
लागि
of
फ्रेडीले
Nile,
टोन
but
दिन्छ
Geek
यार
Fam
कालियाले
also
हान्छ
the
सेट
catalyst again
ड्यामेज
with
त
the
ड्यामेज
first
पुगेको छैन
time
क्या बिटिआर को
in
साइडलाई
round form. It's as if he knows
त्यही पनि
what
सोकुन
to use, and
पनि
that
सेटै
was
दिन
just locking
खोजिरहेछ
down the Kalea in place because with a Tsunami Slam you want to bring the
यहीको दोस्त राम्रो खेल्छ को हो यहीको दोस्त थियो फेरि
with the Sora mini
मैं बोले
CCs when he gets the stack.
तिमीहरु
Press the
सुनाउनु
ultimate
नि
the
यार
second time. That cloud punch is another thing to deal
यहीको
with.
भाइ खै आज यहीको भाइ आज बिजी छ भन्दै थियो
60% for Bigatron by Vitality. Not much of Geek Fam, at least in that honest prediction, but we do have a special someone over there sitting in the panelist desk. Believing in Geek Fam.
फेदर अफ फेद
In the building.
अब इमानले हाने मात्र हेर गाइस यो गेम
4,000 gold lead, right? Minute number 8. That's a hell
गाह्रो
of
छ
a
नभए बिटिआरलाई
that Geek Fam is currently in. And BTR here, they're catching strays, they're struggling
सबजना
to
गिकको
find
सपोर्ट हो
more fights.
म मात्रै
Now,
बिटिआरको सपोर्ट पो रहेछु त
keep in mind that Kenzie is on his way to towards his third item, which is going to be very dangerous for BTR when they
न यार बिटिआर जानुपर्छ यार फाइनलमा बिटिआर जानुपर्छ प्यारिस
And then Shogun going for the first item War Axe that we mentioned earlier. He's looking for the sustainability, obviously, but he also wants that bit of damage. Because
हान्देलाई
if
मान
no damage, it's Tsunami Slam.
फुल कम्बो
the trigger here. That's
हल्न दे बोलेर
getting all in. Reaching Sandstorm towards the back.
Baloyski!
Trying to hold on, trying to buy time. That's going to be BTR.
He's not
dead.
He's still surviving with Shogun. Fighting along towards the boy. Finally shutting.
ओइ Moreno
In the mix.
उफी
Down on Kenzie.
अति मेरो भाइ
So taken
अति
down by the roamer.
दे 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 अनि अनि अनि
Will be taken down.
मरेनोले सटडाउन पायो अब हान्छ मरेनोले मा
That's a stack for the Skypiercer.
And just
यो हो
like
नि त
that,
बिटिआर
everything turns around.
अति है टिम फाइट
And with that, a Lord
त्यो बलेसीले त एकछिन कत्रो बेर भएको छ क्या त्यो बलै
bought the Skypiercer in the nick of time, gets the first stack. 10 for that Skypiercer, and this is where he gets scary. This is where he can be the catalyst for Bigatron by Vitality. It seemed to be a winning fight, not a winning
Baloy
fight, but a
KO
fight
by
that
Yahiko
could have
tipped
extended
20
to wait
rupees.
for the
Mero
cavalry to back
Dadale
up to
Aja
arrive to
Jitnu
help them.
Honka.
Baloyski
Lakera
took
Rachta
long enough
Honka.
to die.
Go Baloy,
Still
go
fell
Dadagu.
down. With the other members
मेरो
following
दादाले आज जित्नु हुन्छ लेखेर राख्दा हुन्छ गो बलै गो दादा गो हेर पनि राम्रो खेलेको छ बलैले तर थ्याङ्क यू सो मच फर 20 एनपिआर बलैको भाइ
to Bounty now.
There you
and,
go.
Bigatron will feast upon out of build.
हाने BTR गाइस हान्न है यो हो नि त
And right
BTR
with the Sky Piercers.
अनि मजा है
So scary. Because you know how aggressive you can be with the Juicin, but how composed as well. you
फिन
can be.
333
But
मा
it's very,
बसिरहेछ
very safe. Super
फिनले
safe.
इभलाई च्याप्नु पर्यो क्या अनि मजा आउँछ
One with that wishing lantern, so he wants a tad bit of the
फ्लिकर अल्ट हान्दै इभलाई च्याप्नु पर्यो
projectiles
फिनले
and possibly just shredding down the players of Biggest Shot by Vitality.
नाइलले रास भगवान खेल्छ
Biggest
फेरि
Shot have enough damage to go
पुरै
through.
म्याप खोलिदिरहेछ नाइस देखाउँछ फेरि
They will, right? Take a look at the gold already. It's swinging.
रेड गेम त छ
towards the
गिकको
red spots.
इभले लास्ट दुखाउँछ नि रेड गेम
Lord, they're able to claim more structures. And what looked like Geek Fam's game now, it's the map is looking blue. Orange buff.
को थियो
That's gonna be Shogun taken very low, still able to dash out as a boy.
अबे
Pops.
गल भयो सोराको नि अल्दैन
Innovation here, ladies and gentlemen.
गोलिडको त 1k रहेछ
I
BTR को
thought it would be a
1k
straightforward
gold lead
one-sided game for Geek Fam, but no, BTR, they equalize, they neutralize, and now they're on.
फिनले कन्सिल बनाए भर्खर
Hey, Donnie, if you know how to choke, you know how
Concept
to
play
control
हान्छ
a
अब
choke. That's going to be the main philosophy of Bigatron mostly.
मार्सेल हान्छ क्या
At
हो
least they're doing things right now, right? Trying to, again, reassess the lanes, reassign them. So far, Geek, they're on the defense.
मार्सेल हाने मोर्छ मार्सेल ल जिजी भयो बिटिआरले अघि बिटिआरले मिस्टेक गर्यो बिटिआरले मिस्टेक गर्यो बिटिआरले मिस्टेक गर्यो ओ माय गॉड गिग फ्याम
Claiming the double kill as we're
Two
running
deep
with the
BTR.
Crimson Beacon backs away. The left
ठिकै छ लड आएको छैन अहिलेसम्म
The
चिलमा
red
हान्नु पर्यो
robots
बिटिआर
fall, 4 of them, and it's just the
कत्रो डिप
Maestro
हानेको यार बिटिआरले
alone, having to recall and then clear the way. Look at where Nazara is.
Wow.
Deep in the base, and now they can feast on.
यिनी चाहिँ प्रोटेक्ट हान्नु पर्यो मरेन सर
Down bottom will be cleared by Marcel, but that was such a good fight to take the Geek Fam. What? That was under turret, and then I think it was Marcel who waited for the other sword to pop the cloud form, where you can really get that CC going on. And it's a battle of, I'd say, patience.
लड आउँछ 15 सेकेन्डमा
Because you both have the same.
इमान त 0-4-2 मा छ त यार
Who
गाइस
engages
किन हो
first?
यस्तो
Sometimes
केडी
you have
इमान
the advantage if you can get a massive set, 4 players, 5 players. Sometimes it's not, because once you go for that set, the other member can just play beneath that cycle and then go through it. And now, yeah,
They were impatient. They were impatient, right?
yeah.
They were the ones pulling the trigger with Finn, flickering forward. Tsunami Slam launches Marcel, but again, Geek Fam just composed, and now it is still Geek Fam with the advantage. They got the mid inner turret.
And behind that Tsunami Slam, they don't really have a
लेन
burst
प्रेसर
down
छ यार
Donnie.
गेम फ्यामले नाइस लेन प्रेसर
Tsunami
दिइरहेछ
Slam
टपबाट
victim, right?
टप एकजना झर्नुपर्छ बिटिआरले
You have that physical button.
लड ग्याम्बल गर्नुपर्छ होला नभए बिटिआरले गाइस मेक श्योर टु लाइक दिस टु लाइक र सब्स्क्राइब नै हान्नु सबैजना गाइस
Fredrin to a certain extent, yes, with a big bonk, but now it's all about this Lord dance.
It's going to be a very important fight and a Lord contest for both teams.
We Nazara retreat gap.
Just zoning 3 members here.
भ्याउँदैन बिटिआरले भ्याउँदैन टिम फाइट लभली गिक अति खेल्छ गिकले पिन पनि मर्यो क्या जिजी यार रिट्री ग्याप केटा हो अति यार बाक्सियामा रिट्री लगाइदियो
Marcel soaking up everyone there in the front line, and Nazar could go to work with the Lord taken as well. Down bottom, they will secure Kendiski. A Malefic Roar, I believe, a Malefic Gun, sorry, completed. That's gonna be him. Given the chance, given the space to hit from afar. And you don't really have backline access, I would say, from Bigatron by Vitality. Sure, you have the Kalea, but then you want to go for the Claude. Possibly the Eve. The Eve doesn't run the Purify. He runs the Flicker, so he
Fucking the game, guys.
has a way.
Defend gonna guys at BTR.
But if you want to go for the Claude, it's super safe. Now they march into the base. This is still the first Lord. Now let's see. Oh, second Lord, excuse me. So let's see what damage it can deal.
Yeah, the mid turret will be the casualty here so far.
बोलो फिकर हाने बोलेर भर्खर फिन कसले फिकर हाने अबैले फिकर हाने ओ माय गॉड फेट हेर न कालियाको फिकरै हान्दिरा अबैले चिची यार केटा नाले त हिजोदेखि रिट्री ग्याप गएको खाइछ यार ए हैन हिजो त नाजाराले खाएको है
I
त
think he was expecting for a jump to come
नाजाराले आज चाहिँ हाने केटा
so
रिट्री
far away. And that could mean something if Bigatron can look for something, possibly look for the E, because that flicker is now on a timer.
हिजो काइरीले सिकाए जस्तो रिट्री हान्नु रे
You have
ल यार
the tool now, the Kalea. now. Just a
अति भन्छ त केटाहरु
button. Sure. Now Aman is 4 items. Pretty strong to fight. The Harith we can see
लेट्स
throughout the
गो BTR भन्नु पर्यो मेरो
magical
भाइहरु
things that the Harith can do, the magical things that Aman can do. This Harith will go stronger, even stronger by the minute. But as of now, it's Geek Fam's game to win. And they also have pretty good scaling. They have the Eve, the Claude. That shred is always going to be existent.
Friends from Daraz tipped 20 rupees. No first season rookies, no party for the best mid. Laner the give me rookies or I retire by someone.
Completed too. Last item for
Prince from Dorad, no rookie, no first season rookie, no party for the best millionaire. So give me rookies or I retire by someone. कसले भन्यो यस्तो चाहिँ थ्याङ्क यू सो मच है फ्रेन्ड्स फ्रम दराज फ्रेन्ड्सले भन्यो र
Focused on defenses.
थ्याङ्क यू सो मच फर 20 एम्पियर है
Wings are already inbuilt
मार्सेल
within the system as well. Let's see here, purple buff.
उही मार्सेल त के हो 418 छ त यार 418 बलै 412
Expect a big fight.
केडी त गिग फ्यामको साइडको राम्रो छ त यार
Are almost all available.
के गर्छ गाइस यसपालिको लडमा बीटीआर ले
Expect like a big 5v5 right here. Top lane is dealt by Shogun.
Shogun showed, so I think Geek Fam do want to go for this because now
ओए बलै
Marcel
बचाउडा
will be the one to pull the trigger if they want to go for an execution.
नाइल माथि हाल्ला ओ नाइस यार नाइल स्टेप गर्यो
Blazing duet onto his Moreno.
ओए तीनटा रिसोर्स वेस्ट भयो खालिद गल पनि छैन एक पनि छैन कसले पिक भन्यो मार्सेललाई
Engages, that's gonna be Marcel. Taunt.
फिन मर्यो उही टुपुन
Mortality. Take a look at the back. Here comes Marcel.
केही हुन्छ त यार
Disengaging, but seems like it's not gonna be enough. Marcel
Ui,
taken
nice.
down. That's gonna be flicker from
Marcel
Moreno.
मर्यो
He heals back up.
XP for XP ए मर्यो ल जित्यो
But here comes the gold laner and the mid laner, Nazara. Finds a double as it
GG यार गिग फ्याम 1-0 बीटीआर ओ ना यार बीटीआर
towards BTR.
ओ माय गॉड के भयो टिम फाइट यार एकछिन त बीटीआर जित्यो जस्तो लाग्यो यार
And the minions who accompany them, the crystal, wide open.
GG यार गिग फ्याम वेल प्लेड यार फर्स्ट गेम गिगले हाने गाइस
Up here in the lower
3 more game to go
ladies and gentlemen, in the first round.
ड्याम कस्तो टिम फाइट भयो यार एकैचोटि वाइप आउट खाइदिएर
Strike one.
आँखा झिम्मै वाइप आउट
Geek Fam, as they will be the first team
ना यार बीटीआर ओ माय गॉड यति क्लोज आएर हार्यो भने त
7 series Bigatron by Vitality. Left
ए
of the level.
यसको साइडमा यस्तो राम्रो केटी कसो त भन्दै यो केटा हो मलाई बुझाउ
What
त
Geek Fam can bring, and you can see the lucky charm there a bit. Unimpressed, disappointed. Robbie. But man, oh man, that was such a beautiful game.
एकछिन रिप्ले हेर्नु पर्यो है त्यो त के भयो यार एकछिन मलाई यस्तो हेर्छु त गायब रह्यो मलाई
Execution.
Yeah, they want to stun Nile.
या हेर या बलेकोले अल्ट हाने इभले अल्ट हाने अनि क्लडले अल्ट हाने होइन ठिकै थियो यो सबै अल्ट थियो हेर न यताको साइडमा तिनटा अल्ट सिडी त्यही पनि हारे टिम फाइट
Blazing duet onto his Moreno. Just
अनि
intimidating.
अनि सबले अल्ट हान्न खोज्यो अनि रिइन्गेज गर्न खोजेको फिनले फ्लिकर अल्ट हान्छ फिनले तर अफैलाई पकाउनु पर्ने थियो जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई चाहिँ केटा
Reset the lore, they go back. And Ben
Marcel पढ्यो बट
re-engages after the Marcel.
यस्तो क्या मार्सेललाई पकड्यो तर मार्सेललाई बर्स चाहिँ कसले गर्छ मार्सेलले त्यही पनि पकड्यो होइन मार्सेलले अल्ट हान्नु भ्याउँछ क्या
Taunted. Ben loses mortality. Take a look at the back. Here comes Marcel. Just disengaging, but
के भएछ या के हो एकछिन है वेट किन ड्यामेज पुगेन यस्तो राम्रै थियो यार बीटीआरको लागि त के प्रब्लम
Ben
भएछ
loses mortality. Take a look at the back. Here comes Marcel. Just disengaging, but seems like it's not going to be enough. Marcel taken down. That's going to be flicker from Beloy. He heals back up. Both the experience are off the board. Here comes Marcel.
यो के गरेर थाहा बीटीआरले
Ben loses mortality. Take a look at the back.
बीटीआरले हेर है
Marcel.
हेरितको अल्टको बाहिर जुदिरहेको छ सबजना हेरितको अल्टको बाहिर हेरित यहाँ छ होइन अल्ट यहाँ हानेछ हेरित तर 5 जना यहाँ छ
Just disengaging, but seems like it's not going to be enough. Marcel taken
अब
down.
हेरितले हान्नै पाउँदैन उता गयो भने सिडी आउँदैन
Heals back up. Both the experience are off the board. But here comes the gold laner and the mid laner.
केन्जीको
Nazara.
विन्टर क्राउन राम्रो थियो यार
Double as it is going to be a big wipeout towards BTR.
Always good, tapi Mas Mongo. Gimana nih? Datang.
जिजिआर फर्स्ट गेम टु गिग फ्याम है गिग फ्यामले अति क्रेजी खेल्यो गाइस अब नेक्स्ट गेम छिटै स्टार्ट हुन्छ गाइस 2 मिनेट जति तर
Masharap's daddy tipped 20
के
rupees.
नहुने
BTR ABBA playoffs ma no choke. Sidhai International ma choke.
बिटिआर अब प्लेअफमा नोचोक सिधै एकचोटि इन्टरनेसनल गयो भने त यार बिटिआर प्लिज ब्रो प्लिज इन्टरनेसनल जानु पर्यो यार त्यही हो गाइस लेट्स सी भर्खर फर्स्ट गेम हो बेस्ट अफ
Prince from
7 हो
Daraz tipped 20 rupees. No first season rookies, no party for the best Jushin at Moreno. Give me rookies or I retire loudly crying, loudly crying.
नो फर्स्ट सिजन रुकिज नो पार्टी फर द बेस्ट जुसिन मोरेनो गिभ मी रुकिज अर आई रिटायर त्यस्तो भने थियो मोरेनोले ए त्यो मलाई थाहा भएन यार तर राम्रो छ जुसिन मोरेनोको बट आई डोन्ट नो यो गेम के भयो यार यो गेम गिकले लास्ट राम्ररी खेल्दै हो गिकले काउन्टर हाल्यो नि जुसिनको अगेन्स्टमा नभए कहाँ मोरेनोको जुसिनले हिजो कस्तो सेकेको तर गिकले कस्तो राम्रो खेल्यो यार आज प्रिपेयर भएर आएको छ यार किनकि अभियसली प्रिपेयर हुनु परिहाल्छ नि यार केटा एउटा सिरिजले एमएससी जान पाउँछ कि एमएससी जान पाउँछ एमपिएल आइडीमा फाइनलमा पुग्छ ब्रो लास्टै इम्पोर्टेन्ट गेम हो यो त गिक र बिटिआरको लागि अनि एमएससीमा प्राइज पुल हेर अनि एमएससीमा इन्डोको टिम गयो भने लाइक टप 5 त हुन्छ होइन गाइज टप 5 त हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ इन्डोको टिम गयो भने अनि प्राइज पुल नै मलाई पाउँछ यिनीहरूले कति करोडको सो लास्टै इम्पोर्टेन्ट गेम हो गिक र बिटिआरलाई 2-3 करोडको गेम हो भनौँ न यिनीहरूको लागि यो मास्टर त कस्तो 8080 के 8080 भन्छ तिम्रो म्याच कहिले हो 9 बजे हो गाइज 9 हो 9 आजको 9 बजे अनि सुदन सरको च्यानलमा लाइभ हुन्छ त्यही गाइज डिस्कर्ड जोइन गर न म लिङ्कहरू हालिदिएर हुन्छ हाम्रो म्याचमा यो एक्टर जस्तो हेरेको जस्तो हेरेको जस्तो छ को ट्याङ्क जति सेम डेट छ यार इमानको इमानलाई के भयो गाइज यो इमानलाई त म चिन्दिनँ यार इमान त एक्लै क्यारी हान्ने टिम प्लेयर पो हो त यार के भयो यार यो इमानलाई हान्छ कि यार आई स्टिल ट्रस्ट है इमानमाथि त खतरा ओजी प्लेयर हो यार इमान त मलाई केरलासँग केरलाको सँग कम्पिटिसन हान्ने मान्छे यहाँ मलाई गाह्रो पर्दैछ कोसँग म्याच ड्यासहरूसँग जस्तो लाग्यो ड्यासहरूको टिमको नाम के थियो मलाई यादै भएन ड्यासहरूको टिममा जे होस् राम्रो टिम हो राम्रो छ लाइनअप केटाहरूको देयर इज ओन्ली टु इनकम आउटकम देयर इज ओन्ली टु आउटकम इन दिस सिरिज गिकेबल अर बिगेट छो बिगेटरले जहिले प्लेअफमा चोक हान्छ है एक्सपेक्टेसन धेरै हाई छ नि त बिटिआरदेखि त्यही भएर नि अब केही मिस्टेक गरे कि चोक चोक भन्छ उसँग मासारको गेम ड्यासहरूको टिम छ बुट क्याम्पमा छ भने थियो हाम्रो ओपोनेन्टको टिमहरू त्यही सुनेको हेर न लाइभमा थाहा हुन्छ टिमको नाम 9 बजे हो म लिङ्क डिस्कर्डमा हालिदिन्छु डिस्कर्डमा जोइन गर्दा हुन्छ गाइस इलिसियम हो टिमको नाम ओके थ्याङ्क्स यार छु इमानको सट्टा नयाँ गोल्डेनर लिएर बिटिआर इमानको सट्टा खै यार हेरौँ न भर्खर फर्स्ट गेम हो जज गर्न मिल्दैन गाइस फर्स्ट गेम त बिग्रिरहेको छ नि सेकेन्ड गेमदेखि हान्छ नि हान्नु पर्यो है मास्टर अप हुन्छ विल ट्र आवर बेस्ट है हान्नु पर्यो वार्म अप वार्म अप हो फर्स्ट गेम गाइस वार्म अप हुनसक्छ कसले एमबी पायो मार्सल एमबी पायो ओके फर्स्टमा यस्तो ब्लन्डर गरेर नि एमबी पायो केटा नाइस के भयो यार त्यहाँ उता टप लेनको इङ्गेजले बिग्रियो है त्यो कालियाले जुत्यो नि त अबनीको टरेनमै त्योभन्दा अगाडि त बिटिआरको लिड लिइरहेको थियो यार धेरै डिप गयो जस्तो गेम अफ थ्रो भन्न नि मिल्दैन क्या कस्तो मैले त धेरै नै लाइक मिस्टेकहरू मात्रै मार गरेँ जस्तो लाग्यो यार एप्रिसिएट चाहिँ गरेँ जस्तो लागेर चाहिँ म अबदेखि त्यस्तो मिस्टेकहरू केही भन्दिनँ गाइस किनकि मै त्योभन्दा बढी मिस्टेक गर्छु मलाई त लाज लाग्यो अब मिस्टेक भन्न नि लाइक अब म त कम्प्लिट प्लेयर हो अब मिस्टेकहरू नै हेरिन्छ नि धेरै मिस्टेकहरू के भयो के गर्दा राम्रो हुन्छ यस्तो यस्तो अहम्, त्यही अनि लाइफमा चाहिँ त्यस्तो नगर्नु किनकि प्रेसर भइरहन्छ त्यहाँ एक त होइन यतिजना मान्छे अगाडि खेल्नुपर्छ झन् वाचिङ कति हुन्छ एमपिएल आइडीमा मलाई 50 लाख कतिजनाले हेरिरहेको हुन्छ मलाई 1 करोड जतिले त हेरि नै हुन्छ होला टिकटक युट्युबहरू सब जोडेर टोटल वाचिङ सम्झना यो जर्सी डिजाइन कस्तो गरेको राम्ररै बनाएको रहेछ कुन मैले यो लगाएको जर्सी यो त उयो हो नेपालको जर्सी हो स्पोर्ट्सको एच यो के भन्छ एसियन गेममा पनि यही जर्सी हुन्छ सेम त्यो एउटा लोगो एसियन गेम्सको एड हुन्छ नभए त यही हो नेपालको जर्सी हो जर्सी अहिले तिमीहरू जर्सी गिभवे हान्नु पर्ला है मसँग यो जर्सी कति 2-3टा छ यार एउटा जर्सी गिभवे हानिदिनु पर्छ जर्सी यार केटीहरूलाई दिएर सकिँदैन स्मोरेर भर्छ बोलोस्की भर्छ उ त्यो हो क्या नायल हो क्या किनकि नायल भनेको पहिला एक्स गिक फ्यामको जङ्गलर हो एचओके नेपालले पो कमेन्ट गर्यो के हुँदैछ एचओकेको एसियन गेम्समा एचओके नेपाल खतरा खेल्दैछ केटाहरूले एचओके केटाहरूले को हो यो मलाई चाहिँ यही लागेको थियो एचओके टिम त्यही नेपालको जर्सी नि त्यही हो सबै गेमको सेम जर्सी हुन्छ कस्तो हुँदैछ एचओकेले 2-0 हानेको देखिरहेको थिएँ कुन हो कार्जिस्तान हो कि कुन चाहिँ कन्ट्रीले राम्रो यार क्वालिफाई हुन्छ त एसियन गेम्समा स्लो मोड अन यार 20 सेकेन्डमा एउटा म्याच पर्फर्मेन्स हुन्छ के हटाउनु त स्लो मोड धेरै स्प्याम भयो जस्तो लाग्यो त्यही भएर नि यो हालेको हो मैले त्यो नायल त सबको एक्सपायर हो कि क्या हो अनि नायल त प्लेयर हो नि त एउटा सबैको एक्सपायर हाल्छ नि लिक्विड पिएसको कोच चाहिँ यो त होइन हौ लिक्विड पिएसको यस्तो थिएन अनुहार सिङ्गापुरको हो लिक्विड पिएसको कोच इन्टरभ्यू सुन्यो इङ्ग्लिसमा बोल्छ होला सुनौँ न है साँच्ची
Despite getting upper brackets, they lost back-to-back matches.
के भन्दो रहेछ
What do you
कोचले
think was
यसो
missing
सुनिदिउँ
from
न
TLID in the playoffs that they had in the regular season, or
होला
they had in the
टिएलपिएच के होला
practice that you
टिएलआइडीको कुरा भइरहेछ
Yeah, obviously that's very sad for the Cavalry, but I think the patch is the biggest factor. So for me, there are many factors that we will not know, right? But the biggest factors I think will boil down to the fact that whoever adapts to the patch the best will do better in the playoffs. And also, they are a team made up of rookies, right? So I feel like in the regular season it's different because it's more about consistency. Right, but in the playoffs, like every game pressure is so high, and experience is something that you cannot really teach. So unfortunately, sometimes you have to learn it the hard way. And overall, it's still a good season for them, though I feel.
I agree. I agree.
प्याचले गर्दा
You wanna
भन्छ
add something, Coach Aldo?
ओके
Cheon. So again,
एडम गर्न सकेन भन्दा
LBS
खोज्नु
will once again meet Onyx.
बिटिआर कमब्याक और बिटिआर गो ब्याक बिटिआर कमब्याक हो नि केटा
And they're looking pretty strong.
अर्को
right?
फेजको लागि क्वालिफाई हुन्छ फर स्योर
Definitely.
And
राम्रो हो
who is the
क्वालिफाई भयो
strongest
त
objectively if we compare
एमएलबीबाट
the
पनि क्वालिफाई हुन्छ होला
which
एचकेबाट
part
पनि
do you
क्वालिफाई
think is
पब्जीबाट पनि
more
भइहाल्छ होला
interesting?
अभियसली पब्जीबाट त
Which lane, which roles, which player?
I
लिक्विड
think
पिएच अनटचेबल लिक्विड आइडी अनवाचेबल
roles, I would say
कति भन्दा
I would like to believe that my players have slight edge in each of the
Of
role
course.
except for the goal lane, right? No matter what, Teddy is still a rookie,
Yep.
and they have Kelra, who is probably
यति त थाहा भयो कि हामी एचकेमा इन्डिया
player in
भन्दा
the world
गतिलो
top
छौँ
2 or 3, right? So
सही हो त्यसमा सही हो
yeah, so for that we have to see how they
भनेपछि
can
साउथ
pair
एसियामा
up,
नम्बर 1
with
टिम
the team.
नेपालबाट एचकेमा
Yeah, but in terms of everything actually,
Sound range गर न
drafting, macro,
हो
micro
ल
is so close I think with Onyx. So yeah, it's exciting to meet them in Paris.
Exciting indeed.
Extremely. I'm even really excited. But coach, let's say we just throw away honor for
राम्रै हो
just a bit, right?
नेपालमा
We have
अब
our lower bracket finals
सबै
that's
गेममा राम्रो
happening
खेल्यो
right
भने
now
त
between
Coach.
Geek
स्पोर्ट्स
and
नै
BTR. In your
जुनै गेमबाट भयो अहिले
opinion, who do you think is the stronger team and who do you think will be moving forward to the grand finals?
बिटिआर भन्छ अरे यसले यसले बिटिआर भन्छ अरे
My mind says BTR.
Nice!
I feel like BTR. No, I wait. Hold on, Miracle.
Sorry,
Hold on,
sorry.
hold on now. Hold on.
Sorry.
So my mind says BTR because they look better. I would say throughout the regular season, and also in the playoffs so far. But my heart says Geek Fam. Because of
ए
the
भाइ एउटा एन्सर दिन कस्तो
story
हट
that
लाग्यो
they had.
भने
I think
म
this
चाहिँ के
season
लप
is like,
परिरहेछ तेरो
out of all the season that Valoy didn't make it, I think if he make it this season, it will be such a fairy tale. Also because of what they went through. Yeah, and I mean it's pretty fun seeing Miracle crash out. So
Thank you.
let's go, Geek Fam.
Let's go
Oh,
Geek Fam! I agree.
Hey, you know what? Hey, do you think our representatives for MSC later is still the strongest contender to potentially unseat TLPH from the throne, or do you think there's another region that you anticipate more this time?
यस क्वेसन है
I think for sure Indo will be the strongest region, right? It's always so close between Indo and Philippines in internationals. But at the same time, SRG for sure, right? Especially at MSC, they always are in the grand final seems like. So definitely SRG. Also underdogs, I think dark horses will be likely Myanmar, Turkey, and Russia. I guess, yeah.
किरा तिमीलाई एउटा क्वेसन सोध्छु म
I like it.
अब
Yeah,
दि-
I like it. I like it.
दिमागले अर्कै कुरा भनिरहेछ
Coach, before we let
मुटुले
you
अर्कै कुरा
go,
भनिरहेछ नि कस्तो
can
कुरा
you
सुन्दा
give
राम्रो
your
गाइस
score prediction for this lower bracket finals?
के लाग्छ
It's
तिमीहरूको
a best of
सजेसन
7. Do you think it's going to be tight, one-sided?
Based on game one, I think it should be a pretty close series. Let's say 4-3 Geek Fam.
Hey! Hey!
Thank you so much, Coach W.
Thank
Coach.
you so much, Coach.
W. Coach.
Thank you,
Thank you so much,
you.
Coach Aeon.
All right, thank you so
Thank you.
much
Lovely
for your
interview.
time. Hope to see you at MSC.
Thank you.
Bye,
See you
Coach. Thank you
guys.
so
Bye,
much.
Coach.
Listen. If I was Coach Aeon, I'd also say Geek Fam. I wouldn't want to face BTR in internationals either, you know? Of course I'd want to hide, but I agree. Game one, Bigatron sucks.
ल यो त के हो
That sucks, yes.
अति छ त मेरो त
I do agree.
I agree. Yeah,
I do agree.
I agree.
I
गेडाको
like
कुरा
how
रे
you said that.
यो गेडाको कुरा भन्ने अँ अगाडिको सब्सिट्युटको रोमको नाम के हो स्यामुअल चिल मास्टर हो फ्री फायर पब्जीबाट गयो एमएससीमा एमएलबीमा त चान्स नै दियो भने एचकेमा क्वालिफाई गर्यो एचकेमा क्वालिफायर कुन कन्ट्रीसँग हुन्छ र एचकेको नेपालबाट एचकेबाट क्वालिफाई हुनुपर्ने होइन र कि नेपाललाई छुट्टै स्लट होइन र म त नेपाललाई छुट्टै होला सोचेको कसरी कम्पिट गर्नुपर्ने त्यो स्लटको लागि बङ्गलादेश मुटुको कुरा मान्नुपर्छ दिमागको कुरा त म जस्तो दिमाग भएकोले मात्रै मान्छ के हो यो त मा अति कमेन्ट हुन्छ त मुटुले डुबाउँछ हो मुटुले डुबाउँछ अरे केटा अब मुटुले अब खै कि म केही भन्दिनँ भयो धेरै नभनौँ अलवेज ब्रेन कहिले पनि इमोसन बिचमा आउन दिनुहुन्न इफ यु वान्ट टु गो अहेड ओइ अति दिन्छ त फेरि राति गएर यही ब्रो फेरि एक्सँग बोल्दै बस्छ सम्झाए नि एचकेमा बङ्गालीले पिट्छ क्वालिफायर बङ्गालीहरू स्ट्रङ दुई स्लटको लागि हुन्छ कोरिया इटाली बङ्गलादेश मेक्सिको नेपाल किन यति धेरै कन्ट्री हो आमा त दुईटा स्लट रहेछ नि त मेक्सिको कोरिया इटाली कसरी एड भयो अनि यो त युरोपको होइन र इटाली र मेक्सिको त कसरी खेलाउँछ भने सर्भर इस्यु होइन यस्तो हो दिमाग र मुटुमा जुन रोजे नि इफ यु डोन्ट चुज मुटु युल रिग्रेट फर द रेस्ट अफ योर लाइफ ओए म हो कि क्या सरी केटा हो प्लिज यार यिनीहरू त अति मलाई डिप्रेस मैले तिमीहरूले डिप्रेसै पारिदियो म सोध्दिनँ एक क्वेसन हो तलको कुरा सुन्नु पर्यो सानो भाइको कुरा सुन्नुपर्ने नि केटा बुझ्दैन नि मसँग ओनिक पिएस भन्छ टिएन पेजको पर्खायो एमएससीमा ओनिक पिएस त अब नेक्स्ट एमएससीमा आयो मात्रै है आउट बेसको ओनिक पिएस छ ओनिक आइडी भन्नु आउँछ होला एमएससी कहिले एमएससी जुलाईमा हो भाइ जुलाई ए जुन होइन जुलाईमा हो एमएससी सम्झाए नि मेरो अहिलेको ब्यान कतिवटा 6वटामा 5वटा मिलेको थियो यार आइ एम प्राउड अफ इट फेरि सेम ब्यान हुन्छ होला ल्यान्ड हुन्छ नि एक क्वालिफायर पनि ल्यान्ड यसो भए चाहिँ भवानी नेक्स्ट टाइम क्वालिफाई हुन्छ नि एचपीबाट के हो माइक कहिले हो के हो माइक चाहिँ फेरि एमएससी भन्नु खोज्यो होला नि केटाहरूले के टाइप गर्छ बुझ्नै गाह्रो लाग्छ यार पेन पनि चुरोट जस्तो पकाउँछ त मासु चुरोट म चुरोट खान्न यी किन भाउ लाग्यो यार केटा एकछिन ल्यापटप हेरेको थियो मलाई अनि त्यो पछाडि के हो त्यो के लगाइरहेको छ पछाडि वाट द फक चुरोट खान्न हौ म चुरोट अहिलेसम्म लाइफमा एकचोटि पनि खाएको छैन नो क्यापे गाइज ट्रुथ भन्यो भने तिमीहरूले ट्रुथै भन्छु कि गाइज म स्ट्रिममा यस्तो स्ट्रिममा भएर यस्तो भनेन अब खाएको कुरा त खाएको भनिदिइहाल्छु नि म मलाई बाल सुनु भनेर भन्दिनँ मास्टर लर्निङ टु बी कोच अफ नेपाल नेसनल टिम के देखाइरहेको छौ यो What the fuck? यो साउन्ड एकछिन अन गरौँ यिनीहरूले पागल गर्नु
Now, what the heck is going on?
Bro, what the fuck is this,
Do it,
man?
do it.
Come on.
Come on, Robbie.
Whoa! What is that? Oi! That's my goat, by the way. BTR.
Okay.
Whoa! 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 He is a tree. Why is he a tree?
I thought he was gonna do a backflip or something.
Too risky.
Too risky.
Doesn't want to ruin the costume.
Crowd.
Ruin the costume or that face.
Kira wild is the MPL ID.
Also some expensive face paint.
Anyways,
Yeah.
mental, Bigatron.
Even down 1-0 like this.
They're veterans, right? That's the one thing that they actually have over Geek Fam right now.
What's your के हो यो बडी काउन्ट सोध्ने के हो बडी काउन्टको मिनिङ चाहिँ थाहा भएन मलाई
Mentality-wise, I think Bigatron should have the edge. It's just now
यो बुढो वान ट्रिक
to what
किमी हो रे त्यो बुढो वान ट्रिक किमी हो स्ट्रिमर हो ड्याम
your name's not Kyrie.
मसरा जस्तो
Your
छ
name's not Sanford. Your name's
डिजायर अफ मेरो
not
पिल्ला
Sanjay.
लाएर
Okay.
स्म्याश को स्म्याश भन्ने चाहिँ
And
ओ माय
remember who
गॉड
you are.
ब्रो
You're known as the chokers, not the goats. So you gotta
तिमीलाई त
win
मलाई
first, okay? Then you
हेलमा
do
पनि
that.
जग्गा छैन
I mean, I do agree with that. Sticking on what works, especially against, if we recall correctly, right? Remember yesterday, Beginner has played almost, I must say, a clean MLBB except the game 2.
केटा मैले केही खाँदैन
And
जिम
a
जिम
perfect
जाने मान्छेहरूले केही खाँदैन
game
केटा
was
बुझ्यो
on it.
नि
And again, the choke comes in the second game.
Yep.
They need
Uh-huh.
to come back to that. They don't need to, overcomplicate things, picking up the Sora when the Falcon Eye is still open. I think that
बेस्ट अफ 7 हो केटा हो बेस्ट अफ 7 ल लेट्स गो केटा ड्रपिङ पेज
game.
ब्यान्ड भन्छ म जुक्सिन फ्रेया फ्यानी गुनिबर जुक्सिन फ्रेया फ्यानी गुनिबर पोवेस पकिद मार्सल जहिले भनेर बिर्सिन्छ त्यही सेम ब्यान्ड भइरहेछ 4वटा त फर्स्ट गेमको 5वटा सेम ब्यान्ड
Same bad.
फेरि जुसिन्दिल्ला फेरि जुसिन्दिल्ला
So we are going to expect a fan
Very
ban
juicy in the lag,
from Geek Fam.
सेम ब्यान्ड फर्स्ट गेमको सेम ब्यान्ड
Do the prio
अब यताबाट फर्स्ट पिक जुसिन आएको थियो बिटार गएको
Buckshot,
फेरि जुसिन
Claude.
फर्स्ट पिक होला
Yeah, I think.
क्लड आयो फर्स्ट पिक एमालाई क्लडै दियो गाइज
Geek Fam now. A Buckshot and a Jushin.
Back to Juicin. I agree. Back to Juicin.
जुसिन
Because if they don't go for the Juicin, then the Juicin.
जुसिन त फर्स्ट इयर आउँछ होइन अर्को के होला
Yep.
बाक्सिया
In which is a pretty bad matchup. You want to pick up the Juice,
Um,
Buckshot here, and then later just R3, the Harriet. But
बाक्सिया नै
again,
होला
if you have
बाक्सिया नै
a
होला
Buckshot,
गाइज
you have the Juice.
आई थिङ्क बाक्सिया नै
Picking up the Harriet, yeah.
Veteran.
Exactly. Is it too much magic damage?
भनेपछि अब यताबाट आयो बाक्सिया आयो होइन बिटिआरको साइडबाट
R3 Arlot.
बाक्सिया के हुन्छ
Yeah, it could be it. The R3 Arlen we saw just yesterday.
बाक्सिया के हुन्छ
Fun fact, that was the winning hero that Geek Fam used in leg number 2 in the regular season.
बाक्सिया के हुन्छ गाइज बाक्सिया के होला
Zero.
That's true again.
बाक्सिया खाली खाली
By the way, fun fact, in the regular season, Bigatron did not win a single time against Geek. Geek
Yeah.
Fam had their number
It was
through the
2-0.
regular season, right? So That's pretty scary, yo. But also, Bigatron had a good record against Onyx, and Onyx beat Bigatron. So, those don't matter, Anyways, Baksha, just go Baksha, and I'd say...
Baksha or Khalid?
I'd say just keep it Khalid.
Khalid?
Baxia Eve, yes. I think that's
Eve.
the honest
Oh, Eve
answer.
पनि हुन्छ that. Eve, nice, very nice.
Honest answer for just go Arlott here if you're a big fan.
We Arlott होला यार यता केटा हो.
Or Moskov.
But again though,
Arlott के Harith दुईटामा एउटा. Arlott or Harith.
Baxia.
That's why. Oh, wait, maybe they go carry. Nah, they go...
Arlott or Harith हो Harith मैले.
For the
It's a
Harith.
swap in
Yeah.
drafts. It's basically the
Oh
first phase all
my
over.
त्यही
but this
ओइ ड्राफ्ट चेन्ज हेर न पहिला गिक फ्यामको यो थियो अहिले बिटिआर को यो थियो कसम ड्राफ्ट सबै चेन्ज छ यार गाइस
Or are they trying to tutor?
एउटै ड्राफ्ट हो बट
Hold on,
टिम
hold
चाहिँ
on,
डिफरेन्ट
hold on.
भयो क्या
Bigatron banned the Arlet now. Ban it.
Yeah,
यो ड्राफ्ट सेम ड्राफ्टमा नि बिटिआर हारेको रे केटा कस्तो बिल्ला हुन्थ्यो
Trying to ban out the counters to Arlott, maybe the Yuzhong, maybe the what else? Uranus probably is possible.
ब्यान के हुन्छ
So let's see. Are they trying to close out the Arlott counters? Yeah.
Elise ban.
Alice
Okay,
is one of
nice,
it.
nice ban, Elise.
Alice is one of it.
Arlott ब्यान
I think for BDRs it's a no-brainer Arlott ban here. If they don't
Arlott ब्यान
they're borderline trolling, I feel like.
ब्लू र आर्लट आउँछ होला
Yeah, I think I like the glue too. The glue was banned out earlier. as well with
Sunshine,
Atlas, right?
Yeah.
sunshine.
Can be problematic. So, Geek fan.
कालिया
There was an Atlas ban.
Yeah.
Second phase as well.
I think
एटलास ब्यान आउँछ एटलास र
the Arlott with the Yuzhong.
के आर्लट ब्यान आउँछ जस्तो लागिरहेछ मलाई किन हो
I think it's a bait
बिटिआरको साइडबाट
ban from Geek Fam, banning out the Valentina. So it will respond for a Sora ban from BTR, but I think it's a bait though. I really feel like it's a bait.
आर्लट ब्यान आयो
Yes,
के
yes,
दिन्छ एक्सपीमा
they ban out the
एक्सपी र
Arlott.
रोम छ
Atlas though, right? For Geek?
Just go Sora first, no?
Yeah, Sora works.
You ban out the Fallon.
Oh, what the heck? There you go, yeah.
ओके नाइस यार
The Sora ban, but BTR didn't take a bait.
नाइस है कसले हो यार ड्राफ्ट रेडी गरे यार भ्यालेन्ट ब्यान सोह्र लिन्छ न
One.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kind of win other trade,
that
yes.
regard.
This Beloisky guy, man, maybe we can ban him too.
Pretty
yesterday
smart,
I
yeah,
requested
so
Taura
smart.
to be banned. Now I think
Yesterday.
Beloisky needs to get banned.
So smart.
एटलास पिक
The
रोममा
way that they ban out the
रोममा एटलास एक्समा के हुन्छ
That was fantastic.
एक्समा लापु लापु ल
Get a pick.
त्यही हो मेरो प्रेडिक्सन
Arlet or Sora.
Yeah.
लापु लापु र
What are they gonna go for here against the Sora? There's not a lot of picks.
लापु लापु र के भन्यो मैले एटलास
Yuzhong?
Yuzhong against the Frederick.
के हो टोडाको लोगो छ त चेयरमा टोडाको चेयर हो नि त त्यो टोडाकले स्पोन्सर गरेको चेयर हो
Abu.
The pick to go for.
ब्राजिल भन्छ मोरोको हेर्न चाहिँ मजा आउँछ गाइस
Two.
एटलास एन्ड लापु लापु मेरो
They
प्रेडिक्सन
go Kalea here. That's a Gato Kacha waiting for them. So
Ah, yes.
you might have
indeed.
to go lead. It's for mid-Rio. Oh, they take the Atlas. There's
Okay.
not a lot of people to target,
युजङ
by the way.
मलाई मन परेन युजङ
Big
पिक
fan
तर
would go Cho
Or lead.
or Khalid. I think I like
Oh.
Cho a
I
bit
like
more.
Joe.
चाउ
Yes, I do agree that Cho looks better.
बलेसीले चाउ खेल्दैन यार
Yeah.
ब्रो
Dude, that is so risky.
I
Khalid.
think Malloy has learned one thing or two from yesterday. Playing the Atlas against the Khalid, I think he learns a thing or two from Kiwoy.
Can we
Quick
stop him
prediction?
from learning? How do I stop him from learning?
Ban him.
Predictions, I think Bigatron have what it takes though to take the early game.
सम्झना बिर्सना सल ल ल ल
And it's easier
हाने बिटिआर अब
for BTR
लेट्स गो
again.
बिटिआर गाइस गेम 2
Hey,
प्यारिस जानुपर्छ मेरो भाइहरू
Biggie Cho?
हान्नु पर्यो नि यार
not yet, not yet. We don't
Not
call
yet?
it.
Okay. Then. But I still go for Geek.
I guess we don't know.
Us?
Okay, one for Geek Fan, one for BTR. It's all going to come down to the execution in the early stages of the game. Is it a big Baguette-tron
Yes.
game for game number 2, or is it going to be another throw for the bigot chokes?
बिगे
Realize
चोक चाहिँ
Lonnie-
भन्दा यार
Yeah,
आम्मा
Thank you, panelists, and well,
लेट्स गो गाइस गेम 2 कलेज त कसको ड्राफ्ट बेटर लाग्यो तिमीहरूलाई
big.
लेट्स गो गाइस दिस इज म्याच 2 किक भर्सेस बिटिआर
You know,
लेट्स गो
let's see. With the unique picks and that Valentina Sora bait, Geek Fam are able to get themselves a Sora without a Valentina in the room. This is game 2.
फर्स्ट र कममा खेल्दा चाहिँ बिटिआर को अर्ली स्ट्रङ छ
against Geek Fam.
Now let's see, will Geek Fam be able to double their lead right here in
होइन
this
क्या हो
game?
गिक के स्ट्रङ छ
Or
मिडमा
perhaps
त
we might see a retaliation
मिडमा त गिक के
from
स्ट्रङ
the
छ
Red Robots,
ए
equalizing
इमान
it
आयो
here.
खाली दा नाइ
Let's
इमान
witness
इमान नाइ नाइ इमान मरे
Early rotation He's up.
Come on.
Catching him on off guard. And that will be first blood.
Bro, खाली छ यार,
Wow,
rotation आउँछ
they
यार,
knew that
Iman,
Iman had no
please,
flicker.
bro.
And that was the
You are
level
playing
1,
in
so no
Purify,
DMI
bro.
as well.
First kill there,
Get
यत्रो
that
अगाडि
target
किन
of
हो?
Thievery going. And that was such a clean move from Geek Fam. That
Oh my
first blood
God.
goes to Kenziski.
Yeah.
He's able to get going faster. Even opts for the CDR boots. And this time around, it feels like a shift of draft, right? We saw the box in the hands of Geek Fam, now it's in the hands of Bigatron. Hold on a minute.
Actually, way more nice.
Like an early one from Spin. Now claims the kill on a boy.
Okay, okay,
What a
not bad.
great perfect match.
मात्र भाइ यही हो र जोइन गरेछ फर्स्ट टुर्नामेन्ट किन हारेको
Earlier, Beloyski
हो र जोइन गरेछ टुर्नामेन्ट जित्यो त्यो हामीले फर्स्टको
can also abuse the speed of Khalid.
टुर्नामेन्ट त हारेको छैन त
You can see
कुन
the
टुर्नामेन्ट
recap
भनेको
already. Round 2, perhaps Mondo. This time, he is
सेप्टेम्बर
rising.
9 को उत्योवाला एसियन गेम त्यो त त्यो चाहिँ वाला चाहिँ हारेको थियो तर फर्स्ट अफ द टुर्नामेन्ट त जितेको थियो
Faster cycles in terms of the resources and spells and
त्यो एसियन गेम्स हो एउटा हारेको गाइस
Steve is actually very needy of that resource, but there was a another emblem, a talent of a boy there that would boast his tankiness because he knows he's gonna get bursted and dove upon, but there is no contest towards the neutral objective of Geek Fam. Now they want to go for something, and I think the panel pointed it out. This Atlas, it's quite hard for you to look for a target because most of it are.
Policy को macro नाम हो गया micro भन्दा
is
धेरै
at an all-time high for Geek.
अवेको
Now with the perfect match here, forces
नाइलले अति सेक्टर गेरा हो
Beloyski, Turan hold on, that's Marcel displacing Niall. That's going to Niall now off the board. Take a look at Finn, out of position, and Marcel.
Marcel Bachu! Oh my god, यार
For the Geeks now, Nazara finds a big shot onto his Shogun. Still able to disable.
मार्शल बाजु किन्जीले 2 किल पायो ल अब पुरा हानेको यार यत्रो
HP over there and Kenziski 3 and this is a dream start for
My
the
god, guys, तनाव लाग्यो मलाई
Get
एकरा
this hero online as soon as possible to feel the damage slowly creeping in. And again, who
Fiend
do you
Bolt
wanna
आयो
go for as Finn here? Possibly a boy, possibly Kenziski, but both want Spirify.
Yeah.
At least you have Chase in the Yuzong, so that you can gap close to the Juicin, gap close to the Harith possibly, and then get those kills. But you gotta time it perfectly. And so far we have seen the power of that, in which Shogun was just going
कसले पायो
with a black
नाजाराले पायो
I
यो ट्रिगर मा
think it was still Nazara. And
फार्म लिड त छ उही मा 1100 को गोल्ड लिड छ गोल्डनमा
it's a War Axe loading for the Yuzong.
होल्ड गयो केन्जीको
Bobbing and weaving around, so I think
Shogun,
Atlas
all done,
wants
all
to
done, all
choose
done.
his targets.
This is going to be the call here. Former
Also,
Maverick
Nezha
goes
bichara
to
hai.
dive Shogun, taking a lot of crowd
No
control.
ult,
A
no
boy
ult.
secures the
Ult is
kill.
a Shogun को
And the 2v1 top
बोल्ला आयो Shogun को ult
responded with a 4v1 buy. It actually comes to fruition for the Geeks.
That is beautiful. A beautiful gank. Ganking a Yuzong who we think is one of the better
Total त आयो
about playing a gank.
सबैको रिसोर्स त बिटिआर को साइडमा
But hey, that's
5v5 पर्छ टोटलमा फाइट
And now they set their eyes on this neutral objective. Nazar so far
नाइल को लेभल अवेट रहेछ पाए टोटल पाए फ्री टोटल बिटिआरले
with the perfect match to zone out things and
उही एकछिन त मेरो मुटु दुखिरहेको यार
able to get the
Nazar आएको
turtle.
थियो
Now 2 items with the glowing one and the curse helmet.
नाइलले
With the glowing one,
बाक्सेको फार्म चाहिँ
add
धेरै
more,
छिटो हुन्छ
add
फ्रेडिन
more.
भन्दा त्यही चाहिँ
Oh,
एडभान्टेज
and
छ
we do have a pause. Is this the first ever in the playoffs?
No, we saw a pause before.
Is it the
this
Melissa
one.
pause or a different one?
No, it was in game as well, I believe. And
Ah.
yeah, and ladies
Get
and
up,
gentlemen,
pause,
we
man.
can just recap here. Geek fam, they, I guess they know that we don't have to force a contest towards the neutral objective because they're ahead in gold, and you do not want to take a risk,
Yep.
right? An unnecessary risk. But then again, you gotta respond.
अब कसलाई केटीहरू हेर्नु मन लाग्यो होइन पजमा हेर है मजाले
They're aiming for.
Because the turnaround potential coming in from Bigatron is actually quite
मजाले फोन
quite
गर्नु
solid. It is very evident as well, in which you can see, you know, they still have those resources playing behind a cycle. The Black Dragon form, the RWM, these things might win the fight for Bigatron, but Geek Fam so far are able to lay
Bigatron.
it down to perfect inches.
Quick gun
And so
break
far
ले
they're able to get the kills, that was usual objective as well. And I wonder how
We
hard
want
this game will
this.
go as
We
we get
want
to
it.
the mid game, to the late game for the Atlas. Again, that's going to be the main
Pogi to ni ho kya hai ta?
that, you know,
मुन्टनले यसलाई हेरेर पगि त बनाला
Geek fan, considering they want that
नत्र
lane
7
control,
के सब
considering
पुग्न
they
लाग्यो
want that
7
fast
हो
catch.
के हैन हो 6 के हो
But hey,
मेरो मोडरेटर त भाग्ने खाइरहेछ
two safe heroes to run Purify. I think
बे
that's
कहिले गर्ने
something
मास्टर
that
अब एउटा
Purify safely.
संस्कारी
Fusion
केटी
2
भेटेছি
with the Crimson Beacon, it's super safe. So I don't think it'll be much of a problem. It becomes a problem for Bigatron if like you go in.
एउटा
It's almost like a
संस्कारी
Tsunami Slam.
सोझी
You
केटीलाई
go in for a 4-man
घर
deadly
भित्राउनु
damage,
पर्छ
but then that's a Sora with the Cloud form. And then you want to bring it to your team. And, you know, it's a double-edged sword now for Bigatron. But hey, look at the fans in the building. Jeffin is not there, but at least he can be proud of him.
Here's the thing, right? Sheffin yesterday,
Yep.
because of his calls, because of his, you know,
Yes!
cheers,
He is the talisman.
a lot of geeks today
Yeah.
showed
केटा
up.
6000
right? And I
सब्स्क्राइबर
feel
गइदिउँ न
like
यार
Sheffin
सब
is
शेयरहरु गर न
the
स्ट्रिम
leader
गाइस
of a community, of the
प्लिज यार केटा
community here at
प्लिज
least
प्लिज
in the
ब्रदर
playoffs.
He's the
प्लिज
president of the Geek community.
Practically, right?
Hey,
So
hey, let's ask Jeffin if he has the Geek fam
र यसको
socks.
केटा गेम स्टार्ट भयो गेम जान्नु
He has. Mirko's wearing one
not
though.
just yet, not
सब्स्क्राइबर
just
नै
yet.
बढ्दैन हो गुल्ला जस्तो के हो
But yeah, let's just jump into the Lanadon back here, folks. Minute 5 here.
Oh.
Again, Geek Fam, they're holding the gold. And BTR, they're holding the newts. That's going to be an attempt to the bottom side. And Marcel, great
on.
in place. That's going to be the
Marcel.
shifting ball. Oh my goodness, under the turret. That's an outplay from the lethal Marcel. Top lane, back action, Nazara.
Oh my god, BTR. Oh my god.
BTR, they're down.
Lethal L again. He's not
Nah,
stuck
yeah,
there with them.
please, bro.
They were stuck there with him.
Wow.
Getting the outplay.
यता नि मर्यो उता नि मर्यो Oh my god, brother. Oh my.
And then just gunning, punching down.
Man.
Niall. And now Shogun down bottom too.
Black Dragon for defensively used.
Alternate
Shogun
guys
is
to
able
one.
to relocate to a safer place, but
We are cooked,
it's
guys. We are
just
cooked.
Geek Fam with the
Geek family लाने भयो केटा
already secured now. They're eyeing for bot as BTR. Their movement
Geek Fam
is definitely restricted.
Quite amusing
किन
to see
कसरी
Marcel
हारिरहेको छ यार
punch,
BTR
He can still find heroes that punch, right? He wants to keep on punching. That's gonna be the Sora with the cloud form. But now Bigatron by Vitality. They need to look, I think, for an individual pick-off. I think we saw
टोटल आइरहेको छ टोटल फ्री टोटल हो
Oh, the Atlas. There you go. Soloisky will be fine though. Only burning a
टोटल
frame.
पाउँदैन यिनीहरू ढुक्क
I think
एटलस पनि
try
अल्छ
to
नि युज
follow
गर्नुपर्ने अल्छ छैन
through an individual pick-off
Geekले लग्छ टोटल
with the fatal links. That really helps the Atlas a lot in terms of just getting kills, because now they really need the gold. And so far, Geek Fam are in high tempo. They have control of almost everything. And you see Finn buying the Dominance Ice as the first item up top. Aman is heavily bullied by Kenziski. And by not only Kenziski though, by the entirety of Geek Fam. He's not given time and space to play. And now I think they can only bank on him to just keep on farming, get this item straight, and then look for a possible set. Which again, always revolves around a hero like Atlas. You gotta play with a big set, with a big engage, but then Geek Fam has Marcel, right?
मरेनो बच्चा मलाई मरेनो
Very, very good for Geek Fam.
मरेनो
They
कमन
step
मरेनो मेरो भाइ
into the
तै हो
territory
BTR को आखिरी
zone
आस
of Bigatron by Vitality.
Oh, similar approach from Geek Fam in game 1, right? Minute 8, they're controlling. They got the map control. They got the gold lead as well. But remember what happened in game 1. BTR were able to at least find an equalizer for a bit. Now let's see if Geek Fam continues that trend here. Or perhaps a more composed approach here in the second game where it's more straightforward. BTR, they're still catching space, struggling to find connections here.
Yep. There's not much action as well. Excuse me for that. When you take a
क्लीन
look at
स्वीप
this,
भयो किकबाट
gank spawn, down
फेरि
forward.
फाइन फेरि फाइन
Through my pop, that's gonna be Kenzie.
मार्न मार्न नाइस वान वान मेरो भाइ तै हो फिलिपिनको ब्लड देखाइदियो फिलिपिन्सको ब्लड देखाइदियो
Will be a kill for Amon.
ठिक छ ठिक छ ठिक छ
Shut
ठिक छ
down for Iman as well. That's gonna be a bounty
ओ
loaded
शट
up
डाउन
to
पनि पायो अरे
Iman.
मैले नाइस
The
नाइस
bonus half completed too. He's gonna go for the last
Come on,
item
मेरो भाइ
in sight. So at least that's
धेरै
something
गेम
for Bigatron by Vitality to get
फिलिपिनोको
this.
प्लेयर पो हो त
Get the kills, get the shutdown, get the bounties. One to a boy, to Kenzie, to Nazara, to Marcel. Anyone you know, these little kills rack up. Item build by Dunia Games. Queen Swing already for Marcel. He's gonna look for that damage reduction plus the survivability when he drops down. And look at that item from a boy. He's gonna go Sky Piercer. So hey,
Probably going
he's
to
gonna add insult to injury if he is able to station himself in a particular spot where it is very viable for him to play. Holy Crystal completed by
You don't be class
Kenziski,
channel, man,
65,
again.
by the way. So he is confident. He doesn't need the feather of the.
What the fuck, Nile? Kiन यसरी?
A lot of power spikes.
All going Nile.
in the Geek Fam's equipment.
Free turtle होला, free turtle होला Geek लाई.
Now, let's see if
Geek ले अब engage गर्छ.
translate towards a
Nile
fight
गर्छ
here.
त्यो.
Instantly, ladling on towards Lazana. That's a three-man talk. Oh, and then
Lazara मर्यो.
the
एकछिन.
lead, though. Voloisky now isolated.
Wait,
Zoning
जित्छ
out
बिटिया रे.
Marcel, zoning out the back. But Finn is going to be
Good
falling
jitte.
in the process. Marcel finds one, but now finds the trade. Take a look at Kenzie. He's free hitting alongside a boy. A stack. 2 stacks added here.
Casing.
Already towards the Zushin now. Amon will have time to recall. But that fight goes to Geeks.
तर ठिकै छ बिटिआरलाई राम्रो छ बिटिआर हारेर आएको गेममा यतिको ट्रेड लिनु भने ठिकै हो मिडको रयर नै पायो नाइस 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 त्यो एउटा जुसीले स्ट्याक पायो त्यो चाहिँ हल्का ल्याङ हुन सक्छ
Added damage, and then the entire Geek Fam team collapsed on Bigatron. And Kenziski always looming in the darkness, but that was actually a boy getting 2 stacks with the Sky Piercer. Now we go back for round 2.
ओ नाइ टर्न गयो नि फेरि लर्ड गयो लर्ड त्यो बोलेलाई मार्न केटा हो बोलेलाई मार्न नाइन नाइस नाइस अते मा इमान ताते अनि बिटिआर इज द बैक अफ द गेम बेटी लेट्स गो गाइस लेट्स गो
In the crevices of the river, and he gets.
अब आयो नि त बिटिआर को फर्म
Nonetheless, and now the
अब
Lord
सेक्छ
in the
बिटिआर ले
hands of Bigatron by Vitality. It turns around for Bigatron, and now they want to look for the siege. Still the first Lord, but at least you can get a few structures and the Holy Shield.
The Holy Shield is already triggered in mid lane, hence the mid turret taken down here easily by the Red Robots. Now, do they go for more bottom? The Holy Shield taken and triggered as Geek Fam will focus on.
इमान ताते अब हान्छ इमानले
They have to play it slow. They have to learn from their mistakes. And it's still the first Lord as well. So you can't expect much from it. But Geek Fam now
Ui,
losing
Iman
so much
damage.
control.
Iman
And Man,
damage.
it's cutting down Marcel. That Claude is starting to sting. And now Bigatron by Vitality have cruise control, at least so far. But Geek Fam still has the resources. I think that was Baloisky in that Lord fight. He wanted to zone out 2 players, but then he fell down too quickly. And then Bigatron could collapse.
तर रिमुभ स्लो मोड रे स्लो मोड हटाइदिउँ केटा हो के हो स्प्याम हान्न पाएन क्या राले तिमीहरू भने हटाइदिउँ भने हटाइदिन्छ स्लो मोड
So yeah, they need again a saving grace, a massive set possibly from Marcel. I just hope that Kenziski can just carry the fight after the cycle ends for Bigatron.
Boy, oh boy, again, boys and girls.
Ice Queen.
We got a game on our hands, and that's again just the 2 ones plus the Sky Piercer for a boy. Slowly but surely here, you know, Amon is starting to stink. Trinity already in stack, and he added a malefic gun as well.
Yeah. So we can hit from
बोले
afar.
फिनाइ मोरे बोले नाइस
Takes the kill. Take a look at Amon.
नाजरा उई
Positioning already.
Ui.
Real worm population
Ui.
will immobilize Nazara.
नाजरा
for a
मोरेला
bit.
उई नाइस यार
Combination of the fatalities and Amon.
मार्सल
He's
बात
able to
जरा
take Nazara
केन्जी मोरे नि त
down.
अरे लभली
Amon
एमान मेनियाक ब्रो
Maniac.
ताते मेरो भाइ
There.
स्याभेज दे त्यसलाई
In game number 2.
त्यसलाई स्याभेज चाहिन्छ त्यसलाई गेम सकाउनु छ इमानलाई
Wow, the Red Raider shows
यो हो
up
नि
big
त
time.
फिलिपिनो ब्लड
And updates the software of the Red Robots now. It's just Marcel.
ओइ मिनी नाय तर नाइ
alongside
मिनी नाय
Baloisky.
मिनी नाय मिनी नाय मिनी नाय
Can
नाय
they
इन हुँदैन केटा इन हुँदैन
To clear the
Ino
way.
dera.
Luckily, the wave is coming.
Bolele maar.
Taking a lot of heat to Red
उइ
Robots.
अति राम्रो थियो
To its death.
बर्डको लिड अरे नाइस वान बिटिआर अब लर्ड क्लीन लर्ड फार्डेनको पाइसक्यो
Far lane.
Eman. When you thought he was down under and he was out, he's not. He's always there, haunting the players of Geek Fam. And now he buys a winner crown, adding more layers of safety net, and then potentially also an outplay angle where you can find. And he's the one just running on the
यो नि त केटा बिटिआर आइसक्यो गेममा
possibly bait something from Geek Fam. But the waves now.
ओइ फार्लेन छ है बिस्तारै खेल्यो त बिटिआरले
At least
जहिले
for the
यति बेलै
ones
मिस्टेक गर्छ
top
बिटिआरले
laners, mid, down
हल्का
bottom,
चिलमा
using
बिटिआर
Power Minion will do heavy
बटमा
lifting.
गिगलाई प्रेसर
Big
हुन्छ
shot by Vitality. And Finn,
Wow.
in the back, just looking
Boleh
for
lah ni tu.
something.
They just want to delete a member, and that's going to be Valoisky.
बलले मर्यो ना भ्याउँछु भ्याउँछु भ्याउँछु
Marcel on Iman.
Iman?
Valoisky buying time. Take a look at Marcel.
ऊ
That's
यो
a
हो नि त भाइ
1v1
विन्टर
next
कर्ली
to
तँलाई
the
बचाउँछ
Dennis.
क्या
When it's a 1v1 under the
धन्न
Lord. And Iman finds it. Kenzie, pops
केन्जिला मार केन्जिला मार केन्जिला मार
looking to provide the damage for his team, but seems like BTR, they are
lovely.
not phased.
सकेला
And
गेम
that
सक्यो गेम
will be
सक्यो
3 members of Geek fam deleted.
The killing machine again online. And now they
ऊ
want
भाइ
to
चाहिँ अवेर
avoid this
नाचरा
push of
मिनिना इन हुँदैन होला यार
Best of wave clears. Can they hold this one?
इन हुँदैन यार इन हुँदैन इन हुँदैन
Here
इन हुँदैन
as well.
इन हुँदैन केटा हो
Now a boy trying to provide damage, but Nazada is too tanky.
बोलायो
Down and beat
गेममा
it
इन
off.
भयो नाइस
Have a
भन
wide
यार
open
कत्रो
win,
गेम बोलेको
ladies
यार
and gentlemen. In game number 2,
BTR bro,
Red
let's
Robots, they
go.
responded. It is 1-1.
1-1 है अति म्याच पर्छ
The red robots in
Damn
unison
कम ब्याक हान्दिर
gets game
Let's go, let's go.
2 after what was a disastrous
Few more game to go.
early mid-game, but that won a single play from none other than the Red Raider Emaniac.
GG यार नाइस गेम
Wow, Bigatron by Vitality. They refuse to
धन्न
surrender
धन्न
this
मिठो
time
हान्दा यार
around.
लेट गेममा त
They refuse to give game 2 to Geek Fam. We have a series in our hands.
As expected, folks.
लेट्स गो
As expected. They will fight back, and Geek Fam this time, they will have to adjust more entering game 3. Shout out
Slow
to
mode
the
कम गर्नु हो
in the building, and wow, that's a cartwheel right there.
10 सेकेन्ड राखिदिन्छु नि त
Finally, the Lucky Charm is able to witness the miracles he's bringing into the Velodrome. And the troopers are up on their feet. But man, the Claude.
The Claude.
When you're given 2 items, when you're given time and space, because Iman was the target of operation by Geek Fam ever since the early game. They knew, okay, he's gonna run Purify. That's still level 1, first blood for kids. A 3-0 Harith in the early game, struggling. When it hit the
10 सेकेन्ड आएछ केटा लेट्स गो है बिटिआरले दियो है गेम
the Claude was on fire. Iman. But also the collective efforts of Bigatron, I'd say. The damage that Moreno was able to bring in. And Finn, after knowing that all the resources has been burnt, he comes in clutch with the
अति भयो यार यो गेम तर
lifts off the players. And as well Shogun with the zoning. Beautiful showing from Bigatron by Vitality, and Geek Fam couldn't do nothing about it. Because at face value, if you take a look at this, the wave clear, the high ground defense, anti-sieging things, not the best from them, possibly only the Herod. And then you can see how Bigatron just charged forward. And one thing I loved is that they didn't stop. When they knew they had the upper hand, they didn't
ल
they
10 सेकेन्डको छ है केटा अब चाहिँ
Geek Fam breathing space.
के लाग्छ गाइस को जान्छ प्यारिस यो हो नि त 1-1 भए पो मजा आउँछ त हेर्न यार 2-0 भए त मलाई
Claude
बिटिआर त फुल डिमोटिभेट नै हुन्थ्यो यार हिमालय लास्टमा मिठो खेल्दै यार केटा हो
was just hope for a
नाइस
better
खेल्दै
game.
यार
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to
फाइनली
go
यार
into the panelists. What do you
प्लेअफमा बिटिआरले गिग फ्यामले एकचोटि पनि जितेको छैन क्या अहिलेसम्म कहिले पनि जितेकै छैन क्या दुईचोटि प्लेअफ भएको छ होइन बिटिआर र गिगको एकचोटि जितेको छैन मिर्कले के भन्छ सुनिदिउँ न आमामा यो त पुरै खुसी छ
What are
त
you wearing?
It's a Bigatron cap. And Bigatron socks.
अरे यो
Is the tie from BTR too? No.
No,
Oh, okay.
got that off of an online store.
Okay. Thought you got the full BTR drip, but Miracle BTR came back game number 2. What did you think about that game?
Bigatron still socks. Because that was an
बिगेर
early
स्टिल
game
सक्स रे
win.
ओमा
Should have been an early
It's
game
a
win.
wild
What are you
race,
doing? Hey, wake up, bro. What is that, Niall? What, you diving a Sora? Hello? Okay, but like, man, the early game was super botched. They had a level lead, and Baksha, man.
यो त वाच पार्टी
Oh,
फर्ममा
no,
आयो
no,
त
it's Baksha, man. He tells me, Baksha, when you have a lead, level 5 to level 3, how do you lose early game? Niall shows us the possible. He makes the impossible become possible in 2 ways. I don't know how that was such a bad early game.
Because I think, again though, Geek Fam, Polo is very smart. He knows the Claude has to purify. Always gonna up the first kill. So and then he's trading with the pirate. So again with the Khalid, you have more mobility, so much early game damage. Just went up to say, "Hey, hi,
त्यो
Eman," and then
त्यो डिसिजन
kill
त राम्रो
first
राम्रो छ यार
blood.
बलेको
And then
सिधै गएर गोल्डनमा
by doing that,
क्लडको
the Freddy
पेरिफाई
was
भएर
gonna get punished by the box here. So that's why there's a trade off. But again,
We won
President
this.
still the
We
over
won this. एक मिनट
extension
हान्दिमे
in the
मासुराले दिनमा कतिचोटि हस्तमैथुन गर्छ के हो हस्तमैथुन यार कुन कुन वर्ड निकाल्छौ तिमीहरूले यार जिन्दगी नसुनेको वर्ड निकाल्छौ त यार थाहा भएन यार मलाई के हो त्यो भने लेन्स हाए किन खेल्दैन आजकल लेन्स त खेलेर हुन्छ बट हाया चाहिँ त्यो खेल्दैन अहिले तर इन्डो टिमहरू अर्ली लिड हान्दा नि हार्दा पिएचहरूले क्लिन हानिदिन्छ के यस्तो अब पिएचहरूले अर्ली लिड लियो भने अर्लीमै गेम सकाइदिन्छ यस्तो कमब्याक त हुँदैन कमब्याक भएको राम्रो हो भन्छु म चाहिँ यार किनकि कमब्याकै भएन त अर्ली गेम जसले जित्छ त्यसले जित्छ लेट गेम सो कमब्याक भएको चाहिँ राम्रै हो भनौँ न केटा थर्ड गेम पनि जित्छ त यार थर्ड गेम कसले जित्छ चाहिँ गाइस के लाग्छ हो हिजो अरू र ग्लेजरलाई को यार डिस्कर्डमा आएर ढुट्टो भनिदिएर गयो लेफ्ट हानिन्छ त I am Talmadek Ravi from TLAB. I will live in New York, changing codes and taxing other for here we comment. हेल्प पर्दैन सानोमा मास्टर पर्छ नि गाइस हेल्थ सब्जेक्ट त फेभरेट हो नि घरको सम्पर्क म यस्तो कुरा जान्दा नि गरेर तिमीहरू त देखको त्यही गर्छ त हौ थत् सम्झना बिर्सन ल केटा थर्ड गेम हेरौँ है यार आज त के हो लामो हुन्छ है क्या हो बेस्ट अफ सेभेनसम्म पुग्छ जस्तो आज 9 बजे गेम पनि छ यार मलाई कस्तो झ्याउ लागिसक्यो हौ लामो त्यो भएर चाहिँ पिएच हुन इन्डोले कमब्याक हान्न सक्दैन पिएच हल्का धेरै नै लाइक राम्रो खेल्छ भनौँ न धेरै नै स्क्रिममा त त्यस्तो राम्रो खेल्दैन भनेर सुनेको थिएँ बट टुर्नामेन्टमा के डिफ्रेन्ट खेल्छ इन्डो एमा एमबिपी आइसक्यो केटा फिलिपिनो ब्लड ब्याक अन ट्र्याक फाइनल एमबिपी हाने अर्ली यस्तो बिग्रेर पनि एमबिपी हाने नाइस वान नाइस वान तर यो गेम फिनको एटलास अति मिठो छ यार त्यसले पनि डिजर्भ गर्छ यार प्राइस त्यही केटा म त्यस्तो गर्दिनँ हो केटा अब जिमरहरूले गर्दैन त्यस्तो डोला वर्ड थाहा छ डोला वर्ड के हो डोला वर्ड भने ओइ इमान कसरी एमबिपी फिन हुनुपर्ने अब मेनियाक हानेर होला नि त एमबिपी पाएको बालेन भर्सेस काइरी के भन्छ बालेन सम्झना कति इयर्स भयो मास्टर अफ सर्जी गेम खेलेको म 5-6 इयर्स भइसक्यो यार गेम खेलेको 500 वर्ष भइसक्यो गाइस अनिकले सक्छ होला टियर पेजलाई पहिला जस्तो लेटमा कमब्याक अस्तिको हिजोको होल्ड त राम्रै थियो अब त्यसरी त्यही हिसाबले खेल्यो भने सक्छ बट टियर पेज त्यस्तो मिस्टेक गर्दैन नि त यसपालि क्लिन खेल्न आउँछ केटा डिस्काउन्ट जोइन हाल्नु यार 5 जना पुगेको डिस्काउन्टमा अथवा स्लो मोडहरू अन सब हालिदिन्छु स्लो मोड 10 सेकेन्डको छ यार गाइस स्लो मोड 10 सेकेन्ड पनि तिमीहरू सक्दैन वाट द फक कति टाइप हान्नु पर्यो तिमीहरूले 10 सेकेन्ड अरे केटा 10 सेकेन्ड टाइप गर अनि ब्रेक लिनु हल्का हातलाई पनि यसो ब्रेक देऊ मायाको डोर मात्र मैले आज 6 हाँस्छ अरे यार यस्तो गर्नु नै केटा तिमीहरूले हल्का मोटिभेसन दिन्छ केटा हो तिमीहरूको आइडल चाहिँ छ नि रोनाल्डो हुनुपर्छ नि रोनाल्डोको मोटिभेसन सुने क्या जहिले इन माई माइन्ड आम अलवेज द बेस्ट क्या अनि तिमीहरू मोटिभेट हुन्छ क्या जहिले एभ्री टाइम बुझ्यो नि तिमीहरूको के आइडल मेसी हो त्यही भएर यस्तो होला नि त जिस्केको फेरि मेसीको फ्यान रिसाइहाल्छ क्या फेरि Why Saver and Kerala swipe? Maybe Kerala wants to play in MPL ID with Onyx. डिस्कर्ड नचलाउने म तिम्रो लागि भनेर डाउनलोड गरेको छु लभली है सन्देश छेत्री ब्रो यतिको सपोर्ट हाने भए त यार अति मजा हुन्छ नि सम्झाए नि बुझाए नि तिमीहरू पनि जो डिस्कर्ड डाउनलोड गर्दैन डिस्कर्ड छैन डिस्कर्ड डाउनलोड गरेर क्या पछि रिग्रेट हुँदैन क्या मेरोमा डिस्कर्ड किन छैन भनेर डिस्कर्ड यस्तो युजफुल एप हो गेम खेल्दाखेरि भिसी भनेको गेमको भिसी भन्दा डिस्कर्डमा बस्ने होइन अनि डिस्कर्डमा सर्भरहरूमा अनर्समेन्टहरू आइरहेको हुन्छ सो डिस्कर्ड डाउनलोड गर्दा हुन्छ कसको छैन ब्राजिल भर्सेस मोरोको मजा आउँछ म्याच होइन अफ्रिकनको सबभन्दा खतरनाक टिम मोरोको तर यसपालि फर्स्ट गेम नेमार खेल्दैन भन्ने कुरा थियो के हो नेमार कति इन्जर्ड भइरह हो यार वर्ल्ड कप अगाडि कि त ब्रेक लिनु कसरी इन्जर्ड हुन्छ यार वर्ल्ड कप अगाडि चाहिँ इन्जर्ड हुन्छ भने कि अगाडिको म्याचहरू नखेल्नु वार्मअप गर्दै बस्नु नेमारलाई हेड गऱ्यो भने बट धेरै टाइम इन्जर्ड नै देख्छु नेमारलाई हल्का ठुलो म्याचेसहरूको लागि त बस्नु पर्यो नि रेडी वर्ल्ड कप भनेको 4 वर्षमा एकचोटि आउने हो। Asta also has it benefit my master of biceps or के भन्छ गाइज इन्स्टल डिस्टेन्स जोइन मास्टर डिस्कर्ड त्यही त गाइज डिस्कर्ड जोइनहरूमा डिस्कर्ड सर्भर जोइनहरूमै जहिले डिस्कर्डमा धेरैजना मान्छेहरू छ प्लेयरहरू छ यसो यसो एक्टिभ हुन्छ नि हल्का कम्युनिटी पनि सो डिस्कर्ड पनि जोइन गरौँ है गाइज सबै अपडेटहरू डिस्कर्डमा आएर हुन्छ कतिजना मान्छे भएछ डिस्कर्डमा एक लट चेक हान्नुमै घेर 326 लभले वेलकम मिकी आज को आएको छ हेर्छु है त म आज आज को आज जुन कति आज जुन 30 होइन जुन 30 सुरुमा आएको छ हाइजे त्यसपछि लाक्पा लामा 67 अनि माइकी अनि कायोङ तामाङ के बनकाय बोल्ट जना आज जोइन गरेको छ डिस्कर्ड सर्भर कति गोल्स होला प्रेडिक्ट ब्राजिल भर्सेस मोरोकोले त एक हान्छ जस्तो लागिरहेको छ मलाई केटा मेबी 3-1 3-1 ब्राजिल 3-1 वर्ल्ड कप अगाडि होइन नेमार रेगुलर इन्जुरी प्रोन नै छ धेरै जस्तो इन्जर्ड नै खै के हो म बुझेको छु मेरो ओइ जस्ट सब्सक्राइब पनि नोटिफिकेसन आउँछ ए सब्सक्राइब हान्मै केटा हो यसो 6000 पुगेको थियो यार थ्याङ्क यू सो मच रिया न्यू पाने सब्सक्राइब हानेर इन्टरभ्यू त सुन्न त मन थिएन त्यही पनि यसो साउन्ड सुनौँ न
Seneng banget nih, kayak nyaman banget ya duduk di sini. Betul. Pegal. Terus pas posisinya bisa lihat kanan, kiri, cowok ganteng bener banget.
Matanya ya. Tapi boleh kenalan dulu dong, ini Bude ngobrol sama siapa dan
Boleh.
dari mana?
Aku namanya Nadine dari Jakarta Selatan, Tebet.
Oh, nomor rumah sekalian? Oh, enggak. Cukup. Lalu?
Aku Friska.
Kak Nadine, Kak Friska, sama-sama dari Jaksel.
Ya, ya.
Teman mabar nih kayaknya ya.
Sering tapi ya gitu deh.
Oke, yang pojok siapa?
Runa
Kalau
Bante
aku aja,
kahile
aku juga dari
Terakhir
Jaksel.
asa-asu
Jauh-jauh ke
kasih
sini memang ingin
Kusini
merasakan
lagetim
keseruan dari
bro
babak playoff kan?
Son
Betul, tentu
Sarvasyo
saja.
Tentu saja, tapi kalian spesial banget loh duduk
Guys,
di
no
area
more
ini
the
nggak
match
semua
so
bisa.
bro
Ini
9
war
PM mah
tiketnya gimana sih?
Bye bye यार टाउको
Jadi
क्या साउन्ड सुने टाउको थियो यस्तो हो क्या लाइक केटीहरूले यसरी होइन हल्का कामले बोल्नुपर्छ अब कामले बोल्दाखेरि अब सपोज होइन कामले बोल्नुपर्छ केटीहरू भने किनकि कामले बोल्यो भने केटाहरू मेन्ट हुन्छ क्या बुझ्यो नि त्यही भएर यस्तो बेस गरी बोल्नु पर्दैन क्या चिनमा काम भएन माछा तिमीलाई बब मनपर्छ के क्वेसन हो यार केटा हो यार आइएम स्ट्रेट है के पाएन यार मलाई पनि देऊ न यार एउटा चार्जर त मैले चार्जर मलाई एउटा फ्यान चाहिरहेको छ कसर वान स्मोक स्मोक त गर्दिनँ है केटा म स्मोक मलाई कतिजना स्मोक गर्न फोर्स गर्छ तर म सरी आई डोन्ट स्मोक भन्छु क्या फेमिनिस्टहरू रिसाउला मासु यसो रिसाउनु भनेन मलाई चाहिँ त्यस्तो अब कामले बोलेको है केटीहरू बबाल लाग्छ Bro, how do you know what guys want? Are you straight? I'm straight, bro. मलाई चाहिँ त्यो मनपर्छ भनेर बुझ्यो नि मात्र आइडीको हर्स मन परिसक्यो ए होइन कोही मन परेको हौ केटा हो So, right now, I'm loving myself. Kylieको डायलग सुन्छ तिमीहरूले I had period cramps shit. Os bro, os moment. No, 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 no. केटा हो कति बज्यो 6 बजिसक्यो यार के हो गेम किन ढिलै सक्ला अहिलेसम्म स्टार्ट हुनु परेन 5 मिनट ब्रेक अझ के यार कमेन्ट के यार पढ्दिनँ यस्तो जे पाइ त्यो कमेन्ट आम्मा के हो 5 मिनट कस्तो लामो ब्रेक हो क्या यार ब्रेकमा के गर्दै बस्ने हौ छ्या एउटा केही गेमहरू छैन यार गेमहरू भन्दा नि के हेर्ने यार ए त वेट अ मिनेट अब 5 मिनट छैन 5 मिनट हल्का गाँड मस्त गर्दै बस्नु म। ए त भाइ इमोजी मैले कुन चाहिँ हेरेछ यो हेरौँ ल साउन्ड छ यो हेर्छ मैले केटा यो प्रेडी खानुमै त खै गेस्ट हिडन फ्ल्याग रे के हो हाउस अनि टिक मार्क हाउस टिक मार्क हाउस होम टिक के हो होम टिक भने होम टिक के हो यार होम टिक भने डेनमार्क रे कसरी डेनमार्क हो यार डेन भन्छ त्यसलाई होम भन्ने मान्छे डेनमार्क यार न्युजिल्यान्ड ब्रो इजी एज फक ब्रो न्युजिल्यान्ड न्युजिल्यान्ड केटा हो न्युजिल्यान्ड हल्का गाह्रो छ यो छ्या सजिलो भयो धेरै नै एन्ड गोल एंगोला 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 अरे मेरो भाइ एंगोला अति क्लच हान्दै लास्ट मोमेन्ट केटा हो के हो गेस्ट र कोरियन कुन हो कोरियन कोरियनमा गेस्ट रियल साउथ कोरियन फ्ल्याग ए ए होला ए होला ए होला ए हो यार ए हो कोही हो इजी ब्रो हल्का गाह्रो चाहियो क्या मलाई यो के हो लाम यसलाई के भन्छ र इङ्ग्लिसमा यसलाई के भन्छ यार केटा हो इङ्ग्लिसमा क्यासल भन्छ होइन क्यासल ह्यान्डसेक क्यासल क्यासल भन्छ के भन्छ यसलाई युनाइटेड what the fuck सेटिङ पैसा सेटिङ डलर सेटिङ क्यास से क्यास सेटिङ क्यास जर्मनी रे कसरी जर्मनी भयो केटा जर्मनी कसरी भयो ए मनी ओके मनी क्याट आर क्याट्रा क्याट्रा म्याउ ऱ्याट म्याउ आर क्याट आर कतार क्याटार ओके क्लोज कतार क्याटार ओइ क्याटार भने कटार चाहिँ नभनेको भने एफ रन सी फ्रान्स केटा इजी है केटा इजी है मेरो भाइ अफ्रिका हो नि यार आरआइसी 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 कस्तो इजी बच्चा हो सोचे क्या मलाई यसले आरआइसी हौ यसलाई के भन्छ नि ल यसलाई के भन्छ मैले बिर्सेँ यार बिच के भन्छ यसलाई ल कस्तो बिर्सेको यार यसलाई इङ्ग्लिसमा के भन्छ यार यसलाई आयरल्यान्ड इङ्ग्लिसमा के भन्थ्यो गाई त्यसलाई इङ्ग्लिसमा बिर्सेँ यार मैले ला ओ बुढा ओ बुढा भनेर ओमान ओएमएन ओमान ओ बुढा भनेर आइदिएर ए आइज गाह्रो आइज के यो एटिएम हो आइरहन के थाहा भएन यार के यो ब्याङ्क हो माली रे माल हो के हो माल भने टाइबिच 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 के टाइबिच ताइवान हो ताइवान होला ताइवान थाइल्यान्ड रे मासला यस्तो कन्ट्री स्विजरल्यान्ड हो इजी हो के हो स्ट्रबेरी होइन यो स्ट्रबेरी हनी ए स्ट्रबेरी हनी ए स्ट्रबेरी I haven't had that. स्ट्रबेरी ए स्ट्रबेरीको डब्बा छ कि फेरि तुक्का मुजी जाम्बिया रे कसरी सोच्नु जाम्बिया चाहिँ यार यो ए जाम बी जाम हो है त्यो के टङ्गे 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 के हो टङ्गे टङ्गा कन्ट्री पनि छ टङ्गा कन्ट्री पनि छ केटा टङ्गा कन्ट्री के हो ग्रिस इजी एज फक हो सम्झना बिर्सना सरल ल केटा स्टार्ट भएर इजी गेम भयो हल्का गाह्रो छ है केटा मलाई लेट्स गो केटा ड्राफ्टिङ पेजमा छौँ अब हामी
Moreno, but you saw it earlier on, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like
Let's
Geek
go.
will be on blue side this time around. So a swap of sides already happening here in game number 3. Will this be the moment that Geek fam find their second point in this best of 7?
लेट्स गो केटा
Let's
हो
see what map we are
Walls.
given.
ब्रोकन
Gonna be
वाल्स
broken walls.
Bang.
Nice one.
That's a cold call right there.
Let's
Usually
go.
when Aldo gets
केटा
the
दिस इज
call
द
right,
थर्ड गेम है
so I'm saying. Let's see the
च्याट हेर्दै भन्दा
Oh,
त्यो लास्ट क्यान्सर त मैले आफै भनेर केटा
They
लास्ट
ban on the clock.
Yep.
A good ban.
And it's supposed to be-
Wow.
कति छिटो ब्यान भयो
I don't know if I like that.
This is
too.
a Baksha and a Juicin, no?
Yes, a blockchain and Yushin, I think.
या
It's a
बाक्सिया र
blockchain,
जुसिन होला
but
बाक्सिया र जुसिन ढुक्क बाक्सिया एन्ड जुसिन
things-
Oh, the
बाक्सिया
Paquito.
एन्ड
Paquito is
जुसिन
still open, yes.
उही पकिँदो पनि छ यार साँच्ची
But again, the Fred and Paquito makes sense.
Ferdinand Paquito makes sense.
होइन होइन यो रोको यो फ्रेडिन र जुक्सिन फ्रेडिन र जुक्सिन फ्रेडिन र जुसिन फ्रेडिन र जुसिन होइन फ्रेडिन होइन पकिँदो र जुसिन पकिँदो
No, I like
Paquito
that
र
a lot.
Justin.
I like that a lot, actually.
पकिँदो एन्ड जुसिन पकिँदो र जुसिन
Again, let Geek fam take
Paquito
whatever
र जुसिन
he wants.
Oh, never mind.
Wow.
It seems they want to just play the box. Not even the Paquito. That's crazy. Giving it over to Lethal L.
Oh.
And you already have a Harrod. This is a combo that we've seen, a Paquito and a Harrod.
And Fredrin.
Wait,
Wait, what? What?
I'm
Okay,
more-
Mick.
I had to scan through the
Paquito?
bans again. I thought maybe he was banned and we didn't see it. No.
Are you happy? I think you should be happy as a beginner fan.
Yeah, they picked the juice in into the Eve, and this is the, I'd say Moscow carry.
Yes.
They go Moscow. This is a
ओके
great,
नट ब्याड पिक मोस्को किनकि मार्क्सम्यान ब्यान हुन्छ पछि
great first three.
Hopefully they don't choke it in the last 4 or 5, no? Like picking Sora and the open Valentina.
I think because they're on the red side, it's up to Geek Fam to kind of
Yes.
throw the drafts right now. So,
Agree.
all right.
But still, they still need to bend the Arlet though.
Yeah, I think ban the Atlas as well. No,
They can
Yes.
pick up the Atlas.
that's true, but I think they can also pick up the glue first before that, right?
एटलास ब्यान बिटिआरको साइडबाट
Blue.
Yeah.
बिटिआरको साइडबाट एटलास ब्यान एटलास र हार्ड रोड ब्यान दुईटा ब्यान
Maybe BTR are gonna leave it over to Geek Fam to ban the glue and the Atlas, and they're gonna go for the Arlet.
हार्ड रोड ब्यान अब नेक्स्ट ब्यान एटलास आउँछ बिटिआरको साइडबाट गिक फ्यानले के ब्यान हान्छ
Yes.
If they don't want to pick it up,
Arlet and Paquito
पकिँदो नै ब्यान होला यार
makes sense
किनकि पकिँदो नै ओपन छ अहिलेसम्म
for Geek Fam. Yeah, I think
Ban
I
hala,
recommend
Paquito.
on the Atlas. Or heck, even the Atlas and the glue ban, you just let it all out, you know? Just pick whatever top meta in the roamer position.
there you
Yeah.
go.
यताबाट चाहिँ एटलास ब्यान आयो ओके यताबाट चाहिँ एटलास ब्यान आइदिएर
Vitality, they can last pick a Kalea.
Damn,
So
okay.
For Mr. Finn,
Yes.
or they could just go for the easy Khalid. You know, try to give Geek Fam a taste of their own medicine.
Agree with that. Oh man, the battle of the roamers.
Khalid ban?
I think we didn't
Khalid
mention
ban?
it earlier, but again, in this matchup, Finn and Balon
Khalid ban बिटिआरको
have so
साइडबाट
much hero pool, and that's why the battle of the roamers is insane.
Yeah. I think they might not even ban the Paquito. I think they want an Alice to counter the Paquito. Because there's no shred on Geek Fam.
Yes.
चिप
They went on the chip.
के ठिकै ब्यान हो चिप मोस्को छ स्पिड हान्न
That.
ड्राफ्ट पनि गर्न गाह्रो भएर मलाई वाइल्ड
That's true. They can pick up the
Oh,
Paquito, or they can just go blue.
Yeah.
कोचहरूले छुट्टै दिमाग चलाएर छ अब त
But again, though, but for Paquito in the side, I really don't like it because you have 2 long lanes with a Moskov and a
Yeah.
Paquito.
That's why.
Wait, is that right? Moreno's #1 top 5 cross region total kills.
Nice ban.
Nice ban.
Yes, that is right.
एलिस ब्यान
Across the different leagues, Moreno.
भनेपछि पग त लिइहाल्छ नि अब यिनीहरूले बिटिआरले
Yeah,
पग त लिन्छ
yeah,
अब
that definitely, you know, boosted up his
पग त
stats
लिनै
there.
पर्छ पग त लिएन भने गिक फ्यानले लग्छ पगि त
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
एलिस पनि ब्यान छ काउन्टर नि ब्यान छ
But do you want to pick up the Paquito here, no?
Yeah,
I don't, just to deny, but again, for the composition.
पगि त फोर्स गरेर हो स्मेटर लिन गिक फ्यामले
They might just go
मा कस्तो दिमाग
Yes, they just.
Well,
they
इसमें आउँछ
did
क्या अब?
decide.
So
Geek
Geek
को
Fam
side
has a
बड़ा।
shot to go blue, but is it even good?
Against a Moskov that can self-heal.
Yeah, that's why the second
Might
skill
be
just
smeared,
started
guys.
fast,
Spear of
fast.
Misery is gonna make the glue suffer.
मासर आइजेन सजेस्ट गर न चेन्ज हान्नु पर्यो एट्रक्स राख्दियो एट्रक्स मेरो पहिलाको आइजेन
Against Paquito,
Yeah.
एट्रक्स
the Paquito will have so much.
AA TROX
So difficult. Because the Kalea's coming, you know.
Yes, for the last pick, yeah.
And there's no way to deny it unless they pick the Kalea, but then the Gatot shows up on the right.
Killing
There's
यार
no way to counter it.
सोरा लिया था
Again,
यार
we've seen it before.
Sora
with
के
Hero, just gain CC with the Fredrin, with the Jushin.
And the glue.
glue okay
And I think this is just play a pick, no?
I think Bigatron won the draft if they go Kalea here.
Agree. And we've seen how broken Baxia with the Kalea. The sustainability is insane. But again, though, I think it's not
Kira, make sure to like this video, like and subscribe. Last pick किले तो
hot. because
last
I
pick
think
के बाइक से roam pick बाइक से ना
Moscow. Two long lanes.
कालिया ले ला तो कालिया
Against
बहुत
no
गाढ़
player.
है यार
Yes, it's very good. You can play 1-3-1 with Paquito. Power,
कालिया
you
no
know,
भाई
either
खाली
side. But if they lose out in early game, it was the farm. Moscow needs a farm, Gift needs a farm, Paquito needs a farm. So it's gonna be, it will feel weird for Bigatron if they lose out. in
खाली
early
तो
game.
ला
But if they win out in the early game, then that's, I think it's 2-1.
What are they thinking about? They're taking so long. Is this supposed to be a Cho pick?
No.
Chao
Why are they...
खाली
See,
okay
oh, they want to just pummel.
Yes, so they wanna focus.
मलाई तिमीले UFC हेर्छौ हेर्दिन यार बट रविन्द्र ढाँडको गेम चाहिँ हेरेर एमएलबी मा आइजिएल हुन्छ र आइजिएल हुँदैन बट सर्ट कलर चाहिँ हुन्छ एमएलबी मा
Make the tempo quicker. Oh, I like both track actually. It's
गाइस त्यसको दिस इज द थर्ड गेम है जसले जित्यो त्यो लास्ट इम्पोर्टेन्ट गेम हो यो सो लेट्स गो
What happens if BTR don't get the early game?
They still have a Moscow and Eve.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
why
the
they're
best team
really
qualifier
taking
for MSC है guys
just defend.
जसले राम्रो थियो त्यही त बेट्रिक्स हो एट्रिक्स स्पेलिङ त्यही हो एट्रिक्सको
So
स्पेलिङ
there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The drafts have been set in stone. We're on the way to game number 3.
ए चाहिँ सुरुको ए चाहिँ क्यापिटल राख्न भवाल
It's all even in this lower bracket finals. For Geek Fam and both for Bigatron by Vitality, but the way they were
guys let's go
that last
this is the third match है
so impeccable. The way Aman carried the team fight, the way he stole the Lord, and now is in.
कसले जित्छ त गाइस थर्ड गेम प्रेडिक्ट हान्नु तिमीहरूलाई कसको ड्राफ्ट मन पर्यो
Let's see who takes game number 3. This is again.
लेट्स गो गाइस थर्ड म्याच गिग भर्सेस बीटीआर
by Vitality.
Let's see who will have the advantage entering Game 4 later on as we jump into the Land of Dawn. And again, right, we're entering this series of Game 3 with one apiece. We heard what the panelists has to say about the late game for Bigatron by Vitality is comfortable.
त्यो नालको रोटेसन एक्सट्रिम मार गर्न आउँदैन
Of the Moscow now. Bigatron seems like they're replicating what they did or what
खाली चाहिँ यस्तो गर्दा चाहिँ आजकल
with the Khalid.
नोटिस गर्नु भयो सिधै आएर गोल्डेनमा हान्न आइरहेको छ अहिले पनि त्यही गर्यो
Nothing too crazy.
They have a safety net. They have a backup system.
कोही कत्रो पोकाने है खाली
Early
चाहिँ
game
बाफे भयो
fails, they can't really capitalize on it. They have a Eve, they have a Moskov, and the Paquito too that can play the long lanes.
Lorski still able to flicker out. That's information for the first turtle. Oh, that's a solo by Lethal Marcel.
Blinken, you miss it. And Lethal L gets the first blood. Impeccable with the
What the
sword.
fuck?
Against a Paquito. Early on shore. It's all even, but then as a Paquito, you can bob and weave. You get that advantage. At least the gold crab does go towards Eman. But how do you get solo killed just like that while we weren't even looking? Emblem is bye you. Extra damage.
सोलो किल कसरी गयो यार पगिदियो जस्तो हिरोमा
Pull yourself together. Play extra defensively with an Inspire as well. Juicin goes extra tanky with some sort of rotation with the agility right there as well. Now, Geek Fam, what will be a nightmare for them is that if it's a lane game, they can play the long lanes. Like the panelists mentioned, a 1-3-1. You have a Paquito up top, the Moscow down bottom, but Marcel, blue form.
Oh, blue form engagement now takes a lot of damage. Marcel in the front. Oh, that's the shifting claws. The flicker as well under the turret.
Moreno
That's a mount play, a miscalculation, and Moreno with the composure is able to stay alive. And Geek Fam.
मार्सेलले तर लास्ट चाहिँ हगिरहेको छ र पगि उयोमा
They get that.
अहिले 16 किल हाल्ने ठिक छ होइन त्यो राम्रो हो
I
बट
don't know if it's the
टडरमा
advantage,
खै
I don't know if
कत्रो ढिप गएको थियो
wants to take down
त्यसले सेकेन्ड इसी पनि मिस गर्यो
But he missed the final hit of that skill 1. When you're in that blue form, the thunder form, that was so close. But that trade, I think would have been worthwhile too. At least you got you get
Keeper
Moreno.
guy.
You did not. And now that he has to be content of eating another death to his name. At least Geek Fam are also very proactive in the early game because they have that power too. The Juicin controls that very well. The Fredrin That's wonderful. And then you have a
Sora level.
blue. That's always gonna be.
What the fuck? Level 2 मा कसरी Sora मारे यार Sora ले?
Take a look at all the items. So far, nothing too crazy yet.
लेनिङ मा पक राम्रो छैन लेनिङ मा राम्रो छ हो पकी त त्यही भएर त खेलाको नि पकी त धेरै प्राय गरेर त लेन क्लियर गर्ने रोटेट गर्ने
Hammer. I think that's
आडे न कसरी मर्यो
soon.
मेबी
That's
फ्रेडी नै अडि हान्यो
the opponent goes
धेरै
for
रात मैले
a war action if you really want to play that safe. But yeah, so far Bigatron by Vitality, they're able to at least contain the early game. Even if that neutral objective fell to the hands of Geek Fam, they're able to get a slight gold advantage from there. And now Geek Fam, what will they look for? What tactical will they play? Because Bigatron by Vitality, again, that zoning, that I'd say zone control that they have is super good. Right? You have Nazara to open up the bushes, or rather Niall, sorry, to open up the bushes, to open up the vision. And then you have some sort of zoning into RWM. And Finn with a lockdown, with a massive set in the Khalid. So now they have to be careful for Geek Fam. But Geek Fam, no.
टडल आइरहेछ 10 सेकेन्डमा कोही कत्रो फोर्स गर्यो के नाले
They need to look for something indeed. And this is going to be very interesting. Uh-oh. Geek Fam and BTR here not backing down.
मरेनको फ्लिकर त छ
Yep. This is going to be very pivotal for the course of the game. And Aman has the corrosion side, so he wants to fight early. Get those slows going. Get the members of Geek Fam moving sluggishly. And the cloud form in the back turtle.
Shogun with the
What the fuck Marcel
self-flickering out. Now with the shield duty now, does not commit on towards the crashes yet. Shogun is still just bothering the back lines of Geek Fam. That's going to be Bigatron now. Two-man immobilization by Beloyski. That's a stun. That's Niall still able to take the retribution now.
What a bad team fight by
First one to fall here.
दुईटै टिमले कस्तो नराम्रो टिम फाइट लिएको यार
It's Haran reposition.
ओइ सोगुन
Great heavy left jab. That's
यो
again.
चाहिँ राम्रो भयो यार अति नै राम्रो छ पिटिआरलाई
Moreno for
I don't know बलेस्कीले के गरेको त्यो कम्बो चाहिँ के हानेको अबेला अल्ट हानिरहेछ अल्ट हान्नु
able to get a trade going. And I think that was, I'd say, a bait setup because Marsal popped the cloud form in the back trying to zone. But Geek Fam weren't ready for that. And then Beloshi came in with the flicker, looking to just get the passive stacks going. And when you have no cloud form, you basically become a walking minion as a Sora. You want to have that form going on.
Wait.
Form.
मर्यो ला मर्यो
That's a good setup right there.
Nice one,
BTR
BTR.
Vitality
Let's go.
dictating
Man.
the pace, and that's a structure taken down as well.
Marcel, a bit of a misplay there. Twice now for him.
मार्सलको सोरा राम्रो छैन जस्तो यार केटा हो वान म्यान मारे बट टिम फाइटको हिसाबमा त राम्रो खेलेछन् मार्सलले सोरा
Because if you take a look at the lineups in Geek Fam, there is
ड्यामेज अल पनि लाइक
an inherent
धेरै छिटो हाने यार भन्नुपर्दा
damage.
टडल भित्र छिटो
Keto,
अनि उता पनि टडल हाफ एचपी छ नि त्यही पनि अल्ट हानिरहेको छ त्यसले
at least for now, Marcel will try to clear the way.
Bad-
and Beloy
bad
is
play by
gonna be
Marcel.
but he wants to be close, up close and personal, straight into the players of Bigatron by Vitality. Possibly look for the pass at the top. But now,
टिमले टडल नहानेको टिमले टडल हान्न पनि मिल्दैन केटा हो अब टडल फ्रीमा हान्न दिन्छ सक्छ बिटिआरको कममा
leaving Aman on an island. Just keep on farming as the Moscow.
सोगुनले पनि त्यही त गरिरहेछ त ब्याकलाइन जोन गरिरहेछ
Well, a glowing one has
अवैला आउने थिएछ न
mid laners.
टडल हान्ने चाहिँ कसले हान्यो फ्रेडीले एक्लै टडल हान्ने छ
The regen again and again. Thunder belt for Finn. He knows exactly that early on you need the damage to be able to kind of stop the players of Geek.
Wait.
That's an interesting combo.
आमामा बिटिआरको त त्यो
Possibly
नाजरामा
go for more.
टडल अगाडि यस्तो गरे यार बट इपको अल्ट छैन मोसको अल्ट छैन फ्री टडल होला गिकलाई
Geek Fam still able to control the turtles. Been taking a lot of damage. That's a
What is
bounce
Shogun?
from Beloy.
गिकलाई फ्री टडल हो
Secure kill.
किनकि अल्टै छैन इपको मोसको पनि अल्ट छैन
BTR no response here for the last and final turtle here in game 3.
At least down bottom, Aman has been able to build up a massive wave to crash on the turret, and this is what I've been talking about. If Bigatron can't take the fight, if Bigatron can't really handle the pressure that Geek Fam is
ल वान साइड चाहिँ भएको छैन गेम केटा
and play the far lanes,
बस 1K मात्रै गोल लिड छ
the Paquito will enable that. And in terms of Geek Fam, they don't really have anyone to quickly answer that. Possibly only the Harith, maybe the Sora to a certain extent. But you want to have the Sora close to you. You want to have, you know, the resources available if Bigatron does collapse. And so far, they're playing the macro game perfectly there for Bigatron by Vitality.
Wait.
Sometimes they want to commit on towards
Wait,
the
most
turret.
world peace mo.
Land And that's gonna be Beloski now taking a lot of damage.
Sudah
Force
boleh
him
tu.
to use that flicker to safety.
Model राम्रो अल्ट हराइरहेको छ अघि देखि.
Kill wise, it's just 1 4-3 here for BTR.
It's been a chess match so far. When we literally have a chess box in the game with that heave ult, but look at Shogun going full damage to see Halbert. Easily.
Guys, make sure to like this video, like and subscribe now, guys. 6K subscribers to the program now.
Bigatron know that Shogun will be there to just punch on the players of Geek Fam.
We. Ultimate and there. Lovely air. Frogun.
It seems like
Kenji?
is going to be the target here for BTR. Can they connect? Challenge Force Bob stun.
Good guy, Kenji.
That's going to be the Raging Sandstorm.
Wait, nice है नाज़ारा. Pogital Rogiras. But बोले मरे
A
तो.
lot of damage in the front side here, peeling.
Kenji तो बात but के फायदा? Purify पनि गयो, बोले नि मरे.
Run back, but that was super clutch from Nazara to stop the Paquito from advancing even further. Good taunt timed perfectly, and up top that's Marcel again working for the wave. But Iman will be able to catch that. So again, it's still even. Slow approach from both teams, as it has always been. The Fredrins, the Blacks, yeah, ever since yesterday. So you would argue that they will heavily fight for the neutral objectives. And the Lord will spawn. That'll catch the attention from both teams. And Iman can always just play the far lane. And then you go with the SOD. You join in and turn possibly the fight around like he has done in game number 2 with the Claude. Seems like Geek Fam also want to take dibs on the Lord, but Bigatron patrolling it closely. Marcel under pressure. Wow.
Marcel called गयो. नायले पाक्छ कस्तो राम्रो खेला छ यार.
Good at keeping his distance for now.
लास्ट राम्रो खेला छ यार युटिलिटी जंगल नायले.
Turret here for BTR, as it's going to be a reset here with Amon joining in the mid lane.
Yep, that's going to be a resource burn out unless Geek Fam can buy some time to wait for the cloud shifting skies to pop again. Here goes Beloyski as Bigatron will be the ones to pull the trigger.
Raging Sandstorm
Oh,
connects
boy.
to 1-1. Shogun finds a big damage, and Beloyski is going to be the leader here in the map.
Bolle तो गायब हो गया.
Heavily favoring the red robots, as they will and they should collect the Lord.
3 lot.
And just
Damn,
like that,
BTR.
Bigatron able to get the
BTR
first start of the
आइसकेको छ
game.
गेममा अब.
Beautiful start to them in game
वो
number
नेपाली
3.
क्वालिफाई हुन्छ र EWC को लागि वाचर त
This is where the Eve gets scared. This is
स्लटै
where
छैन
the
कसरी
Alpha
क्वालिफाई हुन्छ
gets
यार.
scared.
नेपाललाई स्लटै छैन.
Fam lost their window to try to dominate the early game, but it was Bigatron containing it with so much poise and comfort. And now they can assign the lanes again. You can play the 1-3-1s like we mentioned before, or you can play aggressively if you want to take the fight, because I think Bigatron and Vitality are pretty strong in this state of the game, especially Shogun. You could see the damage he was able to deal with the Paquito, and that's super good against the Chusin, against the Harith, forcing the carries, or rather the tanks, to peel for the core members, and then
आइडीमा काइरीलाई टक्कर दिने त उयो नै हो नायलले हो यार.
the Lord spawns
For
down
sure.
bottom. Still a few structures because the outers are still available.
बीटीआईले मात्रै उनीले हल्का हल्का भ्याउन खोज्छ.
The one
अरु टिमबाट त नो एक्सपेक्टेसन मलाई.
slow to still be able to catch and possibly peel for his team. Rose gold early on from Iman, so he wants the safety, he wants to fight with the shield as well.
Definitely has a layer of survivability.
पहिले स्टार्ट नपाउनुको रिजन के हो? खै कतिले भ्युअरशिप भन्छ, कतिले राम्रो खेलेन भन्छ, कतिले करप्सन भन्छ.
Amon is deathless.
खाना जाने यार.
He is killless, but definitely can cause problems, especially if we're talking about the far lanes, and we're entering minutes.
अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ भ्युअरशिप होला. भ्युअरशिप राम्रो भने स्टार्ट आउँछ.
Shine during big fights.
त्यही हो.
Now let's see.
कम्युनिटी एक्टिभ हुनु पर्यो नेपालको. नेपालमा हेर न कम्युनिटी एक्टिभ नै छैन. अब मेरो स्ट्रिमहरुको एक्टिभ हुन्छ, अब अरूको हेर न. त्यस्तो केही छँदै छैन. याइकोले गर्दा कहिलेकाहीँ स्ट्रिम
The second sticking. It'll just be Bigatron and Vitality again, just
लिम्मेदाले गर्नुहुन्छ स्ट्रिम तर.
this game.
त्यस्तो कम्युनिटी एक्टिभ छैन भनौँ न.
Rapid boost completed and he can go for more.
हो बोले मर्यो.
Isolation.
मर्छ बोले.
Lloyd him out. That's gonna be Nile now.
Kicker पनि गयो बोलेको.
And that's another kill on the board. Luckily for Geek Fam, but it's still a minute on the clock for the Lord now. They want to siege the mid lane. Real world manipulation invested. But it seems like Geek Fam is able to disengage for now.
Yeah, the Sieve is doing a lot of
केटा
work.
के हो?
You know, nice
कहाँ
to
अल्ट हान्छ
see
हिमालले?
to clear the wave up top. get the
वेभ
next
क्लियर गर्न
player
अल्ट हानेको
in.
नभने भन.
It's KB and Razeboy. What is he doing here? What is Razeboy doing here? I thought he was a MCGG streamer now.
He's doing both. All right?
Yeah.
It's doing both. And
Well, yeah. Why not both, right?
why not both? And Boy was once a coach for
Yes.
BTR.
For Bigatron. And the man beside him is obviously the
But maybe खै अब
the nerd, I would say.
भ्युअरसिप
Everything,
कम्युनिटी
MMR,
एक्टिभ भयो
Williams,
नि आउँछ
PUBG,
सर्ट
you name it.
त्यही भएर अफिस टुर्नामेन्ट गर्न लाग्छ मुन्टलले भ्युअरसिप
Let's
चेक
see
गर्न
how
नेपालको
Lord's
कति छ भनेर
Pulse.
कम्पिटिटिभ सिनमा
That was a good maneuver
सो
from
त्यही भएर नि मैले
Darian.
धेरै नै प्रमोट
Maybe
गरिरहेको छु
force something
कम्पिटिटिभ
else.
सिनको टुर्नामेन्टहरू
Marcel is just gonna look for a
यत्तिकै
fight. I don't
फ्रीमा
think they have detected him. Or WM!
Whiskey again.
Ui,
Waterfall
Finn.
in the fight. That's going to be the SOD landing. Oh, take a look at Shogun, a cheeky angle. And
More
he's
than
trying again, and that's going to be Nazar isolated.
अत्यो
Marcel
बिटिआर
secures the kill. That's going to be Marcel.
गयो गिक फ्याम गयो
Two members
भ्याउँदैन
off
गिक
the
फ्याम लेट गेम
board.
कम पनि छ नि गिक फ्यामको
Goes to a free
बिटाले
reward for
ढुक्क जित्यो
BTR.
He was about to recall right there, but cancelled by himself, and he walked his way into the top side, only to burn the ult and the flicker.
Wow.
This makes this siege easier for Bigatron.
They want to
Marcel?
get more. That's going to be the siege. That's going to be cleared by Kenzie with the Shaman Force. He's able to at least relief off pressure, but that is still big pride.
एसियन गेम चाहिँ एक हप्तामा छ
Bigatron's head for that
इएनसीमा
one.
चाहिँ के छ र क्वालिफाई होला र ब्रो इएनसीमा
Isn't really the
खै
best
अब
for them. I mean, again, Jusin,
यस्तो
Harris.
हेर्दा त हुनुपर्ने हो क्वालिफाई
The way Bigatron by Vitality plays this is so good.
अब हेरौँ न इएनसीमै त हुन्छ
Tools when you know
अब
Geek Fam
हामी त आफ्नो बेस्ट नै दिने हो अभियसली
It's gonna be a Sora that wants to
नेपाललाई
look for the
रिप्रेजेन्ट
set.
गरेपछि त अभियसली
Red Rin with the taunt, you can always poke it from behind. You can play the kiting game too. And then the juice in
यसपालि त
from afar.
इएनसीको लागि नै प्र्याक्टिस गरेर भनौँ न
The best
फुल
of
फोकस हो
what you
इएनसीको
can
लागि
do when that chess
हामी
box
चाहिँ
just, you know, unravels.
नेपालको एमएलबी कम्युनिटी किन राम्रो नभएको
A boxer that
राम्रो नभन्दा नि
you
एक्टिभ
to
छैन
lock
भनौँ
you
न
down.
राम्रो त छ त अब
Mortons,
एक्टिभ छैन
again, Moskov, Paquito, you play the far lane.
एक्टिभ चाहिँ हुनु
At
पर्यो
least now it's a 1-2-2 because like you still need Finn to shadow for Iman because safety is still #1 priority for the Moskov, even if the Moskov is quite
तर
strong.
गेममा ध्यान दिउँ केटा हो गेममा ध्यान दिउँ अब
Just,
धेरै कुरा भयो
items completed,
गेम
Malone
चाहिने कुरा गरौँ न यो
is
स्लटकोहरूको
range
बारेमा
from
त
afar. I think
गेममा ध्यान
that's
दिनु
something
भने
you want to play the kiting game as well. Siege, the base.
Now, intimidating here with the shield unity. They will get a turret in the bottom side. Both side lane base turrets has been cleared by BTR now. Do they pull the trigger for the fight? It seems like the call is not just yet.
मिडको डर नि जान्छ यार अब इमानको ड्यामेज लास्ट लाग्छ हो
Every round 2.
लङ रेन्ज हान्छ इमानलाई मार्ने पनि कोही छैन
Popping again, RWM zoning out.
That's gonna be
को हो अब
disappointing.
मलाई जिजी
Out of position. That's gonna
Suck
be
again,
five
Greta.
more now. BTR. Finn is very
Finn,
low.
oh my
Take a look at Shogun. His positioning is ready for a strike as BTR. They move
Suck again,
onward.
Greta.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at BTR here, just exposing Geek Fam. That's a Mount Beloit, a desperate one. But take a look at Marcel. Out of position as BTR. They go
Oi,
for
Kenji
the
ले?
kill. But it seems like
तर
Finn
केन्जीको मार्न छैन मार्न छैन केन्जीको
Another wave is crashing down in mid lane. Iman locking in towards the base. Take a look at
यसमा नै मार्ले जिजी
Ladies and
अति
gentlemen,
बिटिआर
we
केटा
come to game 2 with one apiece. But the Red Robots
Ah.
have the last lap here in game number 3. They will go
जिजी यार केटा
and
बिटिआर
advantage here in this
के हो 2-1 हान्दैछ बिटिआरले गाइस
Clean
2 more game to go यार for BTR अनि जान्छ एमएससी ओ यो अति खेल्यो यार बिटिआरले यो गेम चाहिँ क्लीन खेल्यो बिटिआरले यो गेम चाहिँ क्लीन खेल्यो बिटिआरले नाइस गेम है 2 more game to go केटा म रोकै बस्नु गएर आउँछु पिसा
2 more for that ticket to MSC, but Geek Fam, we can never count them out. Beautiful showing there, playing the early game with full poise and composure, and obviously the man on the screen right now, the Lucky Charm, asking questions. What's wrong with Geek Fam?
It's working out for BTR, that lucky charm. And Geek Fam, after a great, I gotta say, a splendid first game, seems like they're not able to adjust and adapt here so far. Game number 2 and game number 3, definitely not theirs. And the Red Robots, they are a step closer to Paris. They are a step closer to the grand finals of MPL Indonesia Season 17 now. Will Geek Fam be able to respond in Game 4?
If you open the history books, Season 12, lower bracket finals, 3-2. That's a 5-game series, but back then it was still a best of 5.
Yeah.
It's now a best of 7, so you have A tougher hill to climb. But this was just clean.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the panel mentioned how
Let's
the
go.
early can be, you know, a bit tricky to play, but they let the Moscow farm. Then
Guys, BTR है गए जस्तो है BTR अब
Keto did die early, but
ओहो केटा हो के हो BTR जान्छ हो क्या आइएमएससी अब कमेन्ट पढ्छु गाइस कमेन्ट के सोध्नु सोध्दा हुन्छ अब कमेन्टको रिप्लाई आउँछ गेडा गेम सकिरहेको छ होइन यति बेला बब र मासु र अरे के हो यार कमेन्टै सोधेको छु हौ गे कपाल कसरी हो स्ट्रेट हो म बब नि स्ट्रेट हो के भएको छ गे कसरी लाग्यो हौ तिमीहरूलाई म छ्या स्ट्रेट हो मलाई मलाई गेहरू मन पर्दैन प्लिज तर त्यस्तो त्यस्तो मन पर्दैन भन्नु खोजेर लाइक हेट गर्नु खोजेन तर म त यसो हल्का टाढै फिलिपिन्सको गेम त्यही हो मजा आउँछ केटा त्यही भएर त फिलिपिन्सको नम्बर 1 रिजन हो नि त अभियसली च्याम्पियनहरूको रिजनको गेम हेर्नु मजा आइहाल्छ नि पहिलाको पछि प्लेयरहरू अहिले पनि एक्टिभ भएको भए के हुन्थ्यो के हुँदैन थियो के हुन्थ्यो र के हुँदैन सेम जबसम्म कम्युनिटी एक्टिभ छैन प्लेयरहरू एक्टिभ भयो के हो त कालो चिप्लो समाचार मिडियाले हान्छ ए ल ल 5v5 फिल्म त भ्युवरसँग अहिले त यार यो वाच पार्टी हो केटा हो ब्रेक पनि 10 मिनट त हुन्छ अनि एक गेम भ्याउँदैन भ्याउँदैन सो त्यही भयो त अब बरु पछि ऱ्याङ्क खेलेको बेला त्यो चाहिँ गरौँला नि 5v5 भ्युवर स्ट्रिम मसँग टुर्नामेन्ट लगेको पनि छ हेड नभए लभ नै त हो नि तिमीहरूलाई के लाग्छ तिमीहरूलाई के गेहरूलाई स्ट्रिममा पब्लिकली मैले हेड गर्छु भन्न पाउँछ जस्तो लाग्छ तिमीहरूलाई इन्डो केटी राम्रो कि के छौ सोच नसोध्दै मलाई 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 नेपाली केटीहरू मनपर्छ नेपाली केटीहरू मनपर्छ भन्दा नि त्यस्तो सबै मनपर्छ भन्न खोजेँ नि नेपाली केटीहरू दिदी बहिनीहरू मनपर्छ केटा भोलि ग्रान्ड फाइनल छ होइन ओनिक भर्सेस बिटिआर जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई बिटिआरले चाहिँ केही गर्छ कि ओनिकको रेन्जमा मेबी भोलि चाहिँ मजा आउँछ त्यो ग्रान्ड फाइनल हेर्न केटीहरू राम्रो हुँदैन सबले खेलेर फोन गरेर भागिन्छ हर्रा ग्लेजरलाई कसले छिट हान्यो हो गेट छिट नहाल्नु न यार हर्रा ग्लेजरलाई कुन चाहिँ केटीले छिट हान्यो कसैलाई बम अरे यार स्ट्रेट हो क्या म स्ट्रेट यस्तो केटाहरू यसो छ भयो यस्तो कमेन्टहरू म कमेन्टै पढ्दिनँ यस्तै यस्तै कमेन्टहरू केटीहरूलाई ट्रु लभ गर्नु कि वान ट्याग नो पन के हो यार यस्तो कमेन्ट केटीहरूको अर्को रूप भनेको लक्ष्मी हो क्या बुझ्यो नि केटा लक्ष्मीलाई कसरी ट्रिट गर्छ भगवान् जसरी ट्रिट गर्छ क्या सपोज अनि तिमीहरूलाई के अब केटी केटीको बानी व्यवहार राम्रो छ भने केटीलाई ट्रु लभ भनेर हामी अलिक विक भएको राम्रो प्लेयर नभएर भएको जस्तो लाग्दैन लो कम्पिटेटिभ इन आवर सर्भर आइमी कम्पिटेटिभ त त्यही छैन अब स्लट आएपछि त कम्पिटेटिभ बन्यो टुर्नामेन्ट आएपछि अब स्लट आयो भने अर्घहरू आउँछ अर्घहरू आयो भने प्लेयरहरू आउँछ होइन अर्घहरू आयो भने इम्पोर्टहरू पनि आउँछ जबसम्म टुर्नामेन्ट आउँदैन ग्रो नै हुँदैन क्या प्लेयरहरू आउँदै आउँदैन नि जबसम्म टुर्नामेन्ट आउँदैन नयाँ प्लेयरहरू ऱ्याङ्कमा राम्रो खेल्यो भन्दैमा टुर्नामेन्ट राम्रो खेल्नु हुँदैन नि त टुर्नामेन्टमा पर्फर्म गर्नु पर्यो अनि पो थाहा हुन्छ त को प्लेयर राम्रो भन्छ स्पोर्ट्स स्पोर्ट्स ग्रो भयो भने पो गेम ग्रो हुन्छ त नयाँ ल्यान्ड ब्रेक इट बिएफ भएको एक दिनमै अर्को बिएफ बनाउँछ केटीहरू। अब इट्स हर चोइस बुझ्यौ तिमीहरू। ब्रेकअप किन गरे तिमीहरूसँग? तिमीहरूको गल्ती हो क्या, बुझ्यौ नि? केटीहरूको गल्ती कहिले पनि हुँदैन। केटीहरूको गल्ती हुँदै हुँदैन जिन्दगीमा। तिमीहरूको गल्ती हो। ब्रेकअप किन गर्यो? तिमीहरूको गल्तीको कारणले ब्रेकअप गर्यो। बुझ्यौ नि? केटीहरूलाई चाहिँ फेरि अति डिफेन्ड गर्छ नि। Well, I think Marcel is the best player in Geek, and so Marcel game राम्रो गयो Geek fan are scary, and if you play bad, then Geek fan can't do shit. What do you think? अब त्यो यस्तो हो क्या, मार्सलले राम्रो खेलेन भने अभियसली गिक फ्यानलाई इम्प्याक्ट गरिहाल्छ नि। एउटा प्लेयरले राम्रो खेल्न भने गेम जित्न सक्दैन क्या, किनकि सबभन्दा मेन अहिले मेन भनेको टिम फाइट हो। अनि टिम फाइटमा सबभन्दा बढी इम्प्याक्ट भनेकै अर्ली गेम हुने भनेको एक्सपीको हो। अनि एक्सपीले राम्रो पर्फर्म गरेन भने अर्ली गेम जित्दैन। मार्सल स्ट्रङ पोइन्ट हो, डिनाइ गरे त होइन, बट मार्सलले यो गेम धेरै नै मिस्टेक गर्यो। अन्त नर्मल मिस्टेक भए ठिक छ, बट धेरै नै मिस्टेक छ यो गेम। मार्सल डिप्रेसनमा छ कि हो? म डिप्रेसनमा छैन केटा, मेन्टली डिप्रेस, फिजिकली डिप्रेस। केटीहरूको गल्ती हुँदैन कि केटा, जिन्दगीमा नि केटीहरूको गल्ती हुँदैन। केटीहरूले ब्रेकअप गरेर गयो भने ममा केही कमी थियो भने सोच्दा हुन्छ तिमीहरू। केटीहरूको गल्ती छँदैन नि यार। पहिल्यै ब्याकअप बनाएर राखेको हुन्छ इन द नेम अफ बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड। अनि दाइ के तिमीले मेरो स्टोरी भन्दैछौ? क्या हो गाउँ खाने? मेरो त्यस्तो केही छैन फेरि, सिङ्गल हो। अब केटीहरूले दाइ बनाउनु पनि नमिल्ने। अब बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड त चाहिहाल्छ नि केटीहरूलाई, तर केटा बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड चाहिँ नभए क्या त केटा। म चाहिँ केटा बेस्ट फ्रेन्डहरूलाई चाहिँ डेट गर्न सक्दिनँ नि। केटा बेस्ट फ्रेन्डहरू चाहिँ डेट गर्न सक्दिनँ म। मेरो पनि केटी बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड छैन, बनाउँदा नि बनाउँदैन केटी बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड। दाईहरूसम्म चाहिँ ठिकै छैन गाइस, त्यतिसम्म चाहिँ म त्यस्तो इन्सेक्युर चाहिँ छैन म। केटीले चिट गर्दा चाहिँ के भने, केटीले चिट गर्यो भने के गर्ने भन्दाखेरि तिमीहरूले केटीहरूलाई केही नभने क्या, चिट गरे पनि केही नभने क्या। केटीहरूले चिट गर्यो भने आफ्नो लाइफमा फोकस गर न। यस्तो केटीहरूले चिट किन गर्छ तिमीहरूलाई? तिमीहरूको करियर राम्रो छैन कि त तिमीहरूको बडी राम्रो छैन भनौँ न, त्यही रिजनले त चिट गर्ने हो होइन र? पर्फेक्ट छ भने किन चिट गर्छ? त्यही भएर चिट गरे पनि केही नभन, बरु ब्रेक अब ब्लग सक हान्दै होइन, आफ्नो लाइफमा फोकस गर, करियरमा फोकस गर, हेल्थमा फोकस गर। त्यही हो, मलाई चाहिँ अब यस्तो मोटिभेसन सबै जिम हानेर आउँछ है। जिम सुरुमा हान्यो भने आफूलाई राम्रो लाग्छ, बडी स्ट्रङ हुन्छ, त्यसपछि आफ्नो बारेमा धेरै सोच्न इन्ट्रेस्ट हुन्छ क्या केटीहरू भन्दा नि। ताछाडा केटीहरूको बेस्ट फ्रेन्डलाई डेट गर्छन्। बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड केटी बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड त केटी बेस्ट फ्रेन्डमा राख्दैछ। तर मैले अहिलेसम्म डेट गरेको मान्छेहरू छ नि, तिनीहरूको केटी बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड हुन्छ क्या होइन। अनि केटी बेस्ट फ्रेन्डले चाहिँ मलाई कहिले मन पराउँदैन हौ केटा। लाइक मलाई मन 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 पराउनु त किन मन पराउनु पर्यो, तर मलाई हेट गर्छ क्या। लाइक मेरो बारेमा नराम्रो नराम्रो भन्छ क्या। मेरो नराम्रो रुमरहरू कति नराम्रो नराम्रो छ यार केटा मेरो। किन यस्तो रुमरहरू हुन्छ क्या यार, सोच्छु यार म। यस्तो नराम्रो नराम्रो रुमरहरू थियो मेरो बारेमा, म आफै सुन्दाखेरि सक भएको। त्यो चिटलाई जस्टिफाई नगर्नु हो, चित्त बुझेन भने ब्रेकअप। त्यो चिट गर्यो भने तिमीहरूले केही भन्नु नै पर्दैन क्या। तिमीहरूले एन्सर थाहा पाइसक्यो, तिमीहरूलाई चिट गर्यो, चिट तिमीहरूलाई होइन कसलाई चिट गरेछ। अब साइड लाग्दैन क्या सिधै। त्यो चिट गर्ने मान्छेहरूलाई चाहिँ चान्सै नदियो है केटा, कसम भनेको नि। बरु चान्सै नदियो यार। चान्स दिने मान्छेहरू चाहिँ मलाई औडा लाग्छ कि, किनकि मेरो साथीहरूले पनि चान्स दिएको छ। चान्स दिएको थियो होइन फेरि चिट खायो क्या अनि गुल्ला खान चान्स दिएको सबै केटी एउटै चाहिँ हुँदैन एउटा चाहिँ सबै केटी एउटै चाहिँ हुन्छ भनेर भन्दैन मलाई त्यस्तो फटो पर्छ अब कतिजना केटाहरूले छ नि मलाई त्यो बारे चाहिँ भन्नुपर्दैन अब सपोज ब्रेकअप भयो भने एक्सको बारेमा चाहिँ नराम्रो भन्छ कि अनि त्यो चाहिँ हावा लाग्छ किनकि एक टाइममा डेट गरेको थियो होइन किन नराम्रो नराम्रो भने डेट चाहिँ किन गरेको चिट गरे भने पनि म त कसै कहिलेसम्म नराम्रो त भनिन्छ कसैको बारेमा केटीहरूको बारेमा चाहिँ नराम्रो नभन्दा हुन्छ चिट गरे पनि इग्नोर गर्दिनँ क्या बरु ब्लक गर्ने कुरै सक्छ तर चिट गरे भने तिमीहरूले उल्टै ब्लक हानिदिन्छ होला Songs, songs. रुन भन्दै कहिले तर मेरो आशा खुसियो खुसी लाग्यो बेन्च कति हाल्छु सर बेन्च म कहिलेकाहीँ म धेरै जस्तो चाहिँ 40 हाल्छु फर्स्ट रेप 40 केजी त्यसपछि बिस्तारै बिस्तारै 5 केजी बढाउँदै जान्छु म अहिलेसम्म म्याक्स हानेको भने चाहिँ 60 केजी मात्रै हो अहिले कोही केटाले आफ्नो एक्सको बारेमा नराम्रो भनेको सुनेछ सुनेको छु यार मैले त्यही भएर भन्नु धेरै साथीहरूले भन्नु कहिलेदेखि हो एमएससी हो दाइ एमएससी जुलाईमा हो गाई जुलाई टिप्स दियो त टिप्स टिप्स त्यही भए म आफै सिङ्गल बसेर हुन्थ्यो अहिले मलाई के को टिप्स आयो तिमीलाई ब्रेकअप भयो पछि के गर्ने यार 5 वर्षको रिलेसन गयो एक मिनटमै को यस्तो डिप्रेस 5 वर्षको रिलेसन रे ओए मा कस्तो म त पागल हुन्थ्यो होला हौ 5 वर्षको रिलेसन ब्रेकअप भयो अब 5 वर्षको रिलेसन ब्रेकअप भयो भने के गर्ने अब केही टाइम सिङ्गल बस्ने आफ्नो लाइफमा फोकस गर्ने त्यही हो गर्लफ्रेन्ड चाहिँ बनाइ नहाल 5 वर्षको रिलेसन ब्रेकअप भएको छ होइन हल्का ब्रेकमा बस 6-7 मन्थ ब्रेकअप रहेछ भएपछि यस्तै रहेछ भन्ने हल्लाउने सुत्नु एमएससी कहिलेदेखि एमएससी जुलाई 10देखि होला जुलाई मलाई पनि थाहा छैन यार एक्ज्याक्टली जुलाई 10 होला मेरो दाइको 7th थियो बट जापान गएर सिट भयो केटा भयो केटीहरूलाई केही नभन्नु केटीहरू लक्ष्मी हो लक्ष्मी एमएससी कहिलेदेखि ओ माई गड रेज भेट्यो यार यो त कसम बेन्च बढाउने टिप्स भनेको ए बेन्च बढाउने टिप्स ए बेन्च प्रेस मदेखि टिप्स मागिरहेको जिमको ए म त प्राउड फिल आइरहेको छ कति हान्छ तिमीले कतिको हान्ने हो सुरुमै त पावर बढ्दैन अब 1-2 महिना अब सुरुको रेप थोरै वेट हाल्ने अनि बिस्तारै बिस्तारै वेट बढाउँदै हाल्ने सुरुको रेप थोरै वेट हाल्ने धेरै रेप हान्ने क्या अनि सेकेन्ड रेपदेखि बिस्तारै वेट बढाउने अनि थोरै रेप हान्ने त्यही गर्ने हो इएनसी कहिले इएनसी अब अगस्तमा झापा स्थायीको 12 वर्षको रिलेसनमा भएको केटीले चिट हानेको what the fuck? अन्त तिमी लास्ट इयरसम्म मिङ्गल थियो अरे। म त्यो धेरै टाइम अगाडि हो कस्तो लास्ट इयर हो 6-7 महिना भइसक्यो 22 को 8 रेप्स 22 को 8 रेप्स बार त 20 केजीको हुन्छ त 22 कसरी हाल्यो हौ 1 केजी दाइ सुसु आयो के गर्नु रे के हो यार यो कमेन्ट केरा हो केटा मन नसोधै केटीहरूको बारेमा मन थाहा छैन आइ एम स्केयर्ड अफ वुमेन मलाई केही थाहा छैन गाइस गेम स्टार्ट हान्न हो केटा हो गेम स्टार्ट गर मेरो भाइ सजेसन चाहिँ त्यही हो केटा होइन ब्रेकअप भएपछि बरु जे कारणले ब्रेकअप भयो भने त्यही हो अब सर्ट आउट गर्न खोज्दा हुन्छ सर्ट आउट भएन भने अब चिट गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ सर्ट आउट केही नगर्ने फेरि लाइक मिसअन्डरस्ट्यान्डिङ भएर ब्रेकअप भयो भने चाहिँ कम्युनिकेट गर्दा हुन्छ त्यसपछि नै बोर्ड गरेन भने चाहिँ ब्रेकअप नै गर बरु आफ्नो लाइफमा फोकस गर एक दिन त आफूले भने जस्तो केटी पाउला नि जिम चाहिँ हान्दा हुन्छ है म चाहिँ फेरि जिम भन्यो भने चाहिँ फेरि त्यही हो जिममै फोकस नै मिल्छ आज पनि जिम जान लाग्थ्यो बिर्सिरहेको शनिबार हो भने एडिक्ट भइसक्यो जिम जानु त केटा अब अघिको गेम हारौँ न यार अघिको गेम कहाँ त यो त अर्कै वाला हो यार यो होला यार ग्रिसमा गयो त हामी गाइज गेम हाल्नुमा एकछिन त्यहाँ ब्रेक के हो सार्क रे सार्क क्याम्बोडिया हो वेल्स एकछिन गेम हाल्नु ब्रेक भयो उता लामै ब्रेक भयो नेभर ट्राभल अराउन्ड द वर्ल्ड सब्सक्राइब टु क्विज म प्रमोसन हानिहालेको छैन कस्तो प्रमोसन हान्दै गाडीले त गेस्ट कन्ट्री रन रन इयर रन इयर रन इयर रन इयर रन इयर के हो रन इयर रसियाको नै रन यी ढुङ्गा स्टोन स्टोन इरोक्सिया 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 के हो इस्टोनिया थाहा भने वेललाई सार्क हो थियो टनल टनल भयो नि यो टनल र अनि सफा गर्ने मान्छे के भन्छ टनल टनल स्विडेन डेन भने टनल नभने स्विडेन सार्क बिच सार्क बिच सार्क बिच सार्क बिच तो गाह्रो भयो केटा सार्क बिच फिनल्यान्ड फिन कसरी भयो यो यो नो क्लू यार केटा नो क्लू दाई भनेको मालदुप्स What the fuck के हो यो युएसए ए ल ल कसै यो नि प्रेडिक हान्न सकेन भने त म त डम नै थियो यार युएसए How many star easy 50 star 50 star Guess the country. What the? Wrong? No. No one here. No. Norway. Wait, man. Lots are there. Lots of. अर्को लगाऊ सुने त लाइन गर्दै अर्को लगाउँ न यो अर्कै लाइन गर्दै त के हो यो ब्राजिल 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 अब स्टार्ट भइहाल्छ केटा गेम ब्राजिल जुत्ता जोर्डान 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 कन्ट्री है बिर्सेर जुत्ता जोर्डान युनाइटेड किङडम र पानी परिरहेछ युनाइटेड किङडम र युनाइटेड अरब इमिरेट्स के हो युनाइटेड किङडम र अर्कै छ युनाइटेड अरब इमिरेट के हो ओ युके अनि रेन ओके ओके युके अनि सर्ट ओके क्राउड छोड्दै म सक्दैन यो चाहिँ के हो यो हुन चाहिँ के हो यार यो बक्स के छ पता पोर्चुगल रोनाल्डो भन्न रोनाल्डोको फोटो देखा न कस्तो फोटो देखाऊ गेस्ट कन्ट्री समयका गेस्ट कन्ट्री एङ्ग्री पेट्रोल पम्प हो यो त एङ्ग्री पेट्रोल पम्प कार एङ्ग्री के पेट्रोल पम्प होइन यो भने नाम एङ पेट्रोल माडस ए म्याड एङ्ग्री भन्दैछ यार म्याड ग्यास कार ओके ओके लेगो लेगो के लेगो भनेको कन्ट्री छ लेगो भन्ने लेगो भन्ने कन्ट्री हो रोबोट रोबोट डॉग रोबोट डॉग रोबोट डॉग रोबोट डॉग रोबोट बा के हो केटा यो कसरी टेलिकान्ड हो म ओए क्यामेरा क्यामेरा बॉडी कैम्बोडिया 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 मेक्सिको तीनटा लेटर दिइरहेको गेस्ट कन्ट्री पहिला अस्ट्रेलिया बर्गर बर्गरमा एमए बर्गर एमए बर्गर एमए बर्गर एमए बर्गरमा बर्गर एमए लामो बुटमा म्यानमार्क होइन यो बुटमा अरे लामो म्यानमार्कलाई बुटमा गेम स्टार्ट भएन उता कत्रो टाइम लाग्यो स्टार्ट हुन्छ
But again, though, this guy
Marshall आयो गडा मार्शल
wow, amazing on the Palestina. Again, yes, 3 picks.
We won
100%
this.
win rate.
But then
We
so
won
don't
this.
use it that often, yeah? I mean, compared to Kin, who's picked it up 8 times, 50% win rate.
Yeah, the difference is Kin just plays the Valentina
Just,
XP.
yeah, whatever it
first
is.
pick. Marcel picks it up when there's a
We
solo
won
hit,
this.
So like
That
it's
is true.
when you need
We
it, you
won
pick it
this.
up. Kin is just crazy with
Chris
it,
is
dude.
just like, I just want to play Valentina.
Yeah, he's like, dude, my Arlen and Phobias got banned. Give me the Valentina.
Give me the Valentina. Whatever I lane with, I don't care.
Like,
Yeah.
most of the time, blind.
गाइस बिटिआरले जित्छ होला हौ केटा हो के लाग्छ तिमीहरूलाई
Because he can lane against the phobia.
आज लाइक त छैन त धेरै 200 लाइक पाउनु गाइस
Also because it's
200 लाइक लेट्स गो
on Octa if you know it doesn't work
That's
out.
true.
And also the Rome.
Oh man.
Come
Oh
on, man.
god.
Come on, man.
Maybe they need to focus on mastering more heroes than having that wide hero.
मसरा
combo
बुस्ट
that
खोज्नु
Finn
पर्यो
brings.
त्यस्तो काम चाहिँ हुँदैन है केटा हो
Maybe now can play the Valentino in the gold lane.
Some brand stuff. Chadera.
Chadera, I was about to say.
Yeah.
That reminds me of
We
Chadera.
won this कत्रो ब्रेक भयो हो केटा हो
This
किन
guy,
यत्रो लामो ब्रेक भयो
We've seen how good he can play. We've seen like how hard he can throw too.
Yeah.
मलाई वाइल्ड भोक लाग्यो
Especially in his first three games. But the future is so bright for him.
What would you consider his top 3 picks that like need to be prioritized for him in this meta?
Kiro,
अस्ति चाहिँ जङ्गल खेलेको
Mobius,
अहिले अस्ति चाहिँ
Scarlet,
जङ्गल खेलेको छैन कसैले
And
Lapu.
Sora. And then
Fredrin
Sora.
Baxter hunter.
I think it's just all the meta XPs, man.
Yes.
Because like
Okay.
right now we're in a carry XP meta, so
Mhm.
really all the XPs that have damage, have a ton of CC on top of that damage, he does well on. But then when you put him on Alice, Uranus, you know those kind of picks, it's
Oh.
just like nah, it's not really a Marcel pick. I'd rather Shogun play that. That's why again, Shogun has a much bigger pool of heroes to play with. That's why Geek Fam are overthinking.
माइसक्यो मासरा अब रेड आउँछ मेरो 500 के भ्युवर्स को हानिहाल्यो त रेड मेरो सब्सक्राइबर पुगाइदिइहाल्यो 6000
Diff is quite a big one.
Because I was about to say.
रोमकम B2 एसिटियल रे
but we haven't really seen
खेल्दा
the
कुमार त
flavor
फर्ममा
of
हता
things
आउने
like that
बित्तिकै
coming out from ourselves. But I guess we don't know if it's out of the cards.
We
for him.
won this.
Maybe it just hasn't appeared yet.
We won this
Baguette, he's still a rookie. I think his favorite hero, if I recall,
झन् घटिदिएर 10 भ्युवर्स
Zhong.
Yeah.
His
पल्स चाहिँ झन् घटाउनु भयो है त्यही त यार
same as Shogun, but again, Shogun has it's his sophomore season, right? It's his second season, so he learns a lot. He
Okay.
can play the Uranus, can play Alice now. Maybe the heroes
We
that he
need
cannot play
this.
earlier. Last
We
season,
want
but
this.
now he already developed so much as an XP laner. And
जो पनि ट्राई आउट गर्दैछ एसिटिएलमा सुनेको खै होला यार थाहा भएन मलाई
It's
केटा हो
not enough if they still want to.
I don't know
be in
any
contention
clue
for
about
top two.
SHL or
Right?
Indian
Like, we
teams.
can talk about their
Let's go
performances
drafting
so far in
phase.
their journey, and that's great, definitely.
Drafting
Love to
तर
see that
प्रेडिक्ट गर्ने सबैजना हौ
through, but
सबै चेन्ज भइरहेछ
they need to step up because they're one game away from match point here as we get into
अब
game
बिटिआरले एक गेम हाल्यो नि म्याच पनि पुग्यो बिटिआर
We're gonna see what the map of choice is. And it's gonna be dangerous grass.
second time.
Is this the time maybe for Geek
बाक्से
to
ब्यान होला यार अब
something special?
बाक्से ब्यान आउँछ होला
Hellcurt, no.
Because the
One of the
Hellcurt
power picks.
is out of the meta at this
Yes.
point. It's so
लेट्स गो गेट अ ड्राफ्टिङ फेज
Technically, when Dewa picked it up, it worked, no? In the beginning.
बाक्से ब्यान आएन
Here on the corner.
के
But again, it was against
Claude once again first pick
not
बिटिआरले फर्स्ट पिक क्लड
perspective.
Yes, Claude first pick again.
बाक्से र जुक्सिन
Pick up the Buckshot now.
जुक्सिन लिनु त एकछिन
And
अँ जुक्सिन लिन्छ जुक्सिन लिन्छ
Or the Yi.
जुसिन जुसिन
See, that's the thing about the Claude pick.
Yeah, you have the Claude right to
Exactly.
cover up the Yi
Jushin.
here.
It denies it anyway. So it's like
Yes.
now, boy, it's either you pick a hero that you're not the best at, or you pick a hero that you're very good at, but you get countered by the Claude. So either way, I think Bigatron walk away with a.
ऊ हेरी
Wow.
के
So they let
ऊ लिन है
pick it. But we can just
जुसिन डिनाइ गरेर दिइरहेछ जुसिन
I think so. I don't think there's anything stopping them from picking up the Eve now. With the Fredjin or no?
or
हेरी तिनीहरूले लास्ट पिक गर्नु पर्ने क्या जुसिन लिनु पर्थ्यो अहिले
That could work as well.
Do
Fredjin
you
one
really want to give a boy something that he's comfortable with, though?
if you want to make
If
it
they go Fredjin
spicy.
Arlet and they go
अँ
for
बिटिआर साइडबाट के भन्छ
Lord,
फ्रेड्रिन
Yes.
फ्रेड्रिन आउँछ एउटा
Spicy. You know, if they want to make it unpredictable. for
फ्रेड्रिन
the
र
players.
इभ
The easy answer here again, Fredrin
ओ फ्रेड्रिन र इभ फ्रेड्रिन र इभ
or Fredrin or Jushin.
ओइ खालिद रे ओके
Yi and Freddy.
Cryo.
Yes, so they
खालिद
don't
प्राय
care.
गरिरहेछ र अघिदेखि दुइटा गेम खालिद जस्तै इम्प्याक्ट भइरहेछ
Spicy pick for a boy can come through.
No, I meant, I think,
Oh.
what I meant was, I think they need to pick up the Eve here because they don't want to give a comfortable pick for a boy as
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
जुसिन पिक
My God.
'Cause, I was thinking maybe there's a spicy pick, but if you think about the spicy
रोम र
picks,
के भएको छ रोम र गोल्ड पिक भएको छैन गिक म्यामको साइडमा
horrible against the Eve.
Cannot, yeah, cannot lane.
ब्यान के गर्छ
Second phase.
ए फ्रेड्रिन ब्यान हार्ली र फ्रेड पनि ब्यान हान्छ
Like,
So good.
what are the
Fred
hardest
ni ban
things to
haन्छ।
box against? They play from different angles, man. They attack from so
बिटिआरले के ब्यान हाल्ला
many angles. I don't know how greedy it is, but I think Bigatron has mentality. If they're really wanting to snowball, this could be easy.
Atlas ban?
Their last pick.
Oh.
It's not a lot of. Wait, no, the Khalid is already thrown.
Yes, but
Atlas ban?
again, though, for the explainer, they need something tanky if you want to play this Shunjin, maybe Thursla
Yeah,
or an Alice or a Uranus.
but also still be a glue XP.
Glue XP to make sense against a Boxia here
A lot of possibilities, but you know what? I think right now is a Leo board game
for now.
for now.
Nah, I do agree with that, but I think it's gonna be get banned. I think they will ban the Harley and the Leo
Chip ban.
Atlas here, right?
Chip ban, Chip Atlas ban.
चिप धेरै ब्यान गरेर चाहिँ बलेसीको
They ban
प्रेडिट ब्यान आयो
Leo more came.
आई थिङ्क लास्ट ब्यान उतै आउँछ होला एटलास ब्यान
Geek fam,
त्यस्तो
it's
लाग्यो
best for them to take the glue away.
एटलास ब्यान
Earn Atlas if you want to play the Leo more.
I think the Atlas.
मात्र आज जिम नगयो आज स्याटरडे हो गाइस शनिबार हो आज बिदा हुन्छु
Yeah, I think Big John have to ban the Atlas.
Yes.
I was thinking of a trade, but then Geek
Oh,
fam
Atlas ban.
Atlas first. The glue doesn't do well against the Atlas.
Yeah, I do agree with that. For Bigatron, so what will Nile play? Yes, it's the Leo Mort, yes. So again, it's gonna be a matchup, a good matchup for Marcel, right, against Shogun. The Shogun will pick it up first. I
Pani
think it's
pare
gonna
re?
be fourth pick, Beloyski, R4.
छैन त यता पानी पऱ्यो
Whatever open.
पानी पर्न
Atlas.
पानी पर्न लागिरहेको जस्तो क्लाइमेट छ
Wow.
युजङ ब्यान वाट द फक एटलास ओपन छ
He's banned. It's either way a great pick.
Atlas
like
didn't
it's a
open
chin,
there.
Leo Mord, right? It's a setup for it.
नाले के हाल्छ होला र अब
Set up for an
लियो मोड
Atlas.
ओपन छ
It's a very good pick.
सुयो ओपन छ
Now it puts Geek fam in a tough spot because they revealed the Atlas here.
नायलले के अब ट्याङ्की जङ्गल खेल्न पाउँदैन किनकि फ्रेड्रिन र गुनिबर ब्यान छ बाक्सा पिक गरिसक्यो नायलले के लिएर त केटा हो नायलको पिक सोधिरहेको छु म
Forgetting about the lead. Hello. All right, sorry. They don't need to pick up the Atlas. Go last pick. They're gonna have to reveal the cards for XP though.
Or we're gonna see it.
ओ एक्सपिली हुन्छ बट नभए अहिले
Choloisky.
एलिस लिँदै मार्सल एलिस कि सोरा
They pick up the Arlet.
अर्लोड ओके
Jushin. Yeah.
अच्छा तिमीलाई आजको अपोनेन्ट को एलसिएम भन्दै थियो यत्सुले एलसिएम होला गाइस
As a Fredrin.
आजको अपोनेन्ट हाम्रो
Maybe that's
9 बजे गेम छ यार
Song ban. Probably
ओ भ्याउँछ कि भ्याउँदैन मैले
BTR
कति 7 बजे होइन
so it
8 9
was great
2 घन्टामा गेम सकिन्छ होइन
Leo,
That's
I
also
think.
a
वाच
power
पार्टी यो
Marcel
सकेला त
take.
What do you think, Coach? Napoleo?
for
बेसा सेम पुग्यो नि त सक्दैन होला
Play like very safe. Uranus or Alice.
Ooh. I don't know about. I just don't like it against a Baksha.
आज टुर्नामेन्ट आज 9 बजे टुर्नामेन्ट छ
Space. If you want to play the usual.
सेप्टेम्बर के अरे सुदन सरको च्यानलमा
You want to play Labu in the space.
सोर ओइ अकाय ओ माय
Signature pick for Nile, no?
Yeah, but like, oh my God, they all Geek fam are all in on.
थ्यांक यू
neutral
त गर्नु
position.
न
And the mid prio, it's all in for BTR. So anyway,
आज
this
स्ट्रिम लाइभ
is
गर्नु भन्नु न यहीको लागि मसरब
right?
आज स्ट्रिम 10 बजे छ आज स्ट्रिम सीआरके को यसमा छ सीआरके को यसमा केटा यहीको एक्सट्रिम
There's no invades for the Baksha.
And also a safe pick against an Atlas.
That's
लाइभ
exactly.
पनि तिनीहरू गर्छ यहीको भाइले
Yeah. Wow, well played. That's a good.
म जिम 2 बजेतिर जान्छु यार
They pick up the Sora.
लाइभ हुन्छ टुर्नामेन्टको हुन्छ सुदन सरको च्यानलमा म लिङ्क डिस्कर्डमा हालिदिन्छु नि लाइभ स्टार्ट भएपछि त्यहाँ डिस्कर्डमा चेक गरौँ न
Get the Khalid here.
लास्ट के ल
What can
Atlas.
this draft from Geek
Atlas लियो
Still go for the Atlas.
अकाईको अगेन्स्ट पनि एड्रेसै लियो यार केटा हो
Oh, I think it's gonna be match point.
I think so too. Like, I'm not a fan of the Akai, but they built around.
आज राम्रो टिमको अगेन्स्टमा छ हाम्रो म्याच
Khalid and Eve is fantastic.
And
Now we know.
they've been executing very well the objective fight. So again, I feel like it's gonna be 3-1 though.
The confidence boost from getting the second game or third game rather.
लेट्स गो गाइस लेट्स गो दिस इज द फोर्थ म्याच हैन फोर्थ हो कि
Realize,
फोर्थ हो
Donnie, you agree? Do you think this is gonna get to match point?
गाइस कस्तो ड्राफ्ट मन पर्यो तिमीलाई तिमीहरुलाई कसले कस्तो ड्राफ्ट मन पर्यो गाइस ल लेट्स गो है फोर्थ गेम हो यो केटा टुर्नामेन्ट बेस्ट अफ 3 नै हुन्छ हाम्रो बेस्ट अफ 3 हो
Like the panelists mentioned, and then you have the Akai to kind of nullify that neutral objective take type of gameplay that Geek Fam want to bring to the table, especially to have control over that. So let's see.
लेट्स गो गाइस
Drawn by
फोर्थ गेम
Vitality, one game away from match point, and Geek Fam, it's a tall order to climb.
Let's see if they can equalize the series here, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to remind you that this is a best of 7, not a best of 5.
बोलोई
So the
किन
stakes
पोखर
are
त्यत्रो अगाडि आयो
different, but one more ticket to the grand finals, one more ticket to Paris. Let's see if
one more
Megatron
ticket to Paris
take the match point here with Nile on the Akai.
Are we gonna reach that lucky number 7 though? Because again,
Yeah.
you know, 3-2, season 12. Would have been nice if we, in the new format, in the best of 7, we could go 4-3, right?
We have yet to see a full game of the best of 5.
Yeah, not even a best
Right.
of, yeah, that. Like, a full series being played, right, Gani?
Not just yet. so
mean,
far.
A best of 5 hasn't even fulfilled everything that they really want to get, but now Nile pathing towards
ट्याङ्क जङ्गल बेटा अनि एटलास ओइन पनि राम्रो हुन्छ नि त अगाडि त्यही भएर लिएको होला
was trying to
असिन र लियो मोड भन्दा राम्रै हुन्छ
as the Atlas, we have the tools needed, especially with the perfect match emblems by you. So maybe the firmness as well for the Akai. It's all about surviving. Got some flash to help clear early, and nothing else out of the ordinary for both teams. In terms of the emblems,
ओके मार्शल
all in all, obviously Geek fan, they want to go all in on
भ्याउँछ
the
होला अर्ली
objective,
जुत्न
but for Megatron,
नाइलको अल्टिफिट गर्यो भने राम्रो हुन्थ्यो
moment.
गिकलाई
Just swoop away the players of Geek Fam versus Akai, get a pin down, make it hard. I think Geek Fam might struggle, but a boy in the middle.
Wow. Forcing a boy to recall.
Oh, well, last of Pokan, yeah?
Especially now, has yet to pop the heavy spin here. So Prio should be BTRs. Geek Fam here struggling.
पाउँदैन टोटल गिकले पाउँदैन
Counter engage. That's a heavy spin.
नाइस यार नाइल हकाइको युज गर्यो पर्फेक्ट गेम बाई बिटिआर पर्फेक्ट
Look at that. CZ's ABC, and even you see Shogun popping the blue form just to
यो फाइदा क्या हकाइको अल्टी हान्दिएर टोटल लग्न मिल्छ
the neutral objective, because they know if we can get that, just
600 gold lead BTR को
disengage, we have the tools to engage, and we have the tools to also counter engage. If you want to go in towards the turtle, Geek Fam so far looking quite hard for them to take tempo and take control. Aman
Kenzie.
माने
powered auto attack. It's not enough to take Aman down. Geek Fam.
रिकल गएन
Two
एमान
now. No, yeah, what?
Playing with fire, Amon. What the heck was that, Kenzie?
Okay.
That's a solo.
Is that complacency? Is that playing with fire, like you said? But hey, if you play with fire, you get burnt. And Aman had to pay that price. So that's going to be a silver lining for Geek Fam. Again, the first kill to the Harith. But we have seen this Harith go 3-0 in a span of 7 minutes.
यो यार किन जबरजस्ती यार एमान किन जबरजस्ती प्रो गर्न खोजेन man
Again, controlling over the river, mutual objectives, and how they can translate that lead. It's not big of a lead per se, but at least that's something that you can work with. Marcel!
Flicker, final slash on towards Moreno. That's a combination
Nice,
of
Marcel.
crowd control and damage in the mid lane. Enough to take Moreno down. 2 early important kills here from Geek Fam.
That's beautiful. Good final slash. Just to punish Moreno. And now Geek Fam, they are looking for more.
Pain
Perfect match and the fatal links here on towards
Got your
our
bingo.
BTR.
More. Nice.
No
Really good.
time to Raging Sandstorm. Here comes the Shaman Force invested here as Amon repositions to a safer place now with the wave crashing.
Dive.
Perfect match. Dive is here. That's a purified blazing duet combination to clear.
Whatever.
That's a stun from Nazara and a knock up.
Ui, bacha.
Is not able to.
यस्तो चाहिँ बाँच्छ फेरि वान एन्ड मोर छ अनि मान कस्तो के हो यो त
Survivability.
The Red Raider dodges death, and now it's going to be round 2 in the neutral objective. Geek Fam, 5-man strong. Standing.
No perfect match. Real world manipulation pops. That's going to be the turtle.
Still BTR ले पायो टोटल
Will Torai isolate Finn as Finn is
वी नाइस यार BTR
It's still
Damn.
10 members here in the Land of Dawn, but the turtle goes again to BTR.
At least a momentary respite, despite getting 3 kills to Geek Fam. And Bigatron by Vitality, they can still play this early. Well, glowing one completed, and Aman is gonna go in directly to his first item. That's gonna
मेरो पनि टिममा हो म अहिले कुनै टिममा हैन म एएनसी को लागि हो अहिले
doing a good job and just keeping the squad at bay. The Zara completes the
एएनसी को लागि
first
मात्र हो
element, and they're gonna crash in on Aman. BMI away. Gold Crab completed. Finn is gonna be able to bob and weave with that passive. So as of now, Geek Fam are just trying to make sure they
British
have
and Nile go.
control over these zones.
Nile को also
To have Nile spin.
Okay, that's a purple for contest.
पर्पलले भयो नाइलले पाएन ठिक छ
And pops a heavy spin to escape, so that's a win for the Red Robots, and Geek Fam here is slightly behind now. They gotta look for compensation here, realize.
Yep. They were going for a few invades towards Nile as well, especially when you have the Atlas. But it just doesn't work like that because, you know, the Akai, super tanky, very beefy as well. You have that insta disengage button with the heavy spin. So that's why I think it really helps Bigatron a lot, considering the fact that Geek Fam really want to fight at all, especially with the Arlet, and then you have a Baxia going in, but on bottom.
Shogun?
Oh, that's final slash already committed. Shogun is able to
Shogun
dash
छोड्नु
away
पर्छ
with
turret.
the ult.
माथिको पाएन है बिटाले माथिको पाउँछ र
Great call, top lane though, action a lot. That's gonna be Beloyski on the board. He popped the that's a flicker from Moreno, the maestro.
बराबर Kenji, very nice.
Kenji down and Nile and Amon will
Lovely, lovely
take
BTR.
that assist and kill. Structure bot lane will be traded towards stop as Geek Fam here finally have a say in the turtle take.
Yeah, they're still trying to fight through this, but at least the objective finally falls in the hands of Geek Fam, knowing on the back of that gank down bottom for Shogun, he had no ult, and then up top, action happened. Moreno again with an aggressive playstyle with the Sieve. You would reckon that the Eve, the artillery mage, plays from the far back, just spam the skills. For Moreno, it's all about the flashy play, Shogun.
बराबर मार्सल मर
But that's the raging sandstorm.
मार्सलले ड्यास हो कि नि
Came
त्यहाँ
into place.
नभए
With the
मर्दिन्छ
help of
मार्सल
Shogun, definitely enough damage to take Marcel down.
This is where it gets tricky now because Bigatron
Wait, oh wait.
stands tall, the pin down.
Yep, onto his boy. Calm flicker to escape from that sticky situation. But
Tell
that's
him
again
what's
information.
नायले कस्तो राम्रो खेल्ला छ यार केटा हो हेर न फर्स्ट सिरिजदेखि नायले कस्तो मिठो खेल्ला छ
You have the Harris, you have to choose it with the Crimson Beacon, but if you get pinned down by the Akai, you need to wait for the spin to expire, then you can do something about it. So as of now, that's going to be the main tool that Bigatron will play with. Meanwhile, you're just going to let Kanziski farm up top, get those items, get the gold, and possibly return stronger. 2 items completed already, Sarlium Sight with the Feather of Heaven. Meanwhile, a quick chastise for Beloyski with the Atlas. So he wants to survive a little bit more. With the HP regen, you're pretty low, and then, you know, it's all just about tanking the damage, going in front. But we haven't really seen that full team fight come to fruition.
Yeah.
Because if you take a look at the lineup that Geek Fam has, the Arlet, then you have the Atlas as well, it's pretty heavy CC. That's why this Akai then also comes to show. So the question is,
मोरेनोले नि राम्रो खेल्ला छ प्लेअफमा मोरेनो र मोरेनो फिन
wait
or
for
Nile.
something to happen, and then you have Nile.
Mid trial
Spin,
अति राम्रो खेल्ला छ
Shogun will just follow up. You have the shifting skies, and it's all fine and dandy. And now, all eyes are on the Lord. 11 seconds. Shogun down bottom shows, but the Lord hasn't spawned just yet, so you do have
हिमालय
some
ब्लू
time
दिन लाग्यो
to play your way into the pit. Finn, hidden in the bush. Also Beloyski as well. Spell counts, still. Purifies and flickers available for Bigatron by Vitality. But for Geek Fam, a boy has no flicker. So that'll be a main point to look at.
गिग टाइमको इमर दिइरहेछ नायले
Definitely can be
मन पर्छ यार
targeted.
लास्टै स्पाइस भयो
Boy, that is what 15 seconds on the clock to have that flicker available with the Lord up here.
The waves though.
Yeah, the waves are going to be dealt with. Both teams are playing it slow on the Lord dance, but Iman is on the Lord. That's going to be the seal pops. Raging
Ui.
Sandstorm onto it soon. Real world manipulation here already enough to zone members of Geek Fam away.
तर नाइ बिटिआर यो
Here comes it. Re-engage from Geek Fam. 2-man Phalanx.
Ui, Nazareth by Lord.
And
Lord.
now finds Beloy. That's going to be Kenzie hopping the shout for BTR. Re-engaging again with the cycles up. Now they want the mid lane as Geek Fam is trying to defend. Can they clear? Yes, they can. BTR.
Roam for
they got
Lord.
Beloy. but
Geek
they
ले nice
lose out
trade
on
है
the Lord.
lovely
Good choice for Geek Fams, just this engage.
कस्तो रिट्रान है नजरले बाफ रे
That
बाफ
even with that single fatal links, Nile was still able
Retreat
to
चाहिँ हल्का
survive
दोस्ती रहेछ
so
नाइलको
long
यार
with the spin again. It is such a very strong tool for Bigatron by Vitality to use. And again, Bigatron are able to get the kill, but at least the Zara won that red tree battle, or rather get the Lord too. So that's gonna be some sort of respite for Geek Fam. But can they manage the waves? I don't think they can. Down bottom is just gonna be stuck there, and the Lord will march into a tier 2 turret. Beloyski might look for something, but Iman will try to clear the wave. This Lord is still kind of weak.
The Lord will just
Marcel
destroy, I believe, top turret. Oh, not even. Almost. Barely survives there. Barely standing. Amon is still top. They want to fight.
Nile out on what's up.
Forward. Can they have time? That's the heavy spin committed by Nile. Just to escape. And that will be just
Mid match जुत्छ क्या Geek ले
A-OK.
Yep. Competition wants to play up close and personal, so that spin again and again saves Nile.
बलेको फिगर
Deal
छैन
very easily with the Akai as well. Just keep your carries intact. Chogo in the back.
Bole फस्यो त
Positioning, right? No perfect match here for Lord.
Bole मरे
For Beloy. And that's going to be an easy poke and easy kill for BTR. Wave bottom
Fiend.
side splash, 3-man stun. But the
Roam for
damage
roam.
burst from Kenzie is enough to take him down. Both roamers off the board.
Yeah, no follow-up right there. At least down bottom, Geek Fam gets something. And
Marcel को
top
figure
side
out
as well. A very, very weak pulse. So all it takes is just one blow to take it down.
यो मैं अति गेम हुँदैछ त यार केटा हो टक्करको म्याच भइरहेछ
Opening up the bush again, just looking for an angle in the jungle. So yeah, you can see how the Atlas also suffers from the damage that Megatron has. So you're gonna take a second to find the angles. Again, just play with the Fatal Links. But the main formula that Megatron has been using in the past 2 games has been the box.
that's why then I make sure to like this image 7 like page like हाम्रो guys सबले like र subscribe दिउँ न
It even has to juice in.
6000 subscriber छिटै पुग्नु पनि
Lantern flare, you would have played from like almost like a front to back with it, but you can't really step forward because the RWM is always going to be there. The chess box that's always so pesky to deal with. And Geek Fam needs something to like explore whether they want to go all in, go for a fatal lose, and just look for one easy engage. See May Kids there cheering for the boys of Geek Fam.
Hey.
Was
All
part?
smiles from the smiling jungler.
Yeah. Wish his return as soon as possible. But now the Lord spawns and bottom side wave pushing for Geek Fam. They're looking for something here.
Yeah, Arfang is in the building as well. Ex-coach of BTR this regular season as the Lord is up now. It's going to be a big Lord dance. Top lane though, heavily favoring the Red Robots.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a flicker from a boy, from Moreno rather. That's a big information.
परेको फिगर छैन केटा हो अब गाह्रो पर्ने भयो पिटिआरलाई
That fatal link's available as our
को त्यो फिल्म मर्यो
Finn now taking down the lead and forced to use the flicker, but die regardless. That's going to be Shaman Force come in and take
भ्याउँदैन
a
यार
look at
पछाडि
Moreno.
मरेनलाई मार्यो ओए मार्सल
Zones 2 members and takes Moreno down. That's going to be
इमानको अल्ट छैन अल्ट छ इमानको अल्ट छ
Now repositions Iman is provided damage for
यार
his team.
नाइले अल्ट नानु पनि यार यता
That's a good
फ्री
see.
लर्ड
That is so
Free Lord
good
Vikyala.
coming against Geek Fam. They knew, okay, let's just try to
नाम भयो त नाम भयो केटा हो
down the main tag, the main frontliner, that was going to be Finn, and they even committed a fatal links to get Finn going down. And then they also paid attention to the fact that Moreno didn't have his spell up, that flicker gone. And that's
So
where
crazy
the
game
Marlon
by
lives in the
Ram.
back. Because in game 2, they didn't really have something. They
Wait,
didn't really have
man, दुईटा टिमलाई प्यारिस जान मन छ के गरोस् है यस्तो
Yeah,
क्रेजी
but
खेलेछ
Armin
यार
is
दुईटा
gonna
टिमले
lob and weave and get the damage going as well. Just disrupt the sieve. That was a kill coming in.
कम्पिटिसन त छ क्या एम्पेयर आइडीमा त्यही एउटा उनीले हो सबैले डोमिनेट गर्ने त्यही भएर त्यस्तो मलाई
Kills? No, nothing again alpha type of deal. Lonnie, I know.
Hopefully not.
6-7. 6-7.
I am a Gen Z though.
Gen
So,
Z. Are you?
15 minutes. We're approaching here of game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Rather, game number 4. And let's see if Geek Fam can find cruise control here with the Lord that is approaching and crashing in the mid lane, or rather in the bottom lane.
Topside turret broken down as well. But that Lord's still stuck. They're gonna go for the second wave and just reassign the lanes again. Top. It's opening up the zones for Geek Fam to access now. Bigatron by Vitality.
कस्तो डिफेन्ड गर्छ यार गिगले ए बिटिआरले
I think still stands strong and manages, it can manage to hold the siege from Geek Fam because they don't have the best siege, right? That's the Harriet. Sure, you have the Zaman Force if you want to go in, go out.
मार्सलको फ्लिकर
They
अल्ट
need something. They need a movement, a set possibly to kind of disrupt the players. Bigatron by Vitality.
Uh-oh, that's
Nile got all bit one.
Nile pops the heavy spin. The Lord will take the turret down.
यिनी
by
पायो
side. That's
लास्ट
a good sign for Geek Fam, but
गिगलाई त राम्रो यार यिनी पायो केटा हो
turret is still intact.
That's a win I'll take all day. I mean, you get that. You can reset again. You even have control of the jungle that Bigatron lies in. Couple buff as well stolen. And they might want to look for something that's gonna be a perfect match again up top.
Well, he has a flicker, fatal links to his
डर लागिसक्यो केटा हो आफूलाई हेर चाहिँ डर लागिसक्यो कसरी खेल्ला छ यिनीहरू एलिमिनेसन म्याच खेल्ला छ
done. It's a reset.
one
Let's
series
back off.
to qualify for EWC Paris
Main point, right? Because you know that Akai is always going to be able to disengage. There's no need for you to chase. And even Geek Fam, they need to wait for the cycles to end. That's where they're going to want to go. Final slash towards Finn. He's going to be A-OK behind that, but Nazara might want to crash onto Shogun. It's going to be tanky still. But Baxia Mark really plays a big role, but the Passance has been used. So they can cycle that around that again. They need to wait for Shogun to pop that Tic Skies, Moreno with a chest box as well. That's something they need to bypass. If they want to send Marsal flying in, look for a final slash, disrupt that ult.
Concentrated. Oi, Finn.
That's Finn.
All alone here. I don't think Finn can escape. That's
Finn
going to be
more.
Sanson. He
might.
might defensively. That's a stun.
Oi.
Great
Oi,
cover,
Finn.
Take a look at the boy and Marcel jumping in towards the wrong round.
Marcel फस्यो Marcel को flicker छैन ओइ बोलै मर्यो इमान every time त्यही mistake यार इमानबाट every fucking time oh my god bro every time winter ground ulti match नि हान्न winter ground ulti कस्तो मुजी रहेछ यो त हेर न इमानलाई हेर न यार इमानलाई हेर अल्टी क्यान्सल भएछ winter ground every fucking time त्यही mistake चाहिँ कसरी गर्न सक्छ इमान यार
Destiny for a boy. Geek Fam, they're holding steadfast at least.
नबनाए winter ground बरु म चाहिँ यसरी गुलासो winter ground भन्नु
Out of Big Turn by Vitality, you know, item builds by Dunia Games. A Winter Crown as well for Niall. So it's all about surviving as long as possible, and even a Guardian helmet there for the Akai. Because he knows he's going to take a lot of poke, either from the Harriet or
one bit different
some sort of DPS.
nice air feed
So
lane sick गर्न दिएन फिलले nice one lot clear mid को डर त जान्छ छोड दिन्छ mid को डर डिफेन्ड हुन्छ र mid को हुँदैन होला यार ए हुन्छ होला ओइ नाइस डिफेन्ड यार तर अझै वेयर बाहिर छ उइ फिन आमा अति यार फिन त अति लेन घुमाइदिरा छ यार ड्याम यार लभली खेल्दैछ यार फिनले नाइस आउट मरेन उइ फिन परारो
Will they go for more? It seems like the call is not just yet.
not a bad defender BTR को राम्रो defend
Oh no.
It's gonna be the main target here from Geek Fam. I think
Finn alt
lot
of figure bit पनि Finn को
the mobility that the Khalid has, Finn is A-OK.
He's gonna be fine. And this is where the Atlas is so good when it comes to facing a composition like Bigatron does have, right? You have that perfect match.
र सरी है अघि हल्का मुखबाट के
Is it going in? Is it just a roost? Is it a taunt?
एउटै मिस्टेक एभ्री टाइम गरिरहेछ क्या हिमालले अल्ट हान्दाखेरि हिजो अस्ति त्यही भन्दा चाहिँ विन्डो ग्राउन्ड आउँदै
That will be so resourceful for Bigatron to use. Finn, they're gonna be the great escape.
फिन फेरि किन यत्रो अगाडि छ फिन अघि के त लर्ड आउँदैन अहिले लर्डमा जन्मिहाल्छ फिन तर धेरै अगाडि भएको थियो फिकर छैन भने त हल्का पछाडि खेल्यो हुन्छ नि फिनले
That mid-wave, obviously very much
Wee.
towards the players of Bigatron.
That's a fataling on towards that. Here comes Marcel with damage. Final slash finds someone. Winner crown pop with a blade. Here comes the shout force by Kenzie. That's gonna be Kenzie providing.
Marcel. Bachu, Marcel पनि.
Actually escape, but all the remaining members from both teams.
Damn, सबैको स्पेल युज भयो बिटर को साइडमा.
Still there. If you can get the members of Geek Fam in that chest box, it's gonna be a deal sealed for Bigatron by Vitality. That's what they've been trying to do. Chest box open, Shogun goes in with the cloud form, gets all four inside of that. They're gonna have to wait for the Atlas to go for the fatal links, and then you could orchestrate that move. And even Bakai kind of helps as well, but so far it hasn't been able to eat any victim. Evolved Lord territory gone. 20 minutes.
Possibly.
Bigatron looking for something.
Yep, spots out Nile. The Lord
No. Wrong conceal भयो यार. Conceal waste भयो.
You mentioned it. It's
लेन प्रेसर हुन्छ बिटिआरले लास्ट चाहिँ माथि हैन त्यो बलेस के एक्लैले लेन क्लियर गर्न गएको एटलासबाट रोटेट गर्न मिल्छ
At
भने
least it's gonna be able to get to the river fast.
फिन पनि सेम गर्ने होला रोम र दुईजना रोम
This is over 1v1 we have here, but now the action all pans out to the Lord. Look at the Lois. I think he's just gonna look for a flank angle possibly. If he doesn't show, we know what he can
स्कोर
do.
स्कोर 2-1 त्यही यति माथि छ त केटा हो यो हेर नि यो लिडर
Very wary of where Beloyski is.
Finn is able to locate Beloyski's whereabouts as well. Here comes a perfect match. Another information that BTR can download is that Beloyski for a couple of seconds will not have the perfect match, but it seems like Geek Fam and BTR they're taking it slow. Moreno hasn't shown, so that's going to be a big.
मरेनको फ्लिकर त आइसक्यो सोगुनको मात्रै फ्लिकर छैन हो सोगुन मार्शल
It's a dance. They're waiting for something. The waves up top, down bottom will meet.
Yep, Nile here receiving the final slash, stun, frozen, everything. Real world manipulation locking in place. Check a look at Shogun. Zoning 4 members and
Shogun
Lord
mara.
stay alive. Here comes the Lord.
त लर्ड पायो नि त
Take a look at
Backer,
this
backer,
man.
beater, backer.
They're distracted. They got Shogun.
Ui, nice beat by Iman. No, back.
Will deflect the final slash. Beloyski perfect match. Will not commit on towards it. They got Shogun, but they lose out on the Lord.
GG यार बिट यार but lot of clear भइहाल्छ यार तर इभल प्लेयर त हो केटा हो ओए मा लेट गेम पुग्छ यार केटा हो 22 मिनेट भइसक्यो रहेछ त Defend on Dario.
Not as fast as a Claude per se. And Victron will respond to this, but how? What will they look for? Is it going to be a pin down? Is it going to be a force
गेम चाहिँ
play?
कडै भइरहेछ ओइ सी अलर्ट बनाइरहेछ फिलले
Extra damage. He
What
needs
the
that.
fuck?
For Victron to go.
अबैको नाइस शॉट केन्जी मर्यो
Pin down.
ओ माय गॉड जीजी अति मिठो है नायल मरे मरे जीजी बिटिआर जित्यो बिटिआर 3-1 बिटिआर जीजी बिटिआर 3-1
Geek Fam shatter the mirror again. This time, the red robots will make sure they fall into the crystal. They
लेट्स
go
गो
with the
केटा
Lord.
लेट्स गो नायलले अति खेल्छ यार कति खेल्छ ओइ मरेनो प्ले हो क्या अबैबाट
To end this.
ओइ मरेनो प्ले हो क्या
Behold,
ओइ मरेनो प्ले हो क्या मरेन जीजी केटा जीजी जीजी यार त्यस्तो मरेन कि मर्दैन ब्ल्याड ब्याड सबै ए मरेन रे त्यसको
by
ओए
Vitality
म्या बिटिआर तात्तिसक्यो बिटिआर
of Paris.
वान मोर गेम है बिटिआर अनि प्यारिस वान मोर गेम ब्रो
Geek Fam fumble. Yet another chance.
गिगला तनाव भयो यार गीत पनि मायालाई मजा केटा
It was as sweet as sugar, but now Geek Fam lose everything. It might be tilting. It might consume them.
धेरै अगाडि डिफेन्ड गरे बिटिआर उयो गीतले
But hidden in the darkness of their
GGR,
losses
BTR.
is a ghost haunting them.
ना यार गीतको प्लेयरहरुको माया लाग्यो मलाई
Of
फेस
failing
हेर्दै
at the Velodrome again, season 15 against RRQ. It
Oh
was a
my
4-1 loss. Will it be yet another story carved? It's a deja vu here, the lower bracket finals.
वान मोर गेम टु गो लेट्स गो बिटिआर
One step away, one breath away now. The job is not done, realize. The series is not over. But BTR, they are at an advantage here in the lower
वान मोर गेम यार
bracket finals.
नाइलले अति मिठो पकडेको यार अहिले
Bam. A lot of solutions
वेटे केटा एकछिन
that needed to be covered here in the coming game.
5 years.
Wow.
5 years. It was Bigatron and MSC 2021, the last time they were there. They had to wait 5 years. Could this finally be the moment where they finally grace again the international stage? MSC is on the horizon. And when you win in that fashion, it
Wait,
makes you
wait.
from the inside. Bigatron, where is the choke? No choke whatsoever so far. in the lower bracket finals. They
Uh-huh.
have defied what they were supposed to
All
become.
these
They were
just to lose to
defying the
Onyx.
curse.
अहिले मेन गोल भनेको इडब्ल्युसी पुग्नु हो केटा
And
प्यारिस
now
पुग्नु हो
this
कहाँ ओनिकको लागि
series
फाइनलको लागि फेस गर्नु होइन नि त
is
अहिले
theirs to win.
प्यारिस पुग्नु हो नि त मेन गोल भने इडब्ल्युसी
Game away.
इन्टरनेसनल खेल्नु हो
Let's
मेन
see
गोल
what the panels has to say about this.
You can almost smell it.
Miracle
You can
error.
almost taste it. The croissant in Paris. Ladies and gentlemen, BTR are now officially at match point. 1 game away of making it to the grand finals and securing that second ticket from
Miracle error.
MPLP to EWC. Still stay humble at this point.
Stay humble.
Stay humble, eh? Stay humble, eh? But my God, when
What a
have you
game.
ever seen Bigatron get a Lord, play it like that? They build a slow push up top. They play around the Lord. They go back and forth. They start poking here and there. Nile gets all in. He waits for the team, trusting the team, and then they get the Lord. I'm like, okay, it's over. But no, they get the Lord and they back away. Voss, Bigatron, you are not who I remember you to be, man. Discipline. Oh my God, fantastic.
सर भोलि पिटिआर भएपछि ओनिकमा कसले जित्छ होला
But
आई थिङ्क ओनिक नै होला बट धेरै टफ फाइट दिन्छ पिटिआरले गिग फ्याम भन्दा त
Geek fam.
That was so good.
गिग फ्यामले थ्रो गरेन भने गिग फ्यामको गिग फ्यामले बिटिआरले थ्रो गरेन भने चान्स त छ
Both of them. Man,
ओनिकलाई जित्ने
I mean, if you guys
इट इज
miss
फर्स्ट इन्टरनेसनल फर बिटिआर त्यही त फर्स्ट इन्टरनेसनल हो बिटिआरलाई त्यही भएर नि म बिटिआरलाई फुल सपोर्ट गरेर हो
blazing duet from
अहिलेसम्म
everyone,
एकचोटि पनि इन्टरनेसनल जान पाएको छैन यार
turn the game
बिटिआर
around for Geek fam. But
यसपालि जान्छ कि
Bigatron,
होप
they
सो
can smell the baguette. They can smell the croissant. That's
so
why
close.
they're
It's
not.
so
Stay humble,
close.
That's
stay
why.
humble,
That's
stay
why
humble.
they're not throwing. They're not
Stay humble.
choking. They play with their advantages. They play with their calm. They play with their box. They wait the Harriet.
अति खेलेको यार बिटिआरले ड्याम ब्रो कस्तो क्लिन खेल्यो यार लेटमा
And after that, just all in, end the game.
Oh, one more game, BTR, one more game, please, man.
The entire game was so close.
Yes.
Like you could barely see a goal difference when it got to
100
the
goal lead.
mid game. Exactly. It was so close. And at some point, it looked like the map was red. It felt like Geek Fam had more control
They
over
did.
the jungle of BTR, and they still were able to find a moment.
Again, though, the small things. Finn, playing around with the minions in the mid lane, just baiting the minion to go, so it's not pushing. Man, that small things, man, amazing.
We won this.
This is the crucial moment, though, from game number 4.
कस्तो टाइम ब्याक गर्दा यार राम्रो डिसिजन मेकिङ हो यार लर्डले नि लर्डले र ब्याक गरेको राम्रो हो यार या ओ माई गॉड मोरेनोको अल्ट ड्याम मोरेनो र नायल उयसको अल्ट नायलको ड्याम मोरेनो पो रहेछ त यार प्युरिफाई फोर्स गर्ने
We can't even say that Geek Fam made a mistake here because they were thinking it's 4v5.
Yes.
Shogun is down. We need to deal with the Lord now because if we let it crash, we're gonna lose a base turret in the.
नायल एमबिपी अति खेल्यो नायलले मा कसम भनेको नि कस्तो मिठो खेलेको ट्याङ्गी जङ्गल
Nile, man.
पर्फेक्ट खेल्यो ना
Big game player.
Bro,
Even
this
in the
guy.
drafts, he wasn't prioritized.
for sure. And it's like, this guy is so annoying. As a fan and as an opponent, like, I mean, he invades on Akai with no red tree on the purple buff. And he ults to get away perfectly. Like, this guy's playing with the thinnest of margins. And it's
Ati
playing with
halta
my
na.
heart sometimes, because I'm like, hey.
And that what makes Nile Nile, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Cold-blooded.
If he's not like that, he's not Nile. Man.
That's bro.
In the past, maybe it was a bad thing. It looks like in the series, so far so good.
The gamble paid off.
The game will pay it off, yes. But man, this one here, man, Beloyski, what a fatal link.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Stun out.
बिटिआरले यो हो भने त मिडको झुलेर मर्छ होला अरे
Come on, man, keep it. Is it this one?
अब त जित्छ होला यार एक गेम मात्रै चाहियो बिटिआरलाई प्रो अब नि थ्रो गर्यो भने त
This one? Yeah, look at Marcel.
तर गिग फ्यामको माया लाग्यो क्या
Yes,
There.
look at the cancel.
Beautiful.
It was a winning team fight for Bigatron.
Yep.
Up until Marcel did that final flash and then turn the game around. Give Ham.
तर यही हो क्या केटा हो दुईजना क्वालिफाई हुन्छ थर्ड टिमको चाहिँ लास्ट माया लाग्छ क्या बिचरा त्यत्रो सिजन खेल्छ लास्टमा एउटा मुभमेन्टले गर्दा
And then Bigatron just
International
also
miss हुन्छ
got
यार।
a heavy spin. And this one again. The heavy
ओनिक
spin.
पिएचको त्यही भयो यार अब गिग फ्याम पनि सेम हुन्छ
That's why, in case you're wondering again,
लास्ट
that
त दुख्छ नि
final
थर्ड हुनेलाई त
Zara just go
एमपिएल
on the
आइडीमा
board.
एमपिएल आइडी
Now
एमपिएल
we're
पिएस
sweeping the
अनि
ultimate.
एमपिएल
Now it's the
मलेसिया
whole win condition for for Bigatron, and that's why Geek Fam initiated after getting poked so
No
badly
wild card
early.
spot हुन्छ
They're
न
gonna play the
केही
heavy
हुन्छ
timeout, but it
6
was
महिना
taken
ग्याप
out by
हुन्छ
Israel.
इन्टरनेसनल मिस हुन्छ
And man, well played to the two here, Nazara and Aboy. They really
इन्डोमा नायल टप कति पर्छ होला जङ्गल टप 2 मेरो हिसाबमा चाहिँ
you can't do, right?
टप 2 होइन
All of them had the item swaps and man, Immo, Rose Gold, yada yada yada.
At the end of the day, it was like just individual mechanics that started to really show between both of these teams. And I think the one thing that I really respected the most from BTR is the fact that they were able to find a loophole on Marcel's signature Marcel Arlet pick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like they lost to that in like number 2.
But man, though, still, Marcel, what a game, what a player.
लेट्स गो one more game bro one more
Cleared
game
the early game for Geek Fam, but one critic that I can make for Geek Fam, if you're playing like Baxia, Arlet, Tushin, play with the Arlet more. Rotate to the Arlet more. If you want to bring him to the fight, go to the
हो त
snippers, force
MSC
him
मा
and then
BTR
rotate
यही
the
जस्तो
leaders.
खेलिदिन्छ
Because we've
नि
seen the early game, the
हेर
Arlet
भाइ
was left
अब
alone
त
with
यो
Sora
TRPL ले
1v1,
घन्टा नि
and
मिस्टेक
then he gets
खेल्दैन
again with Akai. It was
TRPL
sad,
लाई
but
चाहिरहेको छ
Marcel
MSC को
still
पैसा
sees the moments and everything with the final slash and the Fenris.
बाक्सले किन लड्न अरे सोरा पछि गइरहेछ
Has a chance in this game, but
किनकि
BTR
मान्छे मानी बोल्थ्यो होला
the experience
याज
that
कि और
they
नायल
have.
फॉर मी नायल
I mean,
गाइस
we've talked about BTR for so long. I think for
Nile
the
को
past what,
potential
4
last
games
हो
now. So now that the Backstar gets
हेरौँ न अहिले
involved,
पनि
it's
यसले
like,
ढाडमा राखेको छ
what are the
नायलले
winning conditions for Geek Fam as we get into game number 5?
Hmm.
What did they do?
I think they're doing it. Oh man, it's so hard because BTR has been playing so clean. Because I think that game 4 is showing like what Geek Fams do the best. Like Beloyski on the initiation hero, Marcel.
याज कि गुड डे नायल ओभरऑल
Very playmaking
फॉर
hero.
मी नायल हो ओभरऑल नायल
Beloyski
गुड
was
डे मा
having
नायल
the Harry
ब्याड डे मा
with the
नायल
Boy, with the Jushin. Was also having a good time. But again, I think the experience are showing for Bigatron. I think the lack of experience
Born
for
on
Geek Fam
no
is
match
really creeping in. That's why they're playing
राति
like in
भइसक्यो
a rush. They try to
Will
do
you
some
want
weakness.
this?
They try to get the kills in the last Lord fight, but again, the experience are showing. They're just all in the Lord, get back, and then regroup with the evolved Lord.
It really makes me wonder, is Harith just not it? But before you do answer that, we want to get a quick check
BTR को क्याप्टेन को होला खै
with Alyssa at the
सोगुन हो
festival.
कि
How is it at the festival?
के
Bang Paso, mohon maaf nih, kenapa happy birthday?
Top
Ya kan?
global miare.
Lagi main game ini lagi bertarung buat ke Paris loh bang.
Ya, ini adalah awal langkah pertama.
Awal langkah pertama, jadi yang penting dia birthday aja.
Ya, betul.
Alright, sudah di sini bersama Lisa ada Bang Pasco. Give it lagi Bang juaranya. Wow, Bang Pasco, tapi Lisa penasaran nih, kenapa dengan pasukan-pasukannya hari ini datang ke MPL nih Bang?
Oh, jelas di sini kami ingin menyaksikan BTR
कुनी देखो
kami.
फर्स्ट हो केटा यो
Oh, ternyata Bang Pasco merupakan salah satu buff BTR. Emang BTR B-nya emang botak gitu ya? Karena di dalam ada Robi Pancoro, di sini ada Bang Pasco, emang B-nya for botak gitu ya?
Bukan, lebih ke gimana ya, kayak yang punya BTR tetangga kami, nggak
Tahu
mungkin
mungkin
nggak
ada, ada.
support.
Oh, tetangga disupport. Ini udah sampai teriguan nih Bang Pasco. Gimana euforia dan keseruan di King Phoenix Festival nih hari
यो
ini?
ग्लोबल मियारे हो
Pasti
केटा
seru
यो
banget, di sini banyak hal-hal positifnya dan vibe nontonnya lebih seru.
त्यो हेर्दा पनि
Lebih
डार्क
seru
सिस्टम
ya,
जस्तो छ
jadi makanya lebih milih
Dark system
nonton
ya.
di festival juga nih. Tapi ada alasan khusus gak sih selain tadi tetangga?
Iya, nebak gitu.
Ngeliat BTR permainannya hari ini jago aja, jago banget.
Heran, heran, mata
memuaskan nih Bang Pasco, gimana nih?
Ya sebenarnya sih udah oke lah.
रोजर ए हो
BTR
रोजर को
itu
कॉस्प्ले को
gameplaynya
होता है यो
udah sangat oke lah menurut aku.
रोजर को
Di
कॉस्ट
kancah internasional.
Udah kok cocok
Roller
ya
kayak
untuk
apa,
wakilin
birsirahin
Indonesia
tuh
di
piramid
Paris
wala.
nanti di EWC. Alright Bang Pascol, tapi kita juga pengen denger nih, kayaknya kata-kata hari ini dari Bang Pascol, kayaknya nggak afdol nih. Kenapa harus bayar ya Bang? Mahal gak Bang? Biasa kalau minta kata-kata hari ini Bang?
Gratis kok.
Oh gratis, saya punya 10.000 nih Bang, nanti saya support ya Bang.
त्यो पैसा दिए त्यसलाई
Diskon ya kan, diskon MPL. Oh diambil dulu Bang ya, boleh Bang, kata-kata hari ini
खुसी
Bang.
भएको छ त पैसा पाएन
Jika kau masih beban keluarga dan pengangguran, maka Ayo para Clipper, ubah kontenmu jadi uang di kitaklip.com.
Promosi curang.
Gimana,
Udah
gimana?
dibayar, promosi juga kurang baik
Bang,
apa
pas
ya
tuh,
kan kita di sini.
Bang, pas kok.
Bang, tapi Alisa nggak mau kata-kata hari ini aja. Kita harus coba semangat di King Phoenix Festival karena di sini Biget Troopers dan juga Geek Community kayaknya hadir.
Itu konflik
Alisa
itu
pengen
pasti
minta
di mana,
Bang
Ler?
Pascol
What the
panggil
fuck?
Biget Troopers dan Alisa panggil Geek Community. Gimana? Setuju? Silakan Bang Pascol duluan nih.
Buat Bigetron, mana suaranya?
Ele vibe lang sa kailangan.
Jangan mau kalah ya buat Geek Fam ya. Mana suara Geek Fam?
Wow, luar biasa sekali ya. Seru sekali di sini semuanya pada nonton dan seru-seruan bareng di King Phoenix Festival. Kalau gitu ajak juga dong dengan gayanya Bang Pascol untuk semuanya datang langsung ke MPL terutama karena
Ya, the
ini
pure dark
grand
system,
final
dark
banget.
system.
Kita
Dark
akan
form.
tahu juara
Dark
MPL season
system
17.
number one.
Silakan Bang Pascol.
Buat teman-teman di rumah, kalau gabut langsung aja ke Fieldrome MPL. Kita nonton bareng di sini karena besok udah final. Ayo seru-seruan, pergi dengan BTR, pulang dengan selamat.
But tahu ko may video to ya eso.
Bang Pascol sudah begitu semangat yang mendukung BTR. Tapi Bang, saya punya pertanyaan satu Bang. Lehernya mana Bang? Diangkat dikit Bang, chin up, chin up. Oke, itulah tadi keseruan Alisa bersama Bang Pascol dan juga King Phoenix Festival. Sekali lagi King Phoenix Festival, mana suaranya? So, itu dia keseruan kami di sini. Jadi jangan lupa datang
Kopal
langsung
kalat.
ke
Thank you.
Velodrome karena
Kopal
hanya
kila.
sampai besok saja kita bisa seru-seruan dan melihat siapakah juara kita untuk mewakili Indonesia di EWC 2026 Paris. So, panelists silakan take it over. Happy birthday.
BTR,
Happy birthday. Hoi, hoi, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And it looks like they are having so much fun over
Paris.
there at the King Phoenix Festival, and they are showing their support for BTR. And considering they are one step away
Happy
of achieving
birthday
the
to
last gates of
you.
Paris,
Happy
will that support be
birthday
enough to
to
get the final
you.
game number 5?
कपालबाट पाउडर maybe हुन सक्छ.
Stay humble, eh? I think it's
Stay
always,
humble.
Stay
there's
humble.
always a chance for Geek Fam to come back.
Game हान्नु पर्यो क्या अहिलेको?
Term Geekable
Game भन्दा नि
from them as
फर्केछ
well,
म.
up against Onyx in the first day of season 14. It always looked bad for them. 10,000 goal lead, but they won. 10,000 goal lead, but they won. So at this point, there's no guarantee.
क्या चेस हेरौँ एकछिन.
For it, there's a lot of
But chase
open
हेर्दै
theory
बस्छ त.
that leads to sterile inequality where you don't really get
यो चाहिँ
out,
पहिलाको स्पोर्ट वर्ल्ड
into
कपको
this
फाइनल
game.
है
You
चेसको.
don't really maintain any winning chances. Okay, I was going to say, play something offbeat. Pawn to b6, we see the eval bar rise. That is very offbeat. Doesn't fight for the center, but I totally understand the reasoning for it.
I was going to ask you, when you would play the Alapin, was there a move by Black that you feared that perhaps Alireza could try?
Pawn to d6 is the best move, but in terms of winning with black, I'm not so sure. Equalizing is
But
normally the
when
goal
let's say
in
bola
chess
bola,
with
try
black,
it,
but not enough this time. b6, he just wants to fianchetto his bishop. Magnus might be forced to attack if Fallujah doesn't play in the center. Magnus is going to go on the front foot, but maybe that's not what he wants to do.
And for White, one of the very key ideas is to go d4 in these positions. You want to get that center control, get the bishop out to c4, try attacking the knight as well. But Magnus, he takes a pause, so definitely b6, a surprise.
So, Magnus Carlsen down on the
Break
clock.
up election
Okay,
here,
not
huh?
by much, but it's so rare in this grand
Use it
final.
to
We
say,
might as
oh,
well mention it
disorder
when it
is,
happens. Alireza Fallujah, though, not
Oh, you were
looking
in
just for an
disorder.
equal position. We need to win, remember. Pawn takes pawn in the center of the board. Fallujah looking like he wants to hopefully start building a little bit of clock advantage. Recaptures with the knight. And finally, Fallujah goes down to below 9 minutes. Still very early on in this game.
Still just move 6, and both players definitely freestyling. Neither side has studied this one before, we can guarantee that. Knight takes pawn on d4. Normally you want a queen there, but Magnus senses the white knight will be very active. The white queen could jump out early in this scenario, and Fallujah needs to just trust himself, make moves at this point. The bishop comes out quickly. I like the way he's handled this opening. I've got to say, Alireza, I think he'll get it some chances at some point. Black Knight kicked back meanwhile. And the game goes on.
It does go on, and this rivalry goes on. You know, I'm thinking right now of back in 2021 when Magnus Carlsen shocked the world, moved away from the World Championship crown, walked away from it, but said that he would be willing to fight if it was Alireza Firouzja who would challenge him, who would go on to win and then challenge him. That would make Magnus interested in getting back to the World Championship. That's the kind of respect he had. That's the kind of challenge he wanted to relish against the Prince, Alireza Firouzja. And we never got that classical World Championship match. But we're getting the matchup here at the biggest global esports stage, at the esports arena. The King versus the Prince, but so far, it's been a Magnus Carlsen show.
Do you think maybe that that actually plays on Firouzja's mind as well, knowing that Carlsen has said that about you? It's very difficult not to let that affect you psychologically, going, oh, this is the match that he said he'd be happy to play. I really need to not disappoint. I need to go in with a bang. I need to really prove myself. And so far, we've seen flashes of that brilliance that does enable him to compete with Carlsen at the highest level. That said, he hasn't been able to consistently show that throughout this grand final, at least not so far.
Yeah, there's two ways you can take compliments from the world's best ever player. You can say, oh, thank you, I'm going to prove you right. Or you feel the pressure, you feel the expectation. And I mean, instinct-wise, we've seen it so many times. Firouzja digs himself out of trouble on the clock. That's because his instincts are just fantastic. And there we see Team Liquid and the fans looking happy right now. But yeah, Firouzja just hasn't been trusting himself. He needs to go for it now. Pawn to h4, not liked by the computer, I should mention. Magnus Carlsen wants to win this one in style. He's trying to punish black for not finishing development, not castling yet. But the white e-pawn, a bit weak. I'm liking Firouzja's chances here if he can strike somehow in the center.
This move just makes me feel like Magnus wants to have fun in this game. There's absolutely no reason for him to go for this. You know, you play the Alpin, it signals that you want to keep things under control. Then you push the H-pawn voluntarily instead of continuing with getting development and getting your king to safety. Magnus Carlsen is in for a fight, but that is exactly what might give Firouzja his chance.
Yeah, and remember Magnus, when he was close to knocking down Hikaru in the final game of their match, at least the final of the sixth yesterday, he got nervous. He did blunder. It is possible. He's human, so Firouzja cannot give up hope at any point yet.
Very easy to forget sometimes that our champions, our heroes, the GOATs, are human as well. And, you know, at some point, the torch will pass from Magnus Carlsen to the younger generation. He's here to say, yes, it will happen, just not today.
If Alireza wins this game and makes the comeback into the match to force an Armageddon, that would be a huge momentum shift. I'd go on to say that he'd be a favorite in that Armageddon. You know, given his speed skills, especially when you're down to 30 seconds, that is his best hope right now. And I think the way Magnus is playing, pushing his pawns, delaying his development, this is going to be a feisty game.
I'm going to call it. I think this is going to get crazy. I don't know the result, of course. Difficult to make any predictions here, but I feel that Firouzja is going to get some chances in this one. Already some tactics in the air. The most obvious move would be to push a pawn forward, break open the black bishop, but maybe we could investigate a bit further because Alireza Firouzja has what could be a golden opportunity to shock Magnus Carlsen right now. Not only can he open up that bishop, he can do it forcefully and in style. Knight takes pawn. If the white bishop takes back, then the black bishop takes on f3, removing the defender, hitting the white queen. And when the white queen recaptures, the dust settles, bishop takes bishop, black has won a pawn, with a nice pin to boot. If we go back, after knight takes e5, if the white knight recaptures, then black just says, calm, d6, open the diagonal for my bishop, please. And look at the white knights, look at the black bishop. It's sniping, it's going to regain the material with interest. This is super complicated. White can even give a check at the end of this with this queen. The game goes on, but Firouzja, he has to take risks like this. He has to gamble.
But this is the one moment I'm glad that he's paused and spending time, because this is a critical decision. And it'll all be worth it. All those minutes spent will be worth it. If he plays knight takes pawn, that's a huge advantage. You go up a pawn, your bishop becomes a big piece here.
And of course we have the aid of the eval bar here. We have the aid of some very powerful engines, but Alireza Firouzja, he has the aid of his fantastic instincts. He's paused for a reason. Magnus Carlsen will be jumping out of his chair if he sees the move knight takes e5. He's got to play it, he's got to find it.
has to be played.
Draft start भएको छैन
Especially
उता
if you
केटा
spend so much time and energy calculating this out. I feel like it should happen.
Draft start भएको छैन guys.
But do you think if Magnus has spotted it, he'll give
What
it
time
away?
back,
Because
sir?
he's also the
Back
kind
to
of
time,
player
brother.
who just keeps that poker face until his opponent has made his decision. The more Ali Reza thinks, I think the higher chances that he spots it.
Yep, who's going to spot it? Let's take a look at Alareza's screen, perhaps. It looks like he was about to push his pawn forward to d6. He does miss the opportunity. It was complicated. It was difficult. It was so hard to evaluate, but he could have played that move so much quicker. Now the Black King castles. Status quo has been maintained. Magnus is holding this together with a pin.
But here's the thing, right? Because if Ali Reza did not go for knight takes pawn and wanted to make the move d6, again, you make it in 20 seconds.
Right.
But if you take your time, then you find that central blow.
Yep. I don't blame him at all for missing that. I think superhuman almost, that tactic. But what he's played, the fact that it took him over 2 minutes to play d6.
That's the problem.
That's a big.
That's the issue.
So now 7 minutes plays under
People are
4.
Ali Reza.
Unfortunately, familiar territory
Ali
here
Reza mere
in
bhai.
what potentially
Dekha
could
tere
be the
game ho bhai.
last game. Remember, if Magnus Carlsen wins this game, he does not only win the set, he wins the match. So Firouzja needs to win, needs to find a way to crack open the position and take this victory from Magnus Carlsen to force an Armageddon.
Well, there was tension at the center of the board, and what Ali Reza has done is
Late
blunder of this game.
Okay,
The
blunder
first Magnus has
हानेर
sped
केटा.
up again. Not for the first time. He's barely spent over 30 seconds for a single move in this game. And look at this, pawn to e6, the first blunder of this game. The first mistake. The white rooks are going to hit the black queen. It could be over now. The black queen has no good squares. Wherever you go, there's a double attack or a fork. Magnus now looking at the fans, smiling. He knows he's close. He knows he's about to get it. Team Liquid on the edges of their seats.
He knows this is over. The knight about to jump in with a big fork in the position, going material.
Keda
Will fight. He will try to play this on, but I'm not even sure for how long. This is completely busted for Magnus Carlsen vibing there.
There we go. Knight for rook. Magnus has
Credit ban and you just go pick up a Harley first pick maybe. You just want to go that crazy, or you just want to gamble it all on a fanny pick.
Wait,
kind of interesting.
I think Miracle's starting to lose his mind a little.
No.
What is this?
LaFell just messaged saying, "I'm sorry that I called you talent."
If you want to prank, usually when they're mic check, you know, everything, just do stuff like that.
It's a common thing
It's
among
common
our.
thing. It's common
It's a
thing.
common thing among us pro players.
I think you're like so smart that it goes beyond, you know?
Maybe I'm just artistic
maybe.
or acoustic.
You are creative, so
Creative.
let's see which map will take us through potentially the final game. Dangerous Grass.
Oh, three times.
For the third time, yes.
Again, back in the day, this used to be like the Beloyski map.
Yeah.
Yes. Look, oh, the Fredrin band, Kalea band. They're setting up for Fanny pick here.
Yeah. God, BTR,
give it
you
though.
don't need to take the risk, BTR.
Yes,
You don't need to.
You still have 3 more lives, BTR. Are you gonna risk it all?
No.
Go big or go home?
Risk nothing. Ban the Fanny.
Make a statement. You can face the Fanny.
Imagine if
thinking.
Nazara wins the Fanny, though. If Nazara wins on the Fanny, Van is going to get hated so much more.
Oh, the fan is open.
Oh
Close
my
back.
god, they ran the Claude. Geek can't pick up the Fanny. Or, see, is it even wise to pick up
No
Fanny
way.
first pick?
You ban out the Kovius, you ban out the Fredrin, you ban
They
out the
still
Kalea.
do it.
There's no way you don't pick up the Fanny here.
But then this is a Baksha and a Paquito, no.
Paquito, I think, is gonna be it for sure.
And then the Harris.
Oh, Melilo.
But it's either
Bye, Ramani.
Boxer or you go later for Nile.
Okay, so Paquito Jusin.
Yes.
के भाइ पिक ओइ फ्यान नि पाए रे
Still go if you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Paquito Jushin.
फ्यान पनि दियो यार
Different perspectives exposed.
Oh,
Forget about
what?
it.
ए मार्शल पनि
Marshall's
रहेछ
open? Oh my god.
के मेरो ल्याग भइरा र
Okay, then that's a good trade for Big John. They didn't risk anything.
Yeah.
Well, they risked something, but obviously to get a Marcel, you need to risk something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Basically, we like passed like what 12 games.
के भयो guys?
Marcel always gets banned because yeah, that's why we work out like for what 3 games now. So yeah, they want to change it up.
भाइ नै छ तपाईको आन्टीको छोरा
And the lead, yes.
के भयो guys? स्ट्रिम ठिकै छ त?
With a boy pick later.
ल्याग भइरह र?
Interesting, right? So you just want to go Alice
Yeah.
or
I'm thinking Alice.
Are they setting up for a pocket?
ओइ मार्सल र मोस्को
Probably.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, makes sense.
अनि दाडा पगिद र खालिद
But again though, do you really want
गाइस स्ट्रिम ठिक छ अहिले?
Fanny or you think Sora works better with a CC?
You're right.
Or just pick up a box.
This might be the last match I got.
Play with tempo. Win out the early game and you have a Marcel to win Moe, to mirror the Fanny. And I think I trust Finn enough to not get caught
Killing
in the
Zeta.
early game.
Where's the stopper though right now? I mean the Moscow
Baxia?
Tigers, right?
No, they
Jushin.
Yeah. That's very, very good too. Juicin pick up.
And
Alright.
they just went out the mid laner, right?
Alright.
For
So
the
the
Jushin.
people who were
Shame.
asking in the chat, what the hell is that first pick Moscow? Against a Fanny, no Phobias, no Kalea. You need a stopper, so they go for the Moscow.
Yes, because it can get taken by the Geek ban.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
people are still asking these questions. So we gotta tell them. We gotta tell them real quick, you know?
It's the fundamentals that we haven't seen in this playoffs, I think, maybe.
So, for BTR though, do you want to bet out the Moscow counter pick or the Jushin counter pick? The Eve and Harrod maybe? Is enough?
त्यो बिटाको फ्यान त आमा
Even Harrod, but then,
Yeah, even Harrod.
because again, you have already a Kiro and the XP lane is, you know, very solid. You can just win on the lane.
Marcel.
Win some tempo. Yep, the Harrod
Eric
ban.
ban.
It's a good matchup with that.
Baxia ban दाडा
And then do
नाइस ब्यान है हेरी त राम्रो ब्यान थियो
all the way and ban out the
मार्क्स पनि ब्यान हान्छु कि अझै के छ अरू मेजमा मेजमा के छ गाइस भ्यालेन्टिना
Akai is good against Fanny, no?
And Akai has been an answer
भ्यालेन्ट ब्यान हान्न सक्छ
against the Fanny when.
बिटिआर आई थिङ्क अकाइ लिन्छ होला यार फ्यानीको अगेन्स्टमा
So yeah. So you ban
नाजराको
out
फ्यानी
Akai
अति छ है फेरि
and ban out
नाजराको
Akai.
फ्यानी लास्ट छ
So what? Yeah, they
He
ban out the
banned.
Eve and Harrod Eve.
Oh, boy, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you're just gonna ban out Akai here, I think.
Yeah.
And then you play a Barats there. Just start to throw.
Oh my god. Here go.
I
Is
want to
this
say
safe?
words that I cannot say right
Is
now,
this the
bro.
moment?
Leomore, just go Leomore,
Oh,
bro.
they go Arlet.
Huh?
Arlet
Huh?
ban.
Last pick Akai, no?
Yes.
Go for the XP lane
Also,
first.
they want to pick up Valentina, so that can, you know,
अकाइ अहिले
make
मिल्दैन
a heavy spin. If they
किनकि
want to
भ्यालेन्ट लिन्छ
Akai.
अकाइले भने
Yeah,
अहिले
but that's where the Akai is going to be last pick, right? So either way, the jungle, I think they save it for last pick.
Yeah, but still though, you still pick Valent for Geek Fam.
Yeah.
There's no reason you don't pick Valentina.
Hey, you never know.
You never
Hey,
know.
don't jinx it
Hey,
yet.
yo.
What are they going to pick up here
Who is
first?
that?
Alice, Sora.
The Valentina's open, so...
But again though, it's not,
mid,
it's
yeah.
not in the XP lane.
सोह्र लिन्छ कि सोह्र होला यार केटा
They're kin.
आई थिङ्क सोह्र
Do they really want to go blind? Oh, Paquito's
मुनाल हो कि के हो भाइ
not blind.
Yeah, just
ओ
Sora.
मुनाल हो
So you just pick up a
कसरी थाहा भयो
Valentina
म्याट
here, and
Huh.
a gold laner that is pretty strong in the laning phase. Clint, yeah, but again though, you
Sora.
stay away from the Clint. It says Kenziski stay away from the Clint.
Yeah, but there's no other option right now.
Yes, Granger maybe, but again,
Yeah.
it's not that good.
Is there no room for like
लिङ्क त आउँदैन गाइस यता भ्यालेन्ट लिन भने अकाइ आउँछ
There's no safe.
Safe.
तर भ्यालेन्ट लिन्छ यता ढुक्क भ्यालेन्ट लिन्छ
But a
Geek
Clint
fan
is
भ्यालेन्ट लिनुपर्छ
played
भ्यालेन्ट
for
र
a reason. They don't pick up the
Valiant
they don't
र
ban
Marksman
the
के
Kai,
छ?
they want the Valentina,
क्यारी त लिनु होला
but the gold laner
मार्क्सम्यान के लिन्छ अरे केटा मार्क्सम्यान क्यारी मात्रै अप्सनमा छ यार
a strong side gold laner if you have a Fanny. So Clint
के लिन्छ यार मार्क्सम्यान
have good poke in the early game. The Fanny can just oh yeah, just go for the Ranger normal.
He doesn't get the...
Oh man, no, Granger pick guys, Granger.
I like it more than a Clint just because it's a...
साथी हो मेरो तिम्रो साथी हो मुनाल
At least like more comfort here.
हाइट बाबाले
So you still want to go for Akai, you know? I don't think so.
Yeah, not with the Valentina there.
Not with the Valentina
I
there.
think it's either a Leomord or
Leomord,
an
yes.
assassin.
Leomord.
Oh, Leomord होला
Yeah.
oh guys
Wow.
Voices यो कममा Voices
Game.
Damn bro Voices यार यो कममा
No, I don't think it's safe against a Paquito Fanny
Uh-huh.
and the lead Valentina. This looks like they're just willing to go for it. They're going for comfort.
Yeah. To be honest, from draft, I like Geek.
केटा कसको ड्राफ्ट मन पर्यो दिस माइट बी द लास्ट
So,
म्याच यार
I think can go to game 6
Last game
probably,
हुन सक्छ
but
BTR.
yeah, no.
Yes.
Let's see यार Geek fam बिचारा
Late game,
अब एक गेम
Marcel
हारे नि आउट
versus
BTR.
and Jushin and Marcel
EWC जानु
will
पाउँदैन.
be so scary.
I'm
If they
so geek
snowball,
right now.
if BTR snowball,
Yes, and it's
it's
over.
done.
Party.
Yes.
Granger stack पाउला र.
So that early game is going to be, again,
Crucial.
ever as important. Like it was in
नेपाल नि वाइल्ड कार्डमा छ हो हैन? छैन नेपाल वाइल्ड कार्ड.
storyline
Wild card.
over to realize. Break it down.
के BTR को ड्राफ्ट रेटिङ त कत्रो लो -3.98 रे.
Last game.
Damn bro BTR को ड्राफ्ट
They
यति लो
quench
छ यार.
that thirst
Geek
of
fam को
waiting
ड्राफ्ट खतरा देखिरहेको छ गाइस.
for 5 years of not being in MSC, not being in an international stage. As Paris
go.
calls out their name for Geek, they have to quell the storm. This could potentially be the final game. Geek fam against Bigatron by Vitality.
Landed on, here we go, as again, this potentially might be the final round. Can Geek fam delay? Can Geek fam
नाजारालाई कसो रोक्छ यिनीहरूले
in
गाइस.
this game, or we might see
मेरो गेम 9 बज्यो यार.
ticket to Paris
फोन चार्ज गराउनु पर्यो यार, चार्ज छैन फोन.
to the Red Robots.
And a fanny pick.
बेस्ट अफ 7 भयो नि भ्याउँदैन 9 म त लास्ट गेम
Saw
वान
what
नै
Nazara
भ्याउँदैन.
was able to do with it. It was against TLID. He went 7 kills in 5 minutes, so maybe he might replicate the same thing.
Let's see. This is
नाजारा मर्यो.
Four.
Okay,
And that's just gonna be a free kill. First blood goes over to Nile.
Oh no, that is bad news.
Whoa.
Because if Bigatron wins the early game, it could be a done deal. This Shin will snowball out of control, and that's where he shines the most.
So good Pocky त पनि कुरा हान्छ.
Any play this time around, it wouldn't
Sora
be
पनि कुरा
as
हान्छ.
easy as it was against TLID, because there's a Marcel that could stop you, a Moskov as well, just holding
Obviously,
things
it's
in place.
Let's
And
go.
by Bayou. Nothing ordinary so far. Agility, and even a thrill there for Khalid. Look at Pin.
Oh, a little bit more than he could chew there, as Nazara is able to at least find a kill after that death. So it's 1 kill on the board for this Fanny.
But you lose tempo. At least the purple buff was there, and that's going to be primed up and ready for this turtle take. They're going to do it fast. But meanwhile, Nile is close by. He has the mountain shocker ready. They're converging, and Geekfam will take it without any worry.
Offset seems like he found
Sorry.
Wait, Zudio. Marcel mark हान्छ यिनीहरूले.
That's gonna be
Marcel
though,
मर्यो.
out of position.
Nice one,
with
BTR.
Moreno locking him into place. That's gonna be a kill on towards BTR. They advance to the jungles of Geek Fam, but Beloyski here is distracting. With immobilization, is able to find the knock up there by Moreno, but nothing else. That's a delay again by Kogan. My goodness, Nazara not able to claim the orange.
MSC time bro, MSC time.
Secure.
जान्छ MSC केटा.
No, Nile not getting the retribution on point. Nazara now finds a
एकछिन जाँदैन केटा, जाँदैन.
there dismantled Shogun.
मलाई त हल्का तारिफ के हानेको मलाई.
In the meantime, Kinziski is able to complete his Sky Piercer. So if you want to fight now, now's the time. Because you want to battle it out in the early game. And a boy has a stolen mountain shocker to go with it. Especially now the Sora is also available for the taking. The Retro there for Nile, and he will try to get the purple buff. At least some sort of tempo was acquired up top for Kenzie. He's able to, you know, just dish out damage.
केटा make sure to like this video, like and subscribe and guys सबैजना.
SOD, man, won't take it. He's gonna play it safe, but look at where Beloyski is. He's trying to invade and potentially disturb Nile's pathing.
All is good. Beloyski will pop the Raging Sandstorm. Here comes the killing threat from Nazara under the turret!
नाजारा nervous भइसक्यो, नाजारा nervous भयो, नाजारा.
Conducting the early game to perfection. Nazara.
No way यार नाजारा.
His instincts got the better of him. That's a Jusin.
Not against Moreno Jusin, eh?
And he, some sort of way, missed the cable as well. And pathed the opposite way of where he was supposed to go to get to Moreno, to get the last passive procced, but it didn't happen. And you could see the play screaming desperation. Geek fam living on borrowed time in game number 5. And so far, things are not looking very good. Bigatron at least standing steadfast close by the objective. They need to let Nazara farm, get a few items, and then you could go confidently flying in Will Kenziski join the fight? That's a question because the Skypiercer stack will need some feeding.
मार्छ मार्छ अनि अब टडल छोडिदिने हुन्छ पर्दैन टडल हाल्न तर नि टप पाउँछ टडल अब मरेन मरेन स्प्रिन्ट हान्ने आउँछ झुक्सिन केटा बिटिआर आइसक्यो एमएससी आइसक्यो बिटिआर
And holding this, grasping at 5 fingers, both hands, even a golden hour and an SOD to
हल्का सेलिब्रेट नगर होला अहिले नै गेम सके छैन
getting the buffs, the resources
तर अर्ली गेम कम छैन क्या अर्ली गेम अर्ली गेम भन्दा लेट गेम कम छैन क्या गिकसँग सो बिटिआर जित्छ ढुक्क यो गेम त
If the Paquito can create a segue play, if the Fanny can catch the Moskov splitting away.
मात्र आज काइले सुयो खेल्यो भने है हेरौँ के हुन्छ ड्राफ्टमा नायल बाँच्यो केन्जी मऱ्यो केटा मैले किन ग्रान्जर जसले लिन्छ ग्रान्जर जसले लिन्छ त्यो हार्छ भने होइन हारिरहेको छ हेर त्यो ग्रान्जर एकदमै ब्याड पिक एभ्री फकिङ टाइम कम्पिटिभमा त लास्ट ब्याड पिक ग्रान्जर अहिले
Stop it from crashing into the base. But look at Nile, 10 levels. Rather level 10 now to his name. 2 levels up above Nazara. This might happen, but it's still a far cry. Geek fam, they need to find a way to get into this game again. Early game.
Boli classic matchup huncha BTR versus Onyx.
Late game, they have insurance. They have that Moskov to always be so quick. And the Isam Chin. That's where he excels. The early to the mid game.
Come on, chill man, but BTR game हाम्रो हातमा आइसक्यो.
And that is where it gets scary. Now Geek fam though. How do they recover this? Again with Fanny so far behind. Only a hefty C to his name. Kabaloyski as well with the Thunder Belt. Counter strike.
Go bot turret.
Kenziski, but Marcel forced the flicker away.
Marcel मर्यो होला. मर्यो Marcel मर्यो. Damn bro. कहाँ हान्यो यार Marcel है? 0-3-1 Marcel.
Going for the red robots. Another kill on the board. And take a look at Geek fam. They're trying to respond, but BTR so good.
BTR अति खेल्छ guys. Finलाई मार्न पनि सक्दैन.
Going in again, golden hour. Will buy some time.
Altogether Fin bro.
You can take a look at the Fanny cables disrupted with the frozen moment.
Kenji मर्यो होला.
Comes swinging in, and that is going to be the first
मर्यो न?
of Gates for giving Tron.
किन मर्यो त्यसको अल्ट बिना?
Important one to set the tone before the turtle take, but Geek fam seems like they're not hasty to take the turtle just yet.
There's still a chance, Donnie. There's still
Oh, nine. What? Mikor not there?
Oh, shifting clouds, -3. The follow damage just not yet.
Away.
Imana. And Shogun again now. Jumping.
Wait, now Nazara पस्यो. Damn.
And down Nazara goes.
The pin down from Iman. The Red Raider, that's the Moskov. Holding the Fanny in place. This will not be contested. Not in any way. Bigatron by Vitality, bringing the energy in the early game. They know that if they can stop
BTR यस्तो खुसी हुन्छ नि केटा जितेपछि हेर तिमीहरु केन्जी फस्यो केन्जी मर्यो
is not able to survive with Nile under his nose.
Oh wait, what the fuck?
That's getting Nazara finding one. That's getting Nazara now.
Miss तर नाजरा मर्यो
And down he goes again.
केटा नायल रिसायो
Jungler will have a triple kill.
The monster created by Baloyski now comes and haunts him in the
नायल 5 किलमा छ केटा
For a moment he was thought
15 सेको गोल लिड नायल
he's going to teach Baloyski how it
2000
feels to
रहेछ
lose. Nile 5-0-8.
Such a monster here, ladies and gentlemen. And take a look at the items, folks. On his way to the Blade of Despair. That is crazy damage coming to the faces of Geek fam.
Geek fam are playing like they're chased by something. Probably.
बोलेको लास्ट टुर्नामेन्ट हुन सक्छ
And for now, they're forcing plays that are not ideal because there's always going to be a chance for a turnaround for Bigatron. They have safe laners, they have Moskov, they have a Chusin that's going to be able to
4-1 कि 4-2 भनेको 4-1 नै भयो
All
यार
they can do is just play the far lanes, the Paquito, the Fanny as well, just pushing the wave. See if they go head on into a hard collision. I don't think they can win it out because Bigatron are scaling already with their items. Look at the Swift Trinity completed by Eman. At least Kenziski is on 3 items plus the Sky Piercers, so practically 2. But let's see. Let's see if there's a possibility. Nazara!
Oh my god, that's a solo kill again! Niall!
Niall मेरो भाइ
Man,
नाइलको रिकल छ हैन केटा ल आयो नाइलको रिकल अब
no damage.
स्पाइसी बोय आइसक्यो ब्याक ट्र्याक
Niall
प्यालले सोलो मार्छ यार
as a red robot
ड्याम
keeps
अति खेल्छ है
his
नाइलले
killer instincts intact. That Lord will not be contested in any way, shape, or form. But if Geek Fam can smuggle something into it, maybe, just maybe, no. There's no way they're gonna get that. Even a big wave building behind. Look at Moreno, he's gonna recall. Nazar's gonna find him? No. He's gonna stay there. Or is he?
Moreno.
Go!
Towards Kenzie. That's gonna be Nazara spotted as well. That's Nazara trying to
Go
provide
गर्नु भएन है
damage to
Moreno
but is able to cable out.
डिसिप्लिन गेम प्ले
Here just being a nuisance, acting as a recon as well. BTR still has a lore to play with.
Yep. And the structures are going down as well. They need to clear this fast. Up top, it's gonna be Kenziski's responsibility, but the waves are gonna die to the turrets anyways. The Lord will spawn too. The second tier turret will fall down as well. Holy defense, pop, golden hour to buy time. The cannon minion still stands without the effect of the holy defense. No, it'll be taken down. Quite interaction there.
Go mid
Still
right.
play.
Now they want to see some mid lane here. Raging Sandstorm doesn't land. Here comes the siege, but it seems like
बोलेको फिगर अल छैन
they are
टपको
able to
फोर्स
calm
जान्छ अब
themselves and not overcommit. Here comes the Lord marching top.
Still poke from behind. Kenziski will be the one carrying the torch. A heavy torch to go in and clear it out. Marcel eating damage!
Oh, finds 3 members of
Okay, game.
Fam.
GG guys,
Here
BTR,
comes the
MSC
last
पुग्यो ल
round, it's a double
This is
Okay,
it!
out of nowhere as
सक्यो
the
ल गेम
Lord might take them to Paris.
सक्यो
Here comes
मर्यो
BTR fighting Nazara.
स्याबे जान्दै
That's the lock base by Eman, and ladies and gentlemen,
लेट्स गो गाइस BTR टु पेरिस है फाइनली यार फर्स्ट इन्टरनेशनल यार गाइस फर्स्ट इन्टरनेशनल
they are
कति
heading
वर्षपछि
to
यार
Paris.
GG यार गाइस
1,800 days! 10 seasons! Countless dubs! But one destination!
Congrats यार BTR
And now they
congrats
will once again grace the international
हामी
stage!
गिक फ्यामको माला यार अति नै
MSC awaits!
ओइ नाइल लुयो यार केटा देख्यो नि जति नै स्पाइसी भए पनि यार कति ठुलो होइन यो नायल जस्तो प्लेयर रुयो यार माया लाग्यो मलाई नायलको यस्तो प्रेसर थियो नायललाई
To them,
जसले पनि रिकल मात्रै हान्छ खेल्न आउँदैन भन्थ्यो ला प्रुफ हान्थ्यो सबलाई
but for
यसले गर्दा
Geek
गेम जितेको बिटिआरले
the ghost
सबजना रुयो
returns.
यार आमामा कति वर्षपछि जान
The same
पाएको
venue, the same bracket, the same scoreline. And for Geek Fam, the same.
इमान पनि रुनै लागिसक्यो है आँखा हेरेर
In the Velodrome, some ghosts never leave.
अब सपोज केटा मान्छेहरू यसरी बुझ्दा कति ठुलो विन हो भनेर यो
And today they come to hunt Geek Fam.
नायल जस्तो प्लेयर रुयो यार माको छ
But on the other side, after
Oh
months
my
of
god,
sacrifice,
please Geeko फ्यानहरु
countless hours
Yeah.
of preparation, and now the reward. Paris belongs to them.
It's Paris or nothing. It has been like that since the start. MSC 2021 was the last time Megatron set foot.
Congrats यार BTR congrats हान्छ यिनीहरूले इन्टरनेसनलमा BTRले पनि हान्छ मलाई त हान्छ जस्तो लाग्छ BTR टप 5 मा आउँछ यार मेरो हिसाबमा चाहिँ MSC मा
Against the Kings.
Geek Famको चाहिँ माला यार
Velodrome. Onyx awaits.
Their journey in
मेरो
the
आज
world
खुसी
is
हुन्छ वाइल
definitely not done yet.
नाइस ट्राई यार Geek Fam
Guys,
Oh
and
my
you're
god
right.
थर्ड प्लेस भयो यार Geek Fam नाइस
Onyx is waiting for them tomorrow.
माया लाग्यो Geek Fam को
Good Coopers rejoice
यो
today.
इमोसन भनेको कस्तो हुन्छ हेर न यार क्वालिफाई भएको प्लेयरहरू रुइरहेछ है क्वालिफाई नभएको प्लेयरहरू हाँसिरहेछ क्या
Is waiting for them
What the
tomorrow.
fuck
But
हेर न हाँस्दैछ बल स्क्रिन नायल रुँदैछ मैले
choice.
उल्टो चाहिँ हुनुपर्ने मैले हार्दाखेरि हाँस्छ जित्दाखेरि रुन्छ के हो यार यो
Today.
Moments, another witness for Geek Fam, who unfortunately will not be able to make it to the top 2 and will remain always at top 3. And this will be the final stand
Congrats यार नाइस ट्राई यार गेक फ्याम नाइस ट्राई
as they take their final
6th
bow
भएको
and
टिम
their final
आएर
stage.
कम्पिटिसन दिनु
This is their final
6th
show
हो यार
for
प्लेअफमा
this
यो
season,
रेगुलर
we have to
सिजनको
say.
डेवाला निकाल्दियो
We
टिएल
wanna say
पेल्दा
thank you
टिएल
to
आइडीलाई
Geek
निकाल्दियो
Fam
यिनीहरूले
community. We want to say sorry that we're once again top 3, but
नाइस ट्राई यार नेक्स्ट टाइम कम ब्याक स्ट्रङ्गर गिग फ्याम once a geek always a geek right guys
our scrims were really bad before. But the fact that we were able to take top 3, I'm so honored.
top
so
3 पुगेछ यार
grateful,
एमपीएल आइडीमा ठुलो कुरा हो
once again. And of course my fiance.
गुलाल सोकेले चाहिँ हाँस्नै पर्यो त अनि
We're gonna get married.
दुःखको हँसायो दुःख
Thank you so much.
बिचारा यार को रोइरहेछ मायाला मलाई
Thank you so much for the Geek community for always trusting in us. And we're really sorry that we will not be able to make it to Paris.
के छ यार नाइस ट्राई
Geek
गिग फ्याम
community, this is it, the last bow from Geek Fam.
वेल प्लेड गाइज आजको लागि अब यति नै गरौँ यार एमपिएल आइडीबाट 2जना टिम जान्छ अब प्यारिस ओनिक एन्ड बिटिआर अनि भोलि ओनिक र बिटिआरको फाइनल छैन गाइज त्यही हो अब भोलि रिभेन्ज लिँदा त बिटिआरले ओनिकको अगेन्स्टमा के लाग्छ गाइज मेबी भोलि बिटिआरले टफ फाइट दिन्छ गिग फ्याम भन्दा ल त्यही गाइज आम गर्न इन द स्ट्रिम 9 बजे हाम्रो म्याच छ सुदन सरको च्यानलमा लाइभ हुन्छ अब डिस्कर्ड जोइन गर्दा हुन्छ म लाइभको लिङ्कहरू हालिदिएर हुन्छ डिस्कर्डमा सो डिस्कर्ड जोइन गर्दा झन् राम्रो गाइज कोही म्याच हेर्नु मन छ होइन म डिस्कर्डको लिङ्क हालिदिन्छु गाइज सो जोइन गर होइन डिस्कर्ड अनि 9 बजे भेट्नुपर्छ सुदन सरको लाइभमा वेट म लिङ्क हालिदिनु पऱ्यो डिस्कर्डमा सम्झायो नि बुझायो नि मान्दैन नि जे होस् मजा आयो हेरेर मलाई त बिटिआर नै पुग्यो जस्तो लागिरहेको थियो बिटिआर नै पुग्यो बिटिआर र ओनिक थियो मेरो प्रेडिक्सन उता प्ले अफ पुग्ने उता एमएससी पुग्ने 2जना पुग्यो सो त्यही 2टा टिमले हान्छ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई इन्टरनेसनलमा गाइज भोलि फाइनलमा भेट्नुपर्छ त स्ट्रिम डिस्कर्डको लिङ्क हाल्छ कि 9 बजे लाइभ हुन्छ हाम्रो म्याचेस बाई गाइज 9 बजे भेटौँ न अनि भोलि फाइनलमा भेटौँ है त बाई गाइज टेक केयर